bringing you the inaugural Foxxhole Awards Show. Be part of history and vote for your favorite Jamie Foxx Show moment by calling 877-2-106-106 or going to Sirius.com/Foxxhole. The last day is December 31st, so get your vote in now. Here's a nominee for Best Guest.
But today, we're going to do something. That's how the Foxxhole do. We do things that nobody else can do or will do.
What we doing?
Tell him, Johnny.
We got a special guest host.
No.
He's all over the world.
White people know who he is.
Black people might know who he is.
Oh, they know.
No, they know after the one show.
After the Dave Chappelle show, they know him. Yeah. But I know the white folks across America
love him.
Love him. Across America.
We'll let him go raw dog on their daughters.
Yes. White people still think he has a Jerry curl.
Hilarious.
I seen a nigga doing the Tootsie Roll one day. I said, that nigga is black. We got live and in person. He got an album out. Coming out. It's out or coming out?
It's better than that.
That's all over the place.
I can buy this for a price of Bud Light. What is this? This is your album?
That's the album, stupid motherfucker.
This got words on it.
This is the longest intro
ever.
Hey, I'm just more.
Grammy nominated.
Grammy nominated.
God damn.
Way that long to read that word?
Yeah, it was spelled wrong.
I thought it
said spelled with an I instead of Y.
It said two N. I thought it said Granny nominated.
The second M is silent.
He's also an Emmy winner.
Thank you, Poet.
Emmy winner, and that's for TV and television shows.
Oh, this is smart.
You saw him in Crossover, and it was a turnover, but. He was still playing ball.
Crossover, that came out on Friday.
It was going Sunday morning.
And
it was on DVD
him.
by Monday.
Yeah, Crossover had too many turnovers.
African dudes all over L.A. I have Crossover.
Give it up for my man, 10 grand, Mr. Wayne Brady.
Thank you, Foxxhole. Damn, what did we do right to get you?
I'm telling you.
And if you're black and you've heard of Wayne Brady, you can hit us up at 877-216-106.
First off, you know what? All due respect, y'all need to stop that shit. Because
Wayne Brady's gonna have to slap a bitch.
You didn't slap it.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to slap a bitch?
First off, it's choke, but you keep talking, we'll find out.
Wayne Brady,
get him, hairline.
You ain't got to worry about him hitting you, girl. He got alimony. He ain't spending no more money.
No, I wouldn't do that. Plus, I already see. No, that's not a good route to go down. But I got
shout out to Chris Brown.
Shout out to Chris Brown. I didn't want to say anything. Say it. Because you know what?
What are you gonna do? Come up here and choke you?
Dance in circles around me.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll bite you. No, I mean, crossover, all that stuff. It's funny to a certain point because I like being able to poke fun of that stuff.
Me too.
But the fact of the matter is, it's a good thing when you can go all over the country and at least 5 people can show up to your show because you know that there's nothing wrong with black people being able to do something right. There you go.
And
at no point did I ever say, I'm just going to make sure that white folks know who I was. I just lucked into the ABC Disney family and then one day looked up and I had a talk show, which I was getting awards for, but I was doing cooking segments with little old ladies from Minnesota and black folks talking shit. And then
what did they say?
What did they say? Wayne?
Yeah, what did they say about you, Wayne?
Well, let's see. With the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He said, and it's the funny thing. No disrespect, but the 5 people that talk shit can't be known by the other 20 people outside of this radius.
Hilarious.
So it's a mixed blessing.
Okay, we can't understand all that.
This nigga speaking in Greek.
Yeah, hold up. Okay, let's just break it down. No, but let's just break it down. We all, black people always watch other black people on TV.
Absolutely.
And I'm of the Disney family too. I didn't have a talk show, but we all watch you. But we all sell what we sell.
And you're
selling middle America. No, we didn't. No, you're selling what you were trained for.
I'm not going to be nice to Wayne Brady. Fuck him and his tight
but wait, no, but wait.
He knew what he was getting into. I know how much money you got in your wallet, nigga. That's how nigga.
Yeah, them 4 quarters don't impress me.
I should be able to see your circumcision. That's all I'm saying.
No, your background, if I'm not misunderstood, is theater, right?
You say his back pocket. You know what I love?
I love you, Raggedy.
Is you trying to talk. You still try to talk and you still come with it. So I love
I'm sorry. But that's what we do.
No, it's what you do. It's what you do. I know.
You're a theater man, right? I mean, because your foundation started in theater. So which is middle America. I mean, there's no black and white. There's black and white people in theater. So you were entertaining America.
Well, theater's just theater. You know what I mean? Theater's just theater because the environment I was raised in, I was raised in one of the...
By wolves?
Yes, I was raised by wolves. And your mama says hi. Her breast milk is wonderful. Just because.
A little tangy.
I like it.
A breast milk doesn't have a
I
little
like-
bite to it.
I like where
It's
you're
tart.
going.
It's tart.
Oh,
yeah.
But
It doesn't have
not
a
as
bite
good
to
as
it.
your breast milk.
I like where you're going.
Not as good as yours.
Joke of the day from the guest
His
host.
middle name is Lactate.
Good. Man, it's a shame when you the one making me horny and not her. That is
I've
really
lost my
a shame.
effects.
Yeah,
This is Wayne Brady talking about Speedy. I told you to lose weight, Speedy.
nigga.
But if it's working
I've
for
been
Wayne
saying
Brady,
this go work
Shut the
out.
fuck up.
But I gotta say, Speedy.
Yes.
They were giving you shit about your voice, man. Your voice, you got a great radio voice.
Is this a love
You got a
connection?
radio voice.
You know why it's a radio voice?
Why?
They won't let him on TV.
Not even Jamie's movies.
Okay. Wayne Brady.
This nigga gonna be doing all audio porn after this. Nigga.
Wayne Brady. Now, for those who, I mean, a lot of people know you, but where were you born? Tell us something about your background. Were you in any fights growing up? Because you look like you've never been in a fight.
Yeah, Wayne, let's stop the joke.
At least not with the barber.
Wrong, actually.
Okay, cool. So that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm from a town called Orlando. You know, everybody knows Orlando, Disney, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And I was raised in Tangelo Park. In Tangelo Park, in Orlando, there are a couple black neighborhoods. It's Tangelo Park, Carver Shores, and Washington Heights. All named after famous black folks of some sort or a fruit. Like Tangelo Park. All the bad names are given to us. All the bad names. So, my folks are from the Virgin Islands. So
Okay,
until I
cool.
was like 10, I had a really
Lewis is
strong...
from the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, as of 3 years ago.
He's just a virgin on the island.
Well, congratulations for making it off.
Yeah, no, he haven't had sex in 3 years.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
No, it's a choice, man. It's a choice.
No, it's not.
Shit.
let's not
Yeah,
go
the
back down
women's
that road.
choice.
The hand decided to leave him.
So your family's not from America. Your family's from the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, the
Okay,
family's
so
from the
that's
Virgin
so that
Islands.
comes with a certain discipline then.
Yeah, so I was raised with a certain discipline because otherwise I would get my ass kicked at home. But then when I went to school, because of my accent and my mother, she believed in dressing me very plain because Wayne, it isn't about. Listen, it's surprised that you can see anything with your braids pull all the fuck.
I don't think you want to talk about hair.
Listen, no, I don't want to talk about hair.
Yeah.
You double Dutch looking motherfucker.
When your
Give me 6
hairline
girls
and
in
your
the back.
neckline connect, it should
Yeah, and my hairline connects to the bank. You unknown bitch.
I never seen a nigga.
Okay, first off.
I never seen a nigga with a faded yarmulke. I never seen that.
Yeah.
This is gonna go real
Yeah,
bad
because
today.
all black folks know about yarmulkes. Get your references right. Your classic.
I can talk about the type
First off,
All right,
my
wait.
God.
First,
That's
so-
fine.
Come on with
Hey, the one bank reference will keep him quiet.
Awkward.
Go ahead.
Awkward.
Go ahead.
He don't know how much money I got.
I do.
He don't know my weed sales is off the chain right now.
That is true. Weed has
Hey,
gone
nigga,
up.
don't sleep on the drug sales, nigga. Don't sleep.
you know what? That's true.
We've gone
My
up.
fault.
Yeah, thank you.
I apologize.
Okay,
You're
back
such
to
a-
your
you're
neighborhood.
such a
Because
gentleman.
I didn't know about your hustling. I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
man.
Jesus Christ.
Keep
sorry.
going.
Wayne
Don't
Brady,
punk
come
out
on.
to him though.
Let him keep going with the Stevie Wonder forehead. Keep going.
So good. You come from the neighborhood.
Yeah, man. So I got in fights all the time simply because of my accent and my grades and the whole nine, blah, blah, blah.
Outfit,
Yeah, outfit and your titties and the
I'm
whole
trying to
nine.
help
and-
the story.
Yeah. No, I understand.
How quickly you
So,
turn.
We apologize. You are
No, we
guest host.
don't.
We're not going to bag on you, but keep going.
No, you can say-
Don't lie.
You can say whatever you want to, man.
Great.
I am happy to be here. I knew what the show was. I listened to it.
Thanks,
Really?
man.
You know, I
Appreciate
like,
that.
yes. So
you know we ain't
it's
shit.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we ain't shit.
Because y'all funny.
Call
Hands
us
Hey,
Hands
you're
down.
funny.
Call
And you,
us
and you
onion.
got, I know you can sing, and I think the first show you was on was it, Whose Line Is It Anyway, right?
Yes, sir. That was the show that
That shit.
actually brought me someplace.
You
Right.
killed that shit.
I was lucky. I was really lucky that I was at the right place, the right time.
How did you get that gig, and what did it consist of, like the audition?
Bullshitting. Basically pulling everything out of my ass. Because up until that point, I just gotten back from Japan. I was a singer over in Japan.
Hilarious.
Wondering what was I going to do.
What was your number one song over there?
No, I was a lounge singer. I was a lounge singer working I was in hostess clubs working for the Japanese mafia.
Cool.
I didn't know it was the Japanese mafia until one of the hostesses started talking to me. I couldn't speak Japanese. I was so happy that someone was speaking English.
So you had
And she's
Young
a
Me to
girl.
translate it.
So I was like, oh my gosh, she's great. Next thing I knew, they pulled me out of the club. Dudes threatening to kill me. You don't touch her. You don't. Because there was his girlfriend and these guys with guns, and I'm singing "Celebration" by Kool and the Gang at 3:00 in the morning. I was mad. I was like, what the hell am I
you
doing
was the whole
with my
band?
life? Basically, it was me and 5 old Japanese cats trying to play.
How did you get that
70s and
gig?
80s
Yeah, how'd
songs.
you end up over there?
Through a company here. There's a whole network of people that
Underground.
that book bar mitzvahs and weddings and corporate gigs, and I was doing that, and they said, well, they want a black singer in Japan, and I said, I'll be the first to go because my car had just gotten repossessed. I was living in North Hollywood, right off of Otsego.
That's where I live.
I was just getting ready to get kicked out of my apartment. I was broke.
What year was this?
This was 96.
Wow. So what was your
96.
first big gig on TV that you felt was like it for you? What?
It was the show right before Whose Line, a thing on VH1 called Vinyl Justice, but it really wasn't good, but that's what got me noticed. It really wasn't
You said
good.
it wasn't.
What about
But
the
I
Drew
gotta
Carey
check.
show? The Drew Carey
That's
show.
the one. No, whose line is it?
Yeah, it came right afterwards.
Yeah,
the-
same
but
show.
we did it in Britain first,
bad.
and then ABC bought it, and then
Because that was that was their show, right?
Yeah, it was a British show.
Called it was called something else. Though.
no, the same thing.
I don't know why I thought it was
It's
called
the same
something
thing.
Because you're
Greg
stupid.
Proops on both of them, right?
Yes, but he was in British.
Yeah,
Greg
Wait,
Proops is on both of them?
do you
Greg Cruz on both.
you have
Greg
a
Pruitt.
dream gig? You know, like for me, I want to host the Oscars. That's what I was. Do you
No,
have a
no,
dream
no.
gig?
The Oscar
No,
De
y'all
La
can
Hoya.
laugh at all you want. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna give you all a shout out when I
No,
do
you're
it.
not.
Hold on.
It's all right.
He can dream.
No, you all right. You dreamt to be a celebrity apprentice. You got it.
Whoa.
Wow.
I mean, it might not have been on your dreams, but you wanted to be on TV. You wanted to go forward,
Right.
right?
This.
That's right. So she
I
did.
didn't
it.
dream. Donald
Poetess
Trump asked me to be on.
When Poetess decided to be a rapper and be on White, that was your dream, and
Exactly.
you did it. How many
I'm
people
not
said you did?
saying that.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
just making an
Let's
example.
go back to Wayne Brady. Let's try that. Let's
I was
go.
asking
Let's
him
go to
to-
We don't
Wayne
want
Brady.
you to
Okay.
ask.
Now, you was over in Japan.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Singing
you
broke.
and Godzilla, and y'all was singing
Broke.
Celebration.
Yes.
about celebration.
Celebration.
You driving a Toyota?
Well,
No,
until it
got
got taken
repossessed.
away.
Got repossessed.
There's no feeling like having your car repossessed. That was an interesting. I actually saw them come and take it and pull it away, and I hid from them for 3 days.
Oh,
That
nigga,
I
you gotta
moved
talk to
it
Marcus
around.
King. That nigga know how
That
to-
was
was kicked out of his apartment, still living there.
Damn, Marcus.
Whoa, the bus is coming.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you. I started to tell you
Bus
business.
running
King.
over Marcus.
Too late.
No, for like 4 months. Keep going, Wayne Brady.
yeah. So I figured, I had no alternatives except when you look in the back of the LA Weekly, the movies, no experience necessary, and sex phone operators, and you want to work for the dental operator. I was at the end of my rope. So I went to Japan. I came back, and I got a gig.
Good for you, man.
I'm
That's
so
what
happy.
Glad you didn't pick the
I'm happy I didn't do it either.
Now, was there any point that you wasn't going to go to Japan, or you just when you heard it, you're like, I'm out?
Yeah, because I had a job at Universal Studios as the Wolfman
Oh my
in the
goodness.
Beetlejuice rock and roll
Fucking
show.
hysterical.
Nobody can say you didn't pay no dues.
Costume and the whole nine.
Can we hear
Shit.
one of those songs from there? What are the songs that you did?
What is it? What is sing? They sang real songs, but then turned them into like monstery songs. It was just
Like
so
what?
horrible.
Like the Monster Mash.
No, I'm trying to think of the one the Wolfman sang. He sang "Do You Love Me" and didn't change the words. I had the only song that they didn't change any of the words, so it was retarded. I was the Wolfman singing "Do You Love Me?
The kids?
Do You Love Me?" No, to like everybody.
No, I'm serious.
No, it was everybody, like a big audience, and it felt stupid, but it was a job, and I came out here to do something, and I said, I'll do whatever I have to do, because we all come here for a reason.
Well,
Right.
We all come here for a
Right.
reason, and I think what separates those that end up getting anywhere is the fact that you refuse to back down. No matter what anyone says about you, no matter what doors slam in your face. So,
I can't believe anybody would say anything about you, man. They need to be ashamed of themselves.
dude,
Oh, Johnny.
Who
Anybody
would ever
would talk
say-
about
Johnny
that
Mac.
jacket is wrong.
They ought to be at the
it's
White
true.
House.
And when you can fit in it, you can talk about it even more.
I thought
Speedy can't
piping.
fit in shit.
I
It's
thought
space.
piping on jackets was the shit. I don't know who stopped doing that.
So let me ask you this. I'm sorry, Louis Dick has
Speedy.
his hand up.
He almost came and you made him pull out before he had his joke.
Have you ever
And he's not
auditioned
used
for
to that.
something for a role that you wanted, but somebody else got, and it was really successful? That,
Come
you know-
on.
I mean, not in the mean way, just
No,
like-
all the time. I think all the time.
What role were you close to getting that someone got? Like,
What was I close to? Actually, you know
Pootie
what?
Tang.
And it missed it by this much.
So close, yet so far.
Patang. Pashasha Masilla Shampatang.
Hysterical.
You
Pull
know
your
what?
belt off.
But no shit, I would have done it. Had
the
Pootie
fuck
Tang,
outta here.
I would have done Pootie Tang the musical. I don't give a
I love Pootie Tang. It's not too late.
That's, you the only one that bought
You're
the
not
DVD.
too late. Broadway is calling.
Hey, recession.
Shit's different now.
Now you're doing live shows in Vegas as well?
Yeah, I've got a showroom at the Venetian right now. It's called Making Shit Up, and it's an improvised show. As soon as I walk on stage,
warm up?
the audience throws
Speedy, they don't need a warm up.
throws suggestions and characters and the whole
So you
night
like
and the whole
freestyle.
show's built.
It's like whose line is it anyway, right?
Yes.
Go back to those roots.
But it's me and one other dude, and we bounce everything off each other. And then the second half of the show is a musical show. It's like a tribute to Sammy Davis Jr. and Sam Cooke. And then I do songs from the CD as well. I got a 10-piece band and 8 dancers, the whole night. Yeah, man, it's a big thing.
And how long is that going on?
I've been there about 2 years now, and I'll be there until December.
Is it at a hotel?
That's every day?
Yep, 5 days a week.
Is it at a hotel?
How you here?
Yes, at the Venetian.
The Venetian Hotel.
Because
So
I
if
do.
we come down, you got the hook up for the free rooms? And
Absolutely. You heard me.
I'm
Don't
a
play.
Thank
Ask Guy Black.
I'm a major gambler at the Venetian. They know
Hey,
me
I'm a
there.
lonely divorcee. Can I bring somebody?
No.
That means he's going to bring his other hand.
Shit? Yeah, he gonna be racing the room. Yeah, this
You should
nigga,
go to legit.
This nigga sodomize his
I'd
fist
love to
every
go to
night.
see a show. Your
Got
show.
a whole lot of
You should go see
knuckle
a show
babies.
and get a hooker while you're out there and break this 3-year streak.
And get a hooker?
It's
No, I don't want to get a hooker.
Nigga sodomize his fist every night.
Now, is the 3-year streak, because I don't want to get in your business, but is the 3-year streak.
I had my wife
something
had
that
it.
you're
My
doing?
wife stepped out, got with someone else. I got
Steven
I got
Jackson
sad.
III.
Some
We could
guy-
give
I
a
got
better
sad,
version of it.
And we got divorced, and I haven't been with anybody for about 2.5
And we-
years.
and-
But it's,
and
it's
no-
cool.
Can we tell
You know
you the
what?
story?
Man,
no
I would have never
tragedy.
done that if I would have known.
Oh, it's cool. I got two
Motherfucker got a picture
children.
of AC
I got a
Green all over his
14-year-old
wall.
daughter.
He's my favorite Laker, AC Green.
And as you can see,
Underrated.
we have very little consideration for people's pain or traumas if they were
Did
raped.
this
or-
white guy just come in here cracking on
Did
me?
you say
You
AC
cracked on
Green?
yourself. AC Green was a virgin forever. He got AC Green all over his
What would AC do?
He should be in the Hall of Fame, bitch.
That's funny. Oh,
He has a
okay.
bracelet.
I didn't
What,
get that.
what would AC do?
All right, that's
You got a ring with AC's picture on it.
Hold on.
He's in a real wet conference.
You got on Wayne about the racial shit, but as soon as I said one thing, it's, the white boy talking shit.
No,
We
no,
get
I
tired.
didn't understand the joke. It was funny. But Wayne, come on now. Don't crack
sir.
on me,
Hey,
Wayne.
Gary
Come on.
Owens,
No, I'm
Gary
not.
Owens is married.
understand that pain.
To
Yes,
a
I
black
do.
girl.
Vegas, come on out.
Yeah,
Don't
I
play.
understand
Invite
that
the
pain.
whole
That's what I
Foxxhole
read
group
about.
out.
As soon as I went through my divorce, that's when yours. And now you read about everybody's
Of
pain.
course you do.
Oh man,
Of course
Wayne
you
Brady.
do.
Stalking fellow divorcees.
I was like, man, I fell up because you were a nice
Dinner
guy.
party of one.
thank
I was like, man, he's a nice
You
guy.
know, the cool thing, though about our divorce, and I didn't realize this, because I didn't have a lot of divorced friends, is our divorce is really cool and amicable as opposed to most folks. I think that when you really leave somebody, you hate that fucking person. You're like, I will never, ever talk to you unless we have kids. And even if we have kids, Rara, I hate you. We are still best friends. I love her more than I love anybody.
I do that every
we
night.
just can't
What,
be married.
You were married for how long? See, I was 16 years. You was.
Oh,
yeah.
we were together about 12 years.
Okay, yeah, it was around that
married,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I used to honor you reading
Some
about
dude
you,
came
saying
by his
he's
house
married. He's doing
on
this.
Christmas.
Took his Lakers season.
Yeah, they took his Lakers season tickets and everything.
And he sent me
Now-
a Facebook friend request.
Now he drives a minivan with one door missing.
No, my minivan broke down. I have a '94 Corolla, but I'm happy.
But you're on TV.
But she got a
but you got to show.
she got a
show.
09 Bentley.
And I got to keep my wardrobe from the shows.
That's not a good thing.
The sweater vest. You like the sweater vest?
We're gonna find you. We're gonna
Chest
find you
is nice
someone
and
in
warm.
09.
He got no
Arms is
undershirts. He got
cold.
all sweater
Wait,
vests.
wait, I have to
Let me
ask.
ask.
I was going to ask you, going back a little bit to the Vegas shows, are you every night there? Or
Hold on,
when
he's
can
still
people
laughing
see
at
you?
Louis Dick situation.
No,
Let
not
him finish.
laughing at Louis.
He said, I don't want to get into your business,
Yes,
but he's
you are.
laughing like a motherfucker.
Don't lie,
It's
Wayne.
okay.
Louis, I'm not
All right,
laughing
man,
at you.
Wayne Brady.
You know I'm not laughing at
Look
you.
at the look in your face.
Well, what are you
I'm not-
laughing at?
The sweater vest. Sweater vest.
Louis, I'm not laughing at you.
It's
laughing
been,
at
hey,
his
it's
pain.
been
I'm
2.5
not
years.
laughing
I'm
at
good.
his
He got a
Laughing-
sweater vest
I
on
can't
with a
laugh
short
at it.
sleeve.
You're laughing at
Come
Steven
on.
Jackson gets to go to the Laker game, and Lou Dix has to watch it at a sports bar.
I can't laugh at my man's pain. I can't.
Did
No,
you
it's
really
not.
have
I
Laker
can't.
season tickets?
Yeah, he did.
Come on, listen. Hey, I thank you.
They was on the 50.
Mike,
He has
for
them?
what you
He had
did.
him on the 50.
Well, let me ask. We got a
Yes, sir.
We coming to the show.
the white dude, my friend Gary Owen. He's
Very
on,
funny, Gary, and I've seen
Oh,
you a
man.
lot. You're really,
He is
really
funny.
Let me tell you who Gary Owens is. Gary Owens is the only white cat to host BET
Exactly.
Comic View, and I was his writer. He gave me a job.
Oh, that's why you on him like that.
My
Can
Wow.
I not have friends?
No, you on him,
Can
Johnny
I have
Mac.
not
You on
can I-
him.
can I
Johnny
not
Mac,
have friends
you
that
on
don't take
him.
my wife?
You've been
Right.
riding him since he walked in the room before we go on air.
Wow.
All right?
And somebody
Lou-
riding
hey,
someone else we know.
Hey, Lou talk like he about to get some pussy tonight, for real.
No, but I mean, really,
Yeah.
well,
I heard he
Johnny.
almost got some this weekend.
Yeah, he gonna fuck
yeah.
up.
I mean, at the
a
Laker
Negro
game?
League catcher's mitt. That's
Yeah,
all the
what's
pussy he
his
gonna
name?
get.
Now, don't get a little frustrated, Mac, but you've been on him. You've been riding him.
When he starts doing this with his fingers,
Let me-
it's
let me-
on.
Wait, Louis, I heard that you almost got.
Oh, man, I went to the game. I got invited to the game by my boy. And it was a trip.
Your boy gave you some?
My boy, no, my buddy, my buddy who has my buddy who still has his Lakers season tickets. All right, my buddy who still has his tickets.
Look at the fingers.
Okay, he
Talking
sold.
about riding.
He gave 2 of his
Get
tickets
behind
away.
me, homie.
Sold 2 of his tickets. So him and I went to the game last night. So we had the game. So
Does he have good hair?
no, this guy that bought the tickets was a frat brother of
Can I
somebody
sit
else.
on your lap?
So this frat brother.
I only have one seat.
No, let me tell you, Buddy Lewis's frat brother, Hughes, brought his girl. And this girl lives out here. So she was at the game. We were at the game, and the girl was kind of like all on me.
You say Buddy's boy was Hughes? He's like a fat dude?
No, Buddy's boy's name is Hughes. He was at the game.
Hughes? Okay.
Yeah, Hughes.
Why
He
would
was
you
at-
Damn, you putting a nigga on blast.
Why you name a kid
But
that?
I told him I was going to talk to him about it because the girl was just. I told him. I said he was.
What she look like,
Tomorrow.
Lou?
So what
she
happened?
was cute. She was fun. She was cute to me. She was all too
she was
touchy
cute
touchy.
to me.
She was all over
So
it.
she was
brother.
on another date and she was touching all over you.
All over me.
Slut
Just all-
whore.
and I told her, I was like, you know what? I told Hugh, I said, Hugh, you know what, man? You might as well just go to the airport tomorrow. I'm going to go on home and, get with this because she all on me. If she touched me one more time,
Could be the
right?
best 13 seconds of her
Damn,
life.
What did he say?
And then he was like smiling, right? So then I'm like, all of a sudden,
He wanted
so
you to
then,
join in.
So I'm thinking like I'm gonna make things cool. So I like ordered some Bud Lights for her. So then of course they dropped the Bud Lights. They got these little holders in there where you put the holders in. So she of course.
Much like penises used to go in vaginas back in your past. I'm sorry.
But only she couldn't hold it.
So all right, so this is when Kobe slammed. We
It's
all
okay,
look up.
Wayne
Kobe
Brady.
slammed. We all look up.
It's
we come
okay.
back. I'm ready to hit my drink. She didn't hit my drink.
Show you want to be here, Wayne
Lipstick
Brady?
on my bottle. I'll pull it up. I'm like, oh, so she.
Hold on. She drunk out of your fucking...
Yeah. So she's like,
She wrapped
oh.
her dirty whore lips around your Bud Light bottle.
Right. So then she says,
You
it
were
was
jealous of
kinda-
the bottle?
It kind of turned me because she said, yeah, and I tongued it too, and I was like, ugh.
Ugh.
So I was like, whoa. So I got a little excited. I put the beer down.
What?
Yeah. So
Not
then,
the little hepatitis C at the Lakers game.
so her boy had
Simplex 4.
her boy hadn't drank his Hughes, so we switched. I gave him. I was like, since you with her, you give it. So I took his. So then we had a few.
So you drank out of dude's bottle?
But no, man,
but not
dude
the
didn't
girl.
drink his. All right, his cap was.
So did you get with her? Did you get a number?
No, well, this was the thing. I was playing like I was, so she gave me her card and said right in front of him and says, "Look, I make soul food. I make soul food dishes." I was like, "Oh, you can come up and feed the Foxxhole." And she was like, "No, I make these private."
Oh,
So she
shit.
gave me the card, and I
And
was
you
like,
still didn't hit?
"What am I supposed to take my joint out right there and hit it?"
Yes.
Yes.
Johnny Mac would have.
I would have.
He would have.
Just a test. It was just a test.
I would have fucked that bitch in a halftime intermission show.
So then the next round, she bought the next round of Bud Lights and then paid for them, and then so.
Hold on. So she can cook. She paid for your biz.
Wrapped
And
him
then
out
she
She
tonight.
left.
said she give you private cooking
And
classes.
she gave me the
And she
number.
put her tongue in.
And my man, but see, here was one thing that my man was into it a little too casual. It didn't bother him at all. So first thing, I'm from Philly. I'm thinking setup. I'm thinking, okay, homie's down low. They trying to get a happy, lonely cat at the crib, and then he come.
Who was
walking
a happy
around.
lonely? They don't go together, happy and lonely.
I know.
I don't
They're
care.
trying to put you in the spandex with the ball in your mouth and have you be the dude from,
Lay you over that little thing.
you better not tell nobody.
Pulp Fiction.
In this case, he'd have been Pump Fiction.
So that kind of my antennas went up. You know, I'm like, that's that street
Your
in
what?
Philly. My antennas
Pulp
went up.
Fiction,
Street in
nigga.
Philly. So I'm like, okay, this is not
Have
cool.
him in the spandex.
But she was
Latex.
aggressive and kind of turned me on.
you
But
didn't
Lou,
But he
at
was
this
just-
stage of the
and
game,
he had really big lips.
Now, at the
and
end
I
of the
was
story,
like,
he's
Whoa,
supposed to
whoa,
say,
whoa, whoa, wait.
at the end of the
wait,
story,
wait.
he's supposed to say, "I fuck."
Wait, did you hear what he said?
What?
The
How long?
dude,
He just said dude.
dude had his
He didn't
lips
say
were
anything
too
about her lips.
big.
He said he had really
Let
big
me
lips.
tell you why I noticed. Because he was leaning and drinking a drink, and he was
I
sucking
feel-
on the straw, and that was like, ew,
Turning
that's
you
too
on?
gay. That's no, what
Turning
turned
you
me
on?
on? I thought about you, Speedy.
He
I
was
sexy.
drinking his Bud Light with a straw.
Yes.
what kind of gay shit is that?
That's hey man.
He didn't want the bubbles to get in.
If I drink it slowly, I won't burp.
So that was, but it was cool. I
Don't
felt
wanna burp my
alive.
Bud
She
Light.
kept rubbing my back. I felt alive. I felt sexy. It was.
Did you get a Woody?
Yeah, I got my joint.
Now the difference between your story and me and Johnny Max, at the end of the story, we
I was
supposed to
gonna
say,
fuck.
out of fuck.
I hit it.
Out of here.
Well,
Are you going out on another date with her?
That was
You
an
know the group
unexpected,
date?
but
Was that a group date?
I'm thinking about you asking me, am I going to call her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually gonna call her. I think so.
Chill
This was at the
yourself.
Lakers game.
Yes, it was at the
I
Lakers
heard
game.
she was kind of thick, like Speedy.
Uh-oh.
No,
Hold up.
not from my point of view.
No.
Just
My
to let
point of
you
view-
know, Wayne Brady, Speedy likes big girls.
Her breast.
We talk about
Big.
offensive
Big.
lineman
Business
size.
with gouts.
Yeah.
She just
Hey,
looked
I
like
met
she
her-
could
I
do
met
her
her
thing.
The
This
rich
is what
man
got-
disease.
Sorry.
Yes, yeah, hold on for a
My
second.
grandpa has that.
Huge,
Shout
big
out.
shout out, man. That was true.
So, Lou Dick, you got a Woody at the Lakers game? It's something about
Hold
Kobe
up. I
jersey?
did not say. I don't use the word Woody, so I don't know.
What do you use?
An erection?
Yes.
What do you say with your son?
Ouch.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
What do your son call it?
Oh, man.
Daddy, are you happy to
That was
see me?
quick, too.
Fucked up.
Oh,
Is it my birthday?
Daddy,
They
for
put
once,
on doubt.
It must be Wednesday.
Daddy, for once, can I sleep alone? I'm 18, Daddy.
It was Mad Timur Hoffman did win the Oscar for doubt.
All right, listen.
I'm going to blow the
You didn't
candle
see the
out.
movie.
Nah, I'm sorry. Hey, we gonna take a quick break.
Great story, Lou Dick.
You know what? You know the funny thing about this is
What's
Wayne
that?
Brady is trying his best not to laugh because he's like, these are jokes he would never tell. But this motherfucker is dying laughing.
Yes, he is.
No,
He is
because it's his
leaking.
pain. It's his, because I'm still.
So what's
caught
funny
up in-
about his pain, Wayne Brady?
What's not funny about it, though?
Oh shit!
But Wayne Brady.
It's a beautiful thing.
We can, you know, it's like this. It's like you have a fucked up family member. Like I got a family member that's at least 900 pounds, and she lost like 100 pounds.
Is she cute?
And I was like, congratulations, what you gonna die? She's like, nah, that's that diabetes. Like there's people,
The bitch on the dialysis diet.
and she was really proud of that. Yes, I can make.
That's
we can make
that
fun of.
diabetes.
And she was very proud of
I just
it.
lost 50
black
pounds
family.
and a
But I'm
leg.
just saying,
And a kidney.
it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. You know, when you have family or friends, you can make fun of them.
Right.
But if someone else comes in, we'll get very defensive for him.
I won't.
No, we won't.
No, I won't.
Well, Claudia, if we all family, then why don't we do like cousins and take a bath together?
Or like you and your son. No, thank you.
Give it up for incest.
Hey, this soap don't come loose, Daddy.
Daddy, my butt hurts.
Cocoa butter bars.
Mommy, I don't want to go back to Daddy's house. I like Stephen Jackson
I
better.
get wet without the water, mommy.
The soap keep easing out this tube.
Yo, we gonna take a quick break and come back and keep talking about Louis Dick's pain. We got my man 10 grand Wayne Brady. We'll be right back.
It's the Foxxhole Awards Show coming January 1st. And you have until December 31st to vote for your favorite Jamie Foxx show moment. Leave us a message by calling 877-2-106-106 or go to Sirius.com/Foxxhole where you can see the full list of categories and nominees. And here is a nominee for Best Guest.
So I knew this cat before Any Given Sunday. We can't tell none of Any Given stories.
Hey, great
because
stories.
you're married right now.
hey.
But
I heard there's a lot
I know
of
you-
fucking going on in that.
he knew how to set an orgy off like no other.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I
baby.
thought you were
Claudia.
so clean.
Get it
Claudia.
cracking.
Really?
This nigga had it cracking. He was single at the time.
Yes,
Of course he was.
And it was my first big, you know, I was working. I didn't know what I was doing, but he said, Johnny Mac,
Still don't.
follow my lead. So I had I had Jamie Foxx leading me. And when Fox had to go to sleep sometimes, I had Bill Bellamy had the baddest. You know, Fox get those mediocre to subpar bitches. You know,
No, Fox will fuck anything.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you
he'll
know,
fuck anything.
you know, we all can have these bitches. These are bitches, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
But Bill Bellamy bitches, I had to lie. It's like, no, bitch, I am in the movie, bitch. Like, what are you talking about?
Watch me get my helmet, bitch.
Watch
It's
this,
over
bitch.
here.
I was wearing niggas' helmets and
wide
shoulder pads.
receiver.
Bitch, I am on the Sharks, bitch. I get it.
Nigga answered to Willie Beeman.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I wrote the song, bitch. Don't you recognize my voice? You saw him in Any Given Sunday.
Yep. No question.
You seen him in the Fast Lane.
How to be a player.
How to Be a Player.
Brothers.
Yeah, you got a lot of bad movies. We'll talk about that later.
Love Jones is actually a good movie.
Nigga, please.
Which one?
Love Jones. At least the
No,
song.
Love Jones
No,
is
that's
good.
a good
Love
movie.
Jones is
No,
good.
no.
Soundtrack.
You know,
Rock- Love
and right
Stinks was
now
a bad
you can
movie.
catch him on Who Got Jokes
and
the Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
Give it up for my good friend
Orgy Setter.
who the first comedian was
Mr.
Great
Set
Suits.
It Off.
Mr. Setter.
Mr. Set It Off, my man Bill Bellamy. What up?
Thank you,
I
man.
didn't know you were such a whore.
I don't know, man. You know,
cut.
according to Johnny Mac, I'm doing big numbers.
I look at you
Bill
differently now,
Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy.
Nah, don't. Please look at me
so
the same.
I know you got the
Gangster.
family life, but don't make me.
Don't.
Don't make him pull out the videos.
Johnny,
If
you know what's so
Jesus ain't
gangster
grading on
though?
the curve that day, we all ain't gonna make it.
Listen, the bomb thing about what Johnny's saying is because, like, at that time, like, Johnny, I don't know if he had just moved to L.A. or just, he
He just got out of jail.
And he was real built like he was in jail.
heel.
Just from the shoulders up, though.
Little waist.
Yeah.
Little waist, no legs, just shoulders.
From the breast
right? Same
body.
Same swagger though. I never forget, man. We was down in Miami, and we had basically the key to the city. Me, Fox, and we was all we got there right before we started the movie. We was basically going to training camp and just partying.
Right.
And when I say,
scout bitches.
When I say the talent was stupendous.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was. Bill Bellamy, I must commend you on your selection.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Those girls, I would never get in real life.
No.
I would never get none of those girls in real life.
You still ain't got them.
But I had them.
He take a mean alley-oop though.
Does he?
Yeah, I love
I
J-Man.
always want to know, like, how does an orgy get started? Like, what's the first phase? Like, who
Don't
rounds them
act
up?
like
You know,
come
You
on.
are the first phase.
Baby oil to the table.
Yeah, I've seen those dimples before.
How does it get started
In your
exactly?
It basically gets started off with a
ain't
lot
gonna
of
tell
drugs. No, you don't need drugs.
You don't need
just
drugs.
need a sexy vibe. You need a sexy vibe and a couple horny people. You only need a few.
Yeah.
2 or 3 people already horny. Everybody else get horny.
Right.
So
That's
will.
all it is.
Is
See,
it-
like. That, you know what I mean?
Y'all all take it close.
Like if
you-
I yawn, you're gonna yawn, right?
Right.
So if you see somebody like out the corner
So,
of your
Claude, if
eye,
you yawn and there's a dick in your mouth, guess what?
It's an orgy.
There becomes a lot
there
of
it is, and you don't take it out.
there becomes
And then
I just
next
don't
thing
see-
you know,
Yeah.
all the girls are going, I need something in my mouth.
there becomes a lot of moaning yawning.
And now you know you got lick on your back.
There it is.
And then the
And
competition
you got it
starts.
started. See how you got it started?
You didn't know you started.
You
I
didn't
just
know.
don't see how.
But it's fun.
Hey, Claudia, you should.
Sure,
Nah,
trust
why would
me.
I do that though? For real?
You've done. I'm just
You've
saying,
been to
Claudia.
some training camps before, nigga. Right?
I've never been with more than
Don't
one
act
person
like
at a
you ain't
time.
never pulled your stopwatch out.
Yeah, but I've never been with more than one person. I mean, seriously, I've never been.
Or
with
was it
You
a
never,
stop?
had you never had a menage?
No.
No? Okay, well then, sky's the
Not
limit.
even 2 people in the same week.
Oh, that's fine. That's
Get the
fine.
fuck out of here.
On radio.
No, I'm
It's like you can't count Sunday and Monday because that's a new week.
Yeah.
But you know
I'm
what?
actually serious.
You look like you could do it, but you also look like there's a part of you that would be like the anti-orgy girl.
I am.
Like, why is your friend in the room?
I'm on my period. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then all the girls will get on their period at the same time.
Oh yeah, but that
But
happens.
that don't work. That don't
Are
work.
you a
in the
hater?
orgy.
Are you an orgy hater? Like if all
No,
your
I'm
girls-
not a hater. I think it's funny that you guys can get girls to do it, but I don't know
At all
like, the
times.
mindset of
Of
like,
an orgy person?
Yeah, the first girl.
Everybody's
Some
wanted
of
to
your
try
friends
it.
have done it.
I'm sure they have.
Like a lot of the
I'm sure.
girls that are in your cell phone right now.
Yes.
They're not going to say anything to you that they've been a part of
One
it.
of my friends told me she was in an orgy. A girl I used to hang with like 15 years ago.
But what is an orgy considered? More than 2 or more than 3? Well, I see you could because
Probably more than 3 to me, I would say.
Yeah, it's about a good 5, 6 broads and 2 dudes. And 2 dudes.
But like the
And we can
dudes,
go at
Yo,
it.
he taking it back to the 80s.
but the dudes like y'all are all like. Let me just say,
thinking like Jim Brown.
you guys are all like
Kareem in them.
You guys
Fred
are,
Williamson.
You say
You know,
Kareem.
you remember the hammer? Cats ain't really. I don't know if cats doing it like that. That was like 74.
No,
Right.
nigga, don't
Putting
make it.
cocaine on your balls and have a girl snort.
I never get naked in front of my girls, so I'm thinking you guys are all these
We, don't
dudes.
go, we ain't looking at each other.
But still, you're all in the same room. You're all
I agree
fine.
with
I'm not
you.
looking at Johnny
I
Mac.
think it's
could not
kinda
do
gay.
that. I could not do that.
No, you can't.
Don't
make it.
turn that gay. No,
You
that's
can't make that
that's
game.
fabulous.
I'll tell you what.
Well, you should come and participate
If it's
and
8
see how gay it
dudes,
gets.
If it's 8 dudes
And
and
one
2
girl.
girls, or
Right.
one girl, that's like
That's a little bit.
But
come
when
on.
if it's 6,
That's
if it's
a train.
8 girls and it's 4 guys, it's
Yeah,
never.
and what about the whole train thing? Like you putting your penis in with 8 other dudes.
Well, you
just
put
having
too
it.
much
I got
thought
a
into
Jimmy
it.
on
Yeah,
it.
too
God
much
damn,
thought.
Claudia.
You grossing me out right now.
Right.
Now you don't want to do it.
Nobody's analyzing. Yo,
Yeah, you
I
need to go
had
to
my-
train training.
Yo, you know my dick is dirty. No one's saying that in
What's
the
a little
orgy.
ball
Maybe
cheese?
like later in the car when you sit there, you
think
can't
about it.
find your keys. You go, my dick is dirty.
Nigga, you just sniffed.
The sniffle,
He's like smelling like Speedy.
the sniff was loud as
Speedy,
shit.
that's you, Jermaine.
It's like my penis smells different.
Smells like your boy.
No,
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 you
no,
smell like my
no.
boy.
no. You know what's messed up because it's like your breath will smell like my boy. It'll be like, wow, you gotta get some.
Well, you
No,
should
we-
be. You should be.
ain't no kissing in the orgy.
I'm about to say, ain't no
No
tongue kissing.
kissing.
No
Ain't
kissing in the orgy.
You should be mouth kissing nobody.
Well,
Right, no kiss.
But Claudia, if you do ever want to be, you know,
A part of.
I gotta
part of
Don't put
one-
me in that shit, Johnny Mac.
That,
Come on
nigga,
now.
that don't bring you down.
I wouldn't say
That don't bring
you
you down. You ain't
Claudia,
better
Yes,
than
it
us.
does. Come on,
Claudia,
Johnny.
Claudia.
You wouldn't say that to your sister, so don't say it to me.
You're
We're
not my
not
sister.
saying we're
I
not.
said you wouldn't say it to
But
your
you're not my sister.
But we're like
There's a lot
that.
of things I say to you, I'm gonna say to my sister.
But we're like that.
Like,
though.
can I borrow $5?
$1,000.
Like, he don't have no
Claudia, I agree with Claudia too.
Get the fuck
No,
out of here.
I don't think. I think orgies are just kind of nasty.
How do you know?
You've never been.
No,
you don't
I've
have
never-
to taste it to know.
Do
it's
you
not-
see the sweater he got on?
That's what I'm saying.
If you could, can we get that on film?
Yeah,
this
we'll-
sweater. Listen,
I
man.
We
have it
gotta
on
bring the
photo.
colors down.
Listen. Listen.
said an orgy?
Lewis is the dude that throw off the orgy.
No. Lewis is the dude that picks up the girl after everybody's washing up. Like, Karen, let's
Can I
go.
talk to you for a second?
Yeah, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, he-
you don't know. You know you have a degree. You don't need to be doing this, okay?
You are guarding.
And this is
You
dick number 3.
Don't have to break down.
But Lewis is the dude you see at lunch with the whore the next day. Like, what are you doing? She enjoys tuna sandwiches just like me.
Lewis, you had an orgy
Where
before. When you
pussies
switch
go?
hands, that's an orgy.
All right, see, y'all talking about my sweater now. I have a sweater on. Bill Bellamy has a sweater on. What is the difference?
The way you're wearing it.
About 15 years.
Above $75.
It's like, it's something real crazy about it. I mean, it's Carlton mixed with Boys to Men.
Here's
mixed
the difference.
With Best Buy.
That's Barney's.
Nigga, you say Best Buy.
And that's
I think
Barney
Best Buy.
Fife.
That's Barney and that's Barn Fire. Let me ask you a question. Now, I heard before you came in here, they said you had a problem on your show with some joke thieves.
Oh.
Now, here at the Foxxhole, we need to name the name and the joke that he stole.
Well, I don't know if I can remember like that, but I'll tell you what I have seen though, and it's like, it's really hard as comics for us to get any kind of like penalty for stealing jokes. You've seen it before. Anybody that does comedy have seen somebody do a joke. Either they steal it outright.
Shout out to G-Thing.
Let's let the world know who's got jokes. That's
Nigga,
Shout out to Arnez J.
Let's let the world know about.
Big up to us.
Shout out
Tell
to
everybody what the show
Carlos
is, Bill,
Mencina.
first, real quick.
Big up to Carlos Mencina.
Describe what the show is for those people.
First of all, Who's Got Jokes is a show that I produce. I hosted as well on TV One. And it's basically like Last Comic Standing. It's a comedy competition
For black folks.
So
for
you
black
stealing
people.
shows.
And I stole that show.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's, basically you come out, you do 2 sets of comedy, the people judge you, and then at the end you win a comedy special. And this year, you get to perform on Sunset Strip with George Wallace.
Now, so you do 2 sets before you get to the final?
Yeah, you do 2 sets every show, but you got to
How many
last.
shows?
Yeah, it depends on how you do.
And so I think that's where the problem is, especially because you guys
You got to
mostly
have at least 100. You got to have at least 45 minutes of good material that's clean. Because if you keep winning, you got to have another 4 minutes or another 5 minutes. So you can't really be a real new comic with no material.
What joke and who stole the joke?
Well, John, before you get there, I think that's where the problem is when you have shows like that, is that you have all these somewhat new, some are not new, but the majority of them are new.
Yeah, it is.
So they have spent their wad pretty much just to
Up
get out of
top.
that first, yeah.
Yeah.
So now they're flipping through the Rolodex and they can only come up with, okay, I gotta be funny, I'm on TV, I gotta make this person laugh, I heard this joke before, this
works.
audience has never heard this joke. You, me, and people who's been in the game for a minute have heard these jokes, but at that time, that young comic is like, I gotta come up.
We'll call a lifeline.
Yeah, nigga.
They can't do it.
Let me ask you this, Bill Bellamy, because I asked this twice before, and
What?
it seemed like you are dodging this
I'm
question.
not dodging it.
What was the joke, and who stole it?
On my show, I tell you who stole. It was.
You know the name.
I can't remember his name right
No.
now. His
What
name
does it
is
rhyme
like
with?
Dean-
was it Ron? Was it Ron G?
Nah, it wasn't
He's
Ron
original.
G.
Now,
Wasn't
Ron G,
No,
he
Ron
did steal-
G.
steal-
He stole a
what-
Jamie Foxx joke,
No,
and
not
I
that
know.
joke.
No, he stole a Jamie Foxx joke.
Which one?
And he did it on Guy Black show, and Guy Black called me. I know the joke because I wrote the motherfucker, so I know he stole it. Shouts out to Sticky Fingers, Ron G. Now keep going.
Okay, the guy's name I can't recall, but
Yes,
it
you
wasn't.
can.
No, if I think about it, you. He wears like
he wears shoes.
No.
And
I
jeans.
mean,
Sweaters.
he's from Dallas.
Dallas.
He's from Dallas. He's
Arnez is not from Dallas?
Ricky Smiley?
No. I'm gonna tell you what jokes he did verbatim. He did a joke that I did on my booty call special.
He
And
stole
it-
one of your jokes.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I was looking at him like
Man.
I'm looking dead at him.
But he thinking you looking at
But
him
I
like,
was
that's
kind of
funny.
happy because it still killed. I was like, yo, it still worked.
He did it better than you.
But I mean, he did it verbatim. Pause. Boom. Bam. I was like,
What joke was it?
it was the joke that I did about my sister when me and my sister used to play in the we used
The
to
one
play
you want to
Trouble.
invite to an orgy?
Remember?
Keep going.
We used to play, like I did this joke back in the day, how me and my sister was little and my parents wouldn't let us play late at night. So we would steal the games out the closet and play Trouble under the cover. Right?
Hilarious.
But you had to be quiet
But
because when
that
you hit
game wasn't
Trouble, it go,
quiet. Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? And
Pop
then
it.
Wait a second. That's my joke.
877-2-106-106 is the number to call in to talk to Bill Bellamy.
Now, how bad is it for a comedian to bite your joke?
bad.
Is that like
It
equivalent
hurt a
of
bit.
a rapper biting another rapper's rhyme?
Yeah, to me, it's like, when you come up with a good piece, it's original. You figure like, okay, I don't know how God blessed me to come up with that. I've seen cats do derivatives of booty call.
Yeah.
Booty call is documented. There's no way
Right. You
you
shouldn't
can
be
say,
in that area.
You can't even say.
Yeah.
You can't say you
shouldn't be
created
in that
booty
area.
call. It's impossible. Because
That's
it's
the one
just,
you had the blue suit on, the orange jacket.
I had on the
orange jacket.
I had on the orange jacket.
Right.
I did it on Def Jam 92. It's on YouTube. There's no way that you could say, "Oh, yo, I created." It's impossible.
Right.
But I think
unless you did it in 1968.
I think somebody doing Bill's joke is a little different because if you're an up and coming comic and then you're doing a showcase and the guy in front of you do your joke and blow it out the water, now you stuck like Chuck because you're using that joke to get to where Bill is. Being that Bill has already made it, you probably didn't take it as, I need to go and push this nigga off stage. But somebody who was maybe, let's say it was the dude behind him that was going up next, and he do the joke. He's way more upset than you probably would
Right.
be.
Like I said something to him, but
I wish somebody stole that
wasn't
story from you because they didn't get it better.
But the thing is this, like, when I first started, we always wanted to have like originality, and everybody really seemed like they had this kind of respect thing, and it's still to this day because I see cats be like, "Yo, what you doing?" You know what I mean?
Why don't you say the names? Because you got two.
I'm gonna get it to you.
You got Who Got Jokes and the last comic
It's just
stand.
hard for me to come up with his name. I see his face. It's gonna come to me. I'm working on it.
Is he black?
Is the
Yeah,
white,
he's definitely black.
is the white guys on last comic standing still in jokes too that you recognize?
I've seen premises that were kind of like adjusted.
Now, can you penalize that comic for doing somebody else's material?
You could beat their ass after the show.
No, on your show.
No, they can't.
No, it's not a penalty.
He doesn't judge it.
Nah.
Somebody else judges the show.
I don't judge a show like that. But what I'm saying is like I've seen, like I'm gonna give you a perfect example that happened to me. Say you work with me all weekend, right?
Impossible.
You watch me
Never.
I've seen my mannerisms and stuff bleed into my opener. I've seen that. Like all of a sudden he started talking about something. I'm like, dog, you just
Right.
saw, but I don't know what that is called, but I've seen that a lot. Like you just work with me or I work with somebody.
That's called leaving your joke in the city.
Right.
Or it's gonna
Somebody
stay.
becomes you.
Right.
Now,
Well,
I
there's
don't
a
know if
dude
it's
that
that
hosts
way
that
once
does
I
that.
stop working with you or whatever, if that happens to other comedians, but I've worked with comics and I see me bleed on them. Like
Who are the comics, nigga?
Who are you
keep saying
bleeding
I'm
on?
working. Who got the stain on their shirt, nigga? What comics are you talking about?
okay, I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm
Thank
talking
you.
about. Okay, because you want it. Real
I want the name.
We did Who's Got Jokes,
Impossible.
right? There's a guy in Chicago named Lil Rel. Lil Rel did a joke about hood chicks that is beyond funny, like to the point of hysterics, right?
He's very funny.
He's very funny. He did this thing called What That Do, Boo Boo. What That Do. I've never heard nobody say What That Do, Boo Boo.
Right.
I never seen the energy or the mannerism.
Right.
Cut to, we do Who's Got Jokes, and Ron G and Lil Rel was on the same show. So cut to a season later, Ron G is doing a joke. He's not doing What That Boo Boo at all, but the mannerisms and the kind of like thing is similar to the character that. So my man Lil Rel, who's another great comic that I like, he was twisted, but technically he had a beef. But realistically, it's not the same, but it's similar.
He said, "What
now-
that do?"
Now, you know Tony Llewellyn.
So like, how do you?
You know Tony.
Right.
You know Tony Llewellyn. Well, Ron G does a thing at the end of the show where he puts the music on.
Right.
But it's a different song, but it's the same thing.
No, it's the
Tony-
same song
it's the
with
same
a
song.
different thing with the
different
joke.
beat on it. So
Well,
is that still it?
Yeah, see now.
Yes, it is.
See, with my career, I've
What do
made
we
sure
do?
that I've done the style of comedy
No
that
one
no
stole
one wanted
it.
to
No
do.
one's stolen anything from
Yeah,
nothing.
so-
That is wonderful, Louis.
Hey, we
That's when you know you're really, really winning.
That's when you know your sweater is on fire.
If a nigga don't steal your joke, you ain't doing the right shit. Ain't nobody ever stole from me. Yeah, well,
There's the reason.
We're going to take a quick break.
Don't
and come-
nobody dress like me.
We're going to take a quick break and come right back with Bill Bellamy. And call in to 877-2-106-106.
The first ever Foxxhole Award Show is coming January 1st. For a complete list of award nominees and categories, go to Sirius.com/Foxxhole, where you can place your vote. Also, if you're driving now, well then hit us up, 877-210-610, and leave us a message with your vote. And here's one of our nominees for Best Guest.
It's been some things going around, Speedy. I heard you talk about it earlier, about the email that the mayor sent out out to the people.
Hilarious.
You know, let's pull this, brief us on that so we can flambast this fucking
Well, the mayor of
mayor.
Orange County.
a small town in California
Orange County.
caught some heat over an email he sent out with the White House lawn planted with watermelons, all on the lawn. And under the title, it said, "No Easter hunt this year." And so the mayor sent this out to some people, including a black woman that supposed to be a friend of his and worked with him at some point.
She was deputy mayor.
Right. So she came out and complained and wanted a public apology for it. But now he's saying that since he's caught so much flack, he's going to step down.
But he honestly said
From
he
mayor?
did not know that was offensive to black people. That's
That's
what he
white
said.
folks say that all the time. You know you can't call niggas monkeys and watermelon and
I didn't know
and
that.
niggers and
Public.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It's public. You can say it amongst other white people. They just don't know that you can't
Say it
call
at the
black
bingo
people.
game.
I'm sorry. Did saying noose offend you? I didn't know that
Yes.
noose would offend
Yes,
you. Just
yes.
a rope with the little.
saying
rope.
I want you to be my slave, that offends you?
Right?
You think he should have resigned?
No, I don't think she would resign.
I don't
She's
think he
sorry.
should.
Well, we should do this. Let's ask the callers. Call in 877-210-610. Let us know if you felt this was offensive. Everybody at the table, you didn't feel that way.
I just think some things are offensive, but I think sometimes we just get a little too sensitive and think every fucking thing is offensive.
But you don't think watermelons on the grass at the White House? He didn't send one last
You
year.
mean watermelons or watermelons?
What did I
You
say?
say helicopters or helicopters?
Library.
Library.
That nigga said watermelon.
We got two tests.
He came from the Jesse Jackson School of
Higher learning.
Phonics.
Public Speaking.
Yeah,
I just think
he was
it shows-
homeschooled by Flavor Flav.
I just think it shows how ignorant people are. Is all.
For who, though?
Good point. Great
for
point.
For the person that sent it
So
or the
let
person
me ask you this, Claudia. Do you think this was offensive and he should have resigned or lost his job over this?
I think it was in poor judgment, being that you're the mayor, but we sent way worse stuff out. But I feel like it wasn't enough to cause you to resign. Maybe that should be a slap on the wrist, like, don't do it again, nigga.
But he's basically calling him a nigga.
But
Well,
pretty
it's
much,
not
pretty
calling
much.
him a nigga, but
And
I don't eat watermelon. I don't eat watermelon in front of white people.
What about
in
the other
public.
half?
I never have. I will not eat watermelon in
Me
public.
neither.
I just don't. I have a thing about
So what do you
watermelon.
eat it and hide it from your other side?
Dude, I actually have a thing about watermelon. So
What about chicken?
Because it's the stigma that's attached to it. But I don't think you should have resigned.
Chicken's good.
No,
But, you know,
go-
we got Gary Owens here, not to pick on you because of your race, but it's a perfect time too. So, I mean, how do you feel about this subject?
Would you let your daughter eat watermelon?
What you think he should have been? You think we've been too sensitive? He should have resigned and been,
It's
offended.
watermelon.
Nah, I think she got a raise. Make him the governor. Shit. You're gonna be racist. Let's just be real with it. Stop fucking around. Oh, you're fired. No, because everybody in office,
I'm
that
not leaving
motherfucker
nowhere,
needs a
motherfucker.
raise.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
And that's funny as fuck.
Keep it real.
That's funny. What about you?
Watch
What
your
about
back.
you, Chris?
I don't know.
You gotta know. It's
We're
talk
so
radio.
sensitive.
Is it seedless watermelon?
More.
I mean, you got to specify the watermelon. Because when I think
Seeds is racism.
when I think black people watermelon, I think the old watermelon with the black ass seeds. Yeah, but now it's seedless. That shit's
You
red.
say black ass?
Yeah, black ass seeds.
Oh, okay, my
Yeah, seedless is
It
kind
sounds
of
like nigga when you say it. I don't know what it is.
Believe you would know.
seedless is
Black
kind of
ass, nigga, black
seedless is
ass.
kind of bougie, kind of.
Yeah,
you know,
seedless like ooh. I don't think of black people want to
Delicate
think of
Yeah,
watermelon.
you can go to Whole Foods
At
to
all.
see
Yeah.
that.
$18 watermelon.
So you don't want to
Black,
see
I'm
the
thinking-
watermelon dripping. You going
Nigga, Speedy,
Guy,
water.
Assault,
Write watermelon down on a piece of paper
did I
so Speedy
say?
can
You
read.
said watermelon.
Watermelon. I think you said wallabies.
Like water,
Nigga, what's the watermelon?
melon, water, melon.
Nigga, watermelon. I feel bad for
Yeah.
your kids.
Hey, you guys
That's
gotta
that
go
extra layer on the stomach.
Niagara
Google-
Walla Falls.
Google Petey Green how to eat a watermelon. And-
Really?
Petey Green from the
From the movie?
Yeah,
the movie? What-
yeah,
what
he's
is-
on YouTube and he has a thing on there called How to Eat a Watermelon, and he was talking about the whole thing about what Claudia just said, how
do
black people are embarrassed to eat watermelon
We eat it in
in front of
shame.
white folks.
It affects millions.
Well-
Eating watermelon and shame.
Well, we got a phone call. We got my man Henry out of Oaktown 357 from Oakland, California. What's up, Henry?
Oakland.
What's going on, folks?
What's up, Pimpin'?
Ain't nothing much, man. It's no doubt the guy needs to be
shit?
Hart? Hold on, nigga.
Hold on, did the watermelon go through you? Was that a seed?
You got your phone on your belly button, nigga?
Switch to soy milk, motherfucker.
Or cook your meat.
As my son would say, did you just make a froggy?
I said, nigga, you need to cook your meat, nigga.
No eggs, motherfucker.
No more peanuts.
Oh my God.
So, Henry,
that
this,
motherfucker drinking a cheese daiquiri. Fucked up and bloated.
Go.
so what happened, Henry? How you feel?
Hey, man. First of all, Speedy, thank you very much for the comment. I really appreciate that, man. That's my phone line that happened to make that sound. But in any case, man, he has to be some accountability. There has to be some accountability.
Say it again.
It has to be some accountability, and he needs to be accountable for his remarks.
So
we just can't let that go. We can't let that go. I mean, how many times we're going to let it go? There has to be some accountability. And he needs to resign. I mean, he did the right thing.
Well, when are we going to start calling ourselves names then?
No, but I think
we're black. We can call each other names.
But I think too,
listen. It's just like you can call your mama bitch, but I can't call your mama bitch.
Yes.
Jews call each other names.
No, I never call my mama a bitch.
Yeah, I never did.
But we have.
Well, according to this report, the guy that he usually joked with this woman before. So,
right.
So she's gotten watermelon pictures before.
But you got to draw the line.
I don't know if it was watermelon pictures.
So is it her fault for allowing it?
Hold on.
She didn't allow it. She's the one that brought it to light.
We still got the caller. Go ahead, Henry.
I said you got to draw the line somewhere. I mean, in humor. I mean, humor is humor, no doubt. But you got to draw the line somewhere. I mean, he didn't send out an email when Bush was in office and had a depiction.
We don't know that.
We don't.
And I'm quite sure not.
Why are y'all defending him?
Let me finish. That comes along with part of being a president. They make jokes about the president.
But they don't make those kind of jokes.
Here's the problem.
We never had a black president, so that's why.
Okay, then don't start today.
Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem with us.
He's the mayor, though.
Is that
Thank you for the phone call, Henry.
Thanks, Henry. When we're trying to attack somebody, we try to go for the jugular. Right. If somebody's fat, we're gonna talk about all the fat shit.
Right.
Black people, our jugular is the race shit. So if a white person is gonna go as hard as they can, they're gonna go after the race shit, and that's what happens. And it's kind of unfortunate because they end up getting fired and shit from it.
They should.
No,
he had time to
me,
think
it's
about
a fucking
that.
joke.
So
come on, man.
The bottom line is, I'm agree with Chris Prince. I mean, are we as blacks being oversensitive?
No,
we are oversensitive.
8772
I think
106
so.
106. No, we're not.
And sometimes I think we are.
So when do we stop being so sensitive? We let this one slide.
You know
Hold on,
what?
you let this one slide, and then somebody else does another one.
They keep doing them.
Then you fire him. Why
Well,
not
they
fire
did it.
him?
Well,
Listen, hold on,
By
let me finish.
us getting upset by it, we
Let me
giving it
finish.
more power.
You want to let me finish?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't let nobody else finish.
No, I'm saying.
You talking about food or a joke?
He's only in the salad buffet right now.
I'm saying if we let him slide, why do you not let the next person slide?
We haven't been letting people.
Hold on, just let me.
Stop pausing.
What happens? Oh, my bad. If you let each person slide, you never know when they're going to stop. So why not stop it now, and then you won't have no more.
Now,
can I go?
It's a joke.
It still won't stop. What's his name from Kramer? That motherfucker didn't stop.
Dog the bounty hunter.
Dog, and then what's the kid?
Gary Owen.
The radio guy. Imus. This shit is never going to stop. So I think we as black people have to go.
So if it's never going to stop, you're just supposed to laugh and keep going?
Yes,
whatever. I think we got to move on.
Why,
it's too much power.
See,
a fucking watermelon.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nigga, go home. Let's start punishing him. Let's
It was a seed. It wasn't a watermelon yet.
Let's put him in blackface and make him eat all the watermelons. The mayor.
Wait, Speedy, tell me this. Are you guys saying that no one could make jokes about black people? Wouldn't you consider any joke about a black person offensive? Any joke.
Question.
My career's fucked.
So it's like nobody can make jokes about us, but they can make jokes about Latinos.
They don't do about Jews. They don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not.
I just made one about the yarmulke. What are you talking about?
Hey, did you see Lisa Lampanelli's special?
Oh, my
She
God.
gave it to everybody.
And it wasn't even that funny either.
No, I found some of her stuff to be offensive.
It was too much.
But, you know.
I don't find. I'm agree with Chris Spencer. We got to go to a phone call, but I'm gonna say this first. I'm agree with Chris Spencer. These are just jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand new. It's a brand new president. It's a brand new. We never had a black president, so we don't know what jokes are not going to work.
Okay, well that one's offensive.
Because we gave Bush and his kids and McCain. Look how
they shouldn't have been drinking.
Barry killed McCain and shit.
But
he got little orange.
Here's the difference, real quick. Here's the difference, okay? the average American, the average citizen, you have free reign to say whatever you want. But when you're an elected official, you have to be a little bit more careful. Just like everything is scrutinized. Barack says he calls a reporter baby, and it's like he has to go apologize.
That's true.
So when you're a public official, it's a little bit different set of rules, unfortunately.
So should he be fired?
Yes. I don't think he should be fired, but he should be reprimanded. Most certainly.
Catholic priest.
He should come do the show. Parish. That's what. If he come do the show, we get his job back. Come do the show.
Hey, we got Adrian. We got another phone call. We got Adrian from Chicago.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Adrian?
Hey, what's going on, Foxxhole?
Hey, wait a minute.
Dude, nigga?
That's a dude.
So dude's name Adrian? It's called public school. Idiot.
It's called a stylist.
Go ahead, Adrian. You can't go to jail with that name.
Sure can't.
Adrian Bentley.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead, Adrian.
Hey, first off, I want to say that I want to give you guys mad props. I listen to you guys all the time. It's my first time calling. God bless Jamie Foxx for putting such a great team together. OG Podius,
Thank you,
It was an accident, but thank
everybody. You guys crack me up. The one thing that I want to put out is that, okay, how old was this mayor when how old is this guy?
He's
in his 50s. He looked like he's in
hunky
his 50s.
age.
No, he about 50 something.
It
He
doesn't
about 50
say.
The
something.
honkies don't like when you call them honkies.
They showed his picture
say
on the
nigga.
news. He was like
I know.
50, heavy set white guy.
Yeah, he's 50 something. You know.
Boss hog age.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, he just Mr. Clan age.
Okay, to give you an example, just like Gary Owen, just like Bill Burr, of young white guys that can make jokes but are accepted by the black community, Chappelle Show, all that kind of stuff. This mayor, he comes from a generation that was raised to hold negative images against black
Did he say
people.
nigga?
No,
Oh, shit. You almost came through this phone.
You would need a pipeline instead of a phone line.
Alaska.
He just came up. He was probably raised making those jokes. I mean, if he slipped with this watermelon pig shit, who knows what he says behind closed doors to his own, sorry to say, white friends.
Yeah.
Because we do say it a lot.
So
I might be letting the cat out the bag, man, but I mean, and we use the N-word so much that when black people aren't around.
You can say it, Gary.
No. Fuck you. I ain't getting everybody march around here. I don't want the picketing to come back.
Thanks for the phone call.
We don't even say it like towards black people, like, and we'll watch the game like brothers, and like, God, this is killing us. I'm like, what the fuck you say? You know, like, you know, so we use it.
You guys say stuff like nigga, bitch, and like
all that. Just like that together. Oh, you crazy.
Nigga, bitch. I'll tell you what you do, Gary. Point to us when you want us to say nigga.
Yeah, we'll say it.
Now, what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. Like, I do this on stage a lot, and I did it with Johnny, did it with Chris once. I bring a black guy on the stage, and he says it for me.
Right.
You know? Like, that's what I say. I'd be like, Johnny, what's up?
Nigga.
Bitch. And your dread's as long as hell.
Nigga.
Fuck me. Claudia, now this
nigga
looks good. Claudia, this is I would hit. I fucked the shit out of your ass.
Now, I don't think that's funny.
Fuck you.
Lewis is upset.
Lewis,
is
you
mad.
ain't even a real
nigga.
fake.
Nigga.
Funny.
Terrible.
Nigga.
Turn in your
Nigga.
card.
That ain't funny.
Hey,
funny.
I'm more of a
Nigga.
than you are.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. Do it
Don't
again.
scare him, Lewis. Goddamn.
Do it again, Chris.
Lewis scare people, boy.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
No, that wasn't funny, man. I don't think that's funny at all, man.
Say it
I don't
again,
think it's
Chris.
funny. Really, because I mean, come on, there's a white guy on stage sitting there calling us out. You're not gonna sit there and think that's funny for how long?
Hold on.
He just
hold on.
fucking did
But
this Savoy last night. 250 people. We did the same joke. Fucking got him a
Hold
standing
on, Lewis,
ovation.
but it's different because I'm married to a black girl. I got mixed kids, so it's not like I'm an outsider looking in. I see it from the inside.
You've been on
out.
the inside.
A lot. And it's warm.
You've been in
and
the
it's
kitchen.
nice.
You've been in the kitchen.
All right, okay, all right, you get
So
a
it's
pass.
different.
All right, you get a pass.
It's not like what you guys are saying. Lisa Lampanelli saying all this shit. You know, I'm in it. So
I didn't know you'd been down the
She's
dark
in it
tunnel.
too,
My
doesn't
fault.
she?
Huh?
Doesn't
No,
she?
it's
fucks
different
black
than
guys?
saying
black
you
dudes.
dated. I'm married. I got kids, motherfucker.
How long you
they
been
over the
married?
house for Thanksgiving?
Tell about the kid's hair.
Yeah, and the kids, my son's got great hair. It's long and curly, but my daughter, that's some nappy shit.
Hey,
So that's
hey,
just
hey.
fucking I have to say.
Hey, that's timing.
I hate getting her ready for school, goddammit.
Why?
You know,
Why?
that shit, I can't comb her hair. I like my son, squirt, have fun, son. There's 2 squirts of water, you out. My daughter, Dad! Oh my God! Hey, this your mama's fault. This ain't my fault, baby. Daddy's got a good grade.
How did Now,
That's
where are you
a hard
from?
one to laugh at, right?
You're
I'm
from
like,
Cincinnati, right?
What?
You're from
Hey, but it's
Cincinnati,
comedy.
right?
I'm from Cincinnati. My wife's from Oakland.
Now, question:
Whoa.
Did you? And that's now,
What
did
part
your
of Oakland?
family have any
my
challenges?
wife went to Skyline High.
Hey, my ex-wife went to
Oh,
Skyline.
Huh?
My ex-wife went to Skyline.
Hey, maybe
Uh-oh,
they know
be
each
careful.
other.
Yeah, the same woman.
I bet you my wife's got better pussy than yours.
I bet you he don't know.
Hold on. Every time I go to Oakland, there's always this one lady comes around, Speedy, and she knows Speedy. She's a big fan. Her name's Denise Smith. You know Denise Smith?
Yeah.
You guys know Denise?
Yeah, she's
Who
like
hit?
a stalker. She's like
Marcus King, you hit that?
She's a stalker.
No. You got big titties?
She's a total stalker. And,
Big
and-
titties, big
yeah.
titties and crooked eyes?
Yeah, well, yeah. That's
How do you know her?
That's my wife's cousin. So every time we at the family reunion, she's like, "You know, Speedy? So Speedy.
Speedy got fans.
Is she obese?
Speedy,
My wife used to babysit her kids when she stripped. So
Speedy.
she would go to the strip club. My wife would babysit the
wait a
babies.
Do
minute.
you ever stop on the information, motherfucker?
Wait, Speedy.
I love
Wait,
it.
tell me this, Speedy.
White people tell.
Speedy's acting.
Speedy's speechless.
Speedy acts like he hit that.
Oh, he hit it. She's open with it. She's real open with it.
Oh,
She's a big girl.
shit.
Speedy likes big girls.
Is she
so it kinda
big
went
floppy
together.
or big attractive?
Speedy, why
I
are you
didn't see
looking
what it
like
was.
that?
Speedy's girls don't be sloppy.
Why are you looking like
Speedy,
that,
why you looking
Speedy?
sad? Like, you still want to
Can we go on with the show? Isn't there other shit we was gonna bring up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring up
How
some
big
other
is
shit.
she?
Go ahead, Lewis.
No, she was cool.
She must have dumped you.
No, I think you're
didn't.
really
Wait, you-
funny,
She's
Gary.
a fan for real.
You're really
Yes.
funny,
Why you
Gary.
acting
for
all
real.
weird now? What's wrong,
Kind of
Speedy?
a stalker.
You knocked the bottom out.
You're really funny, Gary.
Reach the
But I
bottom.
wanted to ask you, were there any challenges when you first got married with your wife's family and your style of comedy?
No, here's the funny shit about the wedding. This is no joke. I couldn't make this up. We go to the wedding. There's 300 people, probably 250 black. We got married at the first A&E on Telegraph in Oakland, which is right in the hood.
Hysterical.
Who are
Right?
you?
Marcus King was baptized there.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
There's also a gay club down the street.
You can't make this up. There's
Wait,
250 black people. Huh? Okay, there's 250 black people. There's about 40 white people came from my side, right?
Caterers.
For one,
Limo drivers.
wedding's
in the
supposed
same
to start
mobile
at
home.
3. Wedding's supposed to start at 3. We got there about 3, so it was going to start about 3:15. The preacher walked out. He said, I don't do weddings, don't start on time. So a guy named Melvin presided over, who supposedly was on my wife's side. So then we get to the reception.
Y'all ain't really married.
Oh, I don't know. We gotta find out. If shit don't go right, I'm gonna find out quick from the courts. So I might have to go to that goddamn priest in Orange County and get him on my side. See what these black motherfuckers are doing to me.
Did you say nigga?
No.
Oh, it's not
It's the
nigga.
black motherfuckers, man.
It sounds like nigga.
So then we get to the reception and the caterer dropped our cake, like right in the middle of the dance
Man,
floor.
hysterical.
5 tiers, 4 tiers just fell off. We
White
just had
caterers
the
or
sheet.
black caterers?
Mexican. So then
what you trying to say.
my stepdad and my real dad get in a fist fight at the goddamn reception,
You're
like
lying.
throwing down on the dance floor. And
White
and-
trash shit? Like some
Oh,
white
it's
trash?
why it's beyond white trash my side, you know. I mean, the black people was like, "What the fuck are you marrying?" bitch?" So then there was like there were some botanical gardens or something that the reception was at. We had like the Mexican security guard. And I said, "Where was you at when the fight broke out?" He goes, "Hey, I was looking at the black side. I didn't think the white people would start fighting." Like, you don't know my family, bitch.
Hey, listen,
Yeah, Lewis got to go, but Lewis got to go because you know he got
Why you always-
jobs.
what's wrong,
Hold on,
Speedy?
Lewis, stay calm.
Okay, no.
I want you to plug your show.
Congratulations, Lewis. It's hard to get a show in Hollywood.
You got to get some pussy real soon. This is getting ridiculous.
David Banner. Or the Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner. Lewis got to go. We want you
Lewis,
to plug your show one more time.
Banner.
This motherfucker. Lewis,
what?
you just get so angry so
No,
quick.
I don't get
like
angry.
that.
I did.
Plug your
Got a
show.
sweater vest and a short sleeve shirt. That don't go together.
Well, I don't agree. I don't think I get that angry, but that's cool. But I'm really excited about the show. Not
Sounds so
Sunday.
exciting.
Come on, man. Really, I had a lot of fun. It was funny today. I mean, Wayne Brady was
Get
off
to
there.
the show.
Wayne-
Sorry.
It's called Baby Madness and Candid Kids, 8 o'clock on Discovery Channel. I'm really excited.
I'm
So
excited
for all
for
of
you,
you who want to know what Lewis looks like, because you can't Google the
Are
nigga.
you going to be on the show? Or is it
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
the
a
host.
voiceover?
I'm the host.
So they're going to actually see you.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's dope.
So yeah, congratulations, Lewis.
For an hour. Three
Congratulations.
1-hour
Sunday.
special.
Wait, what
Sunday,
day?
8 o'clock. Sunday, 8 o'clock.
March 1st.
On
the Discovery
Channel. Check out Lewis Dick's
Absolutely
new show
incredible.
called
Baby Madness and Candid Kids, and it'll be on next week, too.
Did you do the
Are you wearing that vest?
Yes, one of the scenes. Yeah, I am. But
Did
not
you
the
do
first
this deal
show.
before the divorce became final? She
No,
don't get
it
a
was
piece.
afterwards. Everything was.
Hey, make sure you go out. We tease Lewis different. Make sure you go out there. Make sure you watch that and support that. Baby,
Foxxhole,
say it again.
make it
Baby
Baby
Madness.
Madness, and you know what? And really, much respect to Greg Shelton and Marcus King and Jamie Foxx for giving me this avenue. I mean, I'm sure
Won't be here next
just
week.
getting my energy back and just getting back on the horse. It was important for me.
Gonna hire the
'Cause
white
it was
dude.
I was was really down for a while, just in a lot of pain.
Still
you guys helped me out a
You
lot.
feeling better? Like
Oh,
for
10
the
times better.
Wait,
10 times better.
This made you feel better? You must have really felt
Oh,
bad.
it was therapeutical. No, it was cool. It was cool. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I like all of you. That's one of the things.
We
I
Are you
like
resigning today, Mark?
No, I'm not resigning. I'm just saying that.
Nigga, did you get a back nine?
I'm just saying sometimes.
He's like,
sometimes
nigga, I'm out.
It's really good to be here, but
I got a
I
really high-paying job now.
I'm the new Alan Funt. I got Candy Kids.
I was rooting on the revolver.
No, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying sometimes we need to just stop and thank people that actually don't realize how they're helping us through.
They know.
I mean, one of my good friends, Bumpy, takes me to games. I really
Bumpy
never to
dealer?
the games. And that stuff
Marcus
is important,
King?
man. So, I mean, just
your
really, I
name
mean,
is
Claudia gave me hope until Wayne Brady came through. So, you know, Speedy has been really kind to me. It's really, Chris, you always been cool. Johnny Mac, I've
Cutting it
learned
off
to
today.
understand him. And then
It's
Poet
about
has
a
always
bitch. You
been
just say I was
beautiful.
nice and kind to you.
No, man, you don't understand.
Well,
you are,
He's not-
brother.
he's
He
not that
has
great of an
calmed
actor.
down. You got to remember
know.
when he first got here, he was angrier than this. He got a
I
nice
want to
baseball
know how
cap.
do you get the chest hair to stick out past your vest?
Listen, I'm just talking about how calm he is. Remember when he first got here?
Yeah.
Now he got a nice baseball cap. The nigga used to wear like a thorn sombrero. This nigga was so much goddamn
sombrero.
Well, it's like they say, man, whatever you go through in life, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
But you still have this short fuse that's fucking.
But we like
I don't know
that.
what it
That's
is. Very
radio.
That's
post
just
office
radio.
like.
That's just radio, man.
It's good for the radio.
You scare us.
Yeah,
okay?
I probably am a little short fuse, but you know what? That's all right. When I get a woman, I'm
Okay.
light it up.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're gone right now, Louis.
You would too if he had
He threw the headphones
Yep,
down.
I'm glad he's gone right
He
now.
threw
man.
headphones down like LL Cool J. I'm out of here.
I'm out.
He
Good
quit.
night,
This nigga,
Cleveland.
he gonna cry all the way to his next job.
But in his defense,
Hey, you need a push start on your car?
but in his defense, fellas, imagine if you went like a week or two with no
Never.
sex, how backed up you'd be. Imagine
never gone that long.
multiply that
I fuck.
Nah, he's jacking off, though.
Jamie's
by
not here.
thousands.
No way he's not jacking off. There's no way.
3 years is 1,000 days.
That nigga
Yo.
jack off so much he got carpal tunnel on his wrist, nigga.
Ambidextrous.
Imagine 1,000
It
days.
says
of
Oakley
no
on his dick.
release.
Oakley grips on his dick.
No release.
Looks like a
1,000
bicycle
days.
grip, goddammit.
Man, that's a long time, you guys.
I fucks. I don't go no week.
Well, that's
Clearly.
Yeah,
pretty.
we know you fuck Speedy.
Yeah, you
We gonna go to the poets, get the poets report right quick.
For what? Now you got to smoke some
That's
weed.
just saying. Marijuana has gone down. Oh, maybe just this butt.
You guys are stupid. Well, DMX might be in a little trouble. He was
What?
he was
DMX?
serving a 90-day jail sentence, which might increase now that he has thrown a tray at a correctional officer.
Oh, yeah, that'll get you locked up.
But why?
He threw the tray because they denied him a meal. So he
They ain't getting no
picked
salt.
the tray up and threw it at the correctional officer. Now that he's getting bread and water.
Yeah.
God damn.
So
Johnny
now
Mac, is
you
that-
throwing water balloons at the correcting officers and
Did
shit.
you just say Waller too? Like
I said water balloons.
Okay, I'm
said
sorry.
Water.
Well,
Water.
Michael Vick may be getting released
Yeah.
on house arrest.
Going to house
He was going to be released to a halfway house, but it's overcrowded, so he will be at home with the ankle bracelet.
Can he
Go
play
to the
with it?
White House and get the
And
watermelon.
that's a racial thing right there. We
What?
talked about the watermelon guy, but every black person I talked to was like, it was fucking dogs,
There
man.
was dogs.
That's what I said. All the white people were like, it was dogs. All the black people were like, it's fucking dogs, man.
Because white folks dress up their dogs
I think,
kiss him on
I
the
thought.
mouth.
and give them monkeys Xanax.
They should have just like said, fuck it, just ban him from things dog affiliated. You know, like he goes out to eat, can I get a doggy bag? No, you gotta finish your food, motherfucker.
No hot dogs.
Snoop Dogg concert, go to Kanye, bitch. Hit it from the back. I can't do a doggy style, home. You gotta ride me. I'm on
So wait, does
probation,
he
home.
got to wear the ankle brace? Ankle?
Yeah.
He has to wear the ankle bracelet, and Michael Vick is eligible to be released in July.
Can you imagine there's some areas where he can't go? The nigga's on the field. He's at the 50, the 40.
Do you guys
that's
think he
the,
should?
All right, back to the 45.
Back to the 50, back to the 40.
Hey, do you guys think he'll return to football?
Yeah.
Should
Has
he?
to.
Is that-
Oh, the Cowboys or Raiders are calling.
Cowboys or
They
Raiders.
really should.
Guaranteed.
I think the
Raiders-
Cowboys, because they need somebody to fill up them stands. So that I think and they need a good backup quarterback, and he'll be a great backup
still
quarterback.
young.
Well, now you got that Bearcat formation. All the teams
Yeah.
are running that. So
The Wildcat.
they're gonna have Wildcat, Bearcat. Sorry.
So, you just stand
My
back.
bad.
Anything black, you stay right there.
I didn't even lose it. Wildcat.
But I think he
Bearcat.
should be allowed to play football. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Right, nothing to do with it, right?
because he
That's all he
paid his debt to society. So you should be able to
Dogs,
come
man.
back
Plus,
out.
the dog people gonna be outside
Fucking
picketing
dogs.
anyway.
Yeah,
He'll
they
be
got-
inside.
Good
He'll be all
press.
He gonna play for the Philadelphia Peters.
right. Guess we ain't playing for the Browns. Huh?
Dog pound. They gonna be in the dog pound.
We'll be in the dog
One
pound.
more piece. The Octo Mom, you know, the woman that had
Yes.
8
Can't
kids, she was offered
Why, John?
because she
Is one of the babies yours?
because she outdid Speedy.
Speedy's out.
She got one more than
I'm
Speedy.
about to say that, Claudia.
Man.
Octodad is hilarious. That's funny.
He's built like an octagon, so it's an octodad.
You know what? On Real Talk, Speedy is Octodad. He has 8 kids.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. You should get
By
on
5
your
different
T-shirts at the comedy shows. You should have your dreadlocks out with your kids swinging from your hair.
8 braids and 8 kids hanging from.
Here we go round.
Well, the
She has 14
Well,
kids.
the Octomom was offered $1 million to star in a porno from Vivid
She
Films.
should've.
She should.
She gotta feed them
Those kids ain't got
Who
it.
wants to see that?
Those
But
kids
what
ain't
else?
got it.
But what else?
Whoa. They offered a what? What happened?
$1 million to be in a porno from
They
Vivid.
offered her $1 million.
But what else you gonna do with that coochie? He's blown out.
8 babies that came out of that. 16.
Yeah, they can be in the
No,
first
they
one out
has
of the toilet.
cesarean.
Everybody's
She has
in.
cesarean.
Now, do you know they
You got
had,
3 dicks in one
It'd be
pussy
like
at the same time.
niggas climbing out of a manhole cover.
and you know that's hilarious. You know she didn't know her kid's name, so they was holding up cue cards and going, "Bitch, do you know who this is?"
No, they don't stand a chance.
And she went, that is, and she didn't know the name.
How you
Those
supposed to
kids
remember?
don't
How
that?
could you
stand a
remember though?
chance.
I can barely remember
first
you
of all,
niggas'
They
names.
don't stand a
I'm
chance.
tired of Octomom. What that bitch name is?
What is her name? You know her name?
Bitch.
Her name is Nadia.
Okay.
I'm tired of the bullshit.
Nadia.
Somebody offered $1 million for what?
To star in a porno.
To suck some penis on camera.
Who wants to see that?
Well, obviously,
Gary Owens.
Vivid
No,
Entertainment.
she's white.
She got kids like she's black.
Or Mexican.
I'm gonna stick with Superhead.
On January 1st, we're bringing you the inaugural Foxxhole Award Show. Be part of history and vote for your favorite Jamie Foxx Show moment by calling 877-2-106-106 or going to Sirius.com/Foxxhole. The last day is December 31st, so get your vote in now. Here's a nominee for Best Guest.
We have a very, very special guest in the room, a cat. You know, I followed his career. He had this great video one time when all the shit was chaotic in your video and shit. Then at the end of your video, some nigga just fell off the curb. And I was dying laughing. Like, what happened to this nigga? This nigga's Special Olympic bound like
we
a
was
motherfucker.
running out of shit to do.
Yeah. And he had hits. You saw him in the gang, the gang
Gridiron
gang,
Right.
opposite the Rock. And I'm quite sure you got some more movies coming up because you're a lot better than Buddy Lewis and Speedy. Trust me.
Actually, he has Fast and Furious, right?
Oh, you in the Fast?
No, actually, no, that was a rumor. I don't know where that came from, but I got.
Don Cheadle took your part?
Yeah. I got the Bad Lieutenant with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, right.
And I have an independent film called American Violet coming.
Well, give it up for my special guest who got the same voice as Claudia. Xzibit! What up, boy? What up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I took it from Chris Prince. I'm sorry.
Hilarious. I think it's funny.
Xzibit,
How you
nigga.
doing?
I'm good. How you
I
doing?
got a memory of you, not for.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
With the braids?
I didn't. Yeah.
Did he pimp your pussy?
Again, Buddy Lewis, are you jealous?
That's a new show. You guys are on the roll today.
Hey, that's
Every
the
day.
Bud Light joke of the day right there, Bud Lewis. You got 2 Bud Light jokes of the day. The monkey and pimp your pussy.
Can we get one? Can we get a monkey sound, please?
Hey, buddy, you should get a part in Planet of the Apes 6.
It's tough to get on that movie.
You sound a whole lot better than Bow Your Heads. You can do it.
It's tough.
Xzibit, what's up, man? Tell us who you are.
Man, I'm glad to be here, man. I was supposed to be here last Friday.
You
but
was.
I got caught up, and I had to make it here today.
You saw Suge on the corner and then turned the other way?
Not anymore.
Anybody even scared of Suge no more, nigga.
Yeah, he was in the hospital at the time.
Wow. He was in a red room.
That's hysterical. He was on death row.
Hilarious.
Well, for those who haven't
Ding
heard,
dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, ding dong.
for those who haven't heard, last week at All-Star Weekend,
Right.
Suge got into an altercation with somebody from Akon's camp at one of his after parties.
R&B camp beat you up.
Damn.
Right.
Wow.
It's like saying Johnny Cash's road manager kicked his ass.
So,
You got whooped by
supposedly,
Orange Juice Jones, nigga.
Oh, wow.
B2K.
supposedly the guy in Akon's camp punched Suge in the face so hard that it fractured bones in his face.
Right.
Broke his face.
So?
Literally.
Broke his face.
So,
So,
Yeah.
okay.
all the damage he done and shit.
He
nigga.
wasn't a small
Wait,
dude.
you
The
know
dude that
it's-
hit him was a big old.
Oh, he was huge.
He had a
Akon.
very thick neck.
But
yes.
you know, the guy who first knocked out Suge
Was a
supposedly came,
The barber.
the barber, hit Suge up to see if he needed security.
That's so funny.
My clippers are for hire, nigga.
Bobber for hire.
And also, we got another guest in here, a comedian friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? You might have seen him on the Jamie Foxx show 16, 17 times.
Jam.
He was on Woo.
Was that in 2000? I was in that movie too.
Extra work don't count.
Yeah, they cut you out, buddy Lewis. You
No,
was the O in Woo. My boy Daryl Heath is in house. My boy Daryl Heath. Very funny. If you ever heard him do Gentry and Batman, you know who Daryl Heath is. You know
Blind is a bad too, but yeah.
Sure.
Daryl Heath can't see?
No.
You see, I'm squinting.
He can't see for shit. Look at him.
Playing off though.
I thought it was your sex alert.
I thought he was smoking weed.
If you don't know,
Daryl Heath cannot see. You got to be up in his face from the like.
That's what happened to your career. You couldn't see the line. But we go. I want Xzibit. Tell him. You know, I remember your first hit. Tell everybody who you are, your first hit and your last hit, and all your albums, and how you got into your acting.
I remember this chick he hit.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I've been making records since I was 19 years old. You know, my first record label was Loud. Ever since then, I've been, you know, putting out records.
What was that song
every
for
2
that
years.
Paparazzi?
What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
What
you see is what you get now.
Yeah, my first song was Paparazzi. Yeah. And then.
That was your first one?
That was my first song.
I remember that.
Where you from? That was hot.
I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
Right.
And then I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico for about 7 years, and then I moved to California at 17.
So basically, you're running from child support.
Yes, exactly.
Now, did somebody discover you? Did you go to a label and said, "Here's my tape"? Like how?
No,
how was it?
I never actually made a demo. I actually never made a demo. Alcoholics and King T were the actual
From Oakland, California.
Artists that I was around. And so there was a group called Madcap at the time and a producer named Broadway. And from that, you know, I started running with them, figuring out how to be an artist.
Right.
You know, because all I did was rap in the car and bug the shit out of my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Shut the hell up.
Something like Buddy Lewis.
Exactly. so from that, you know, Steve Rifkin came and offered a record label deal. And from
wow. Now, was it a very lucrative deal?
No, it was crazy because I was signed to a production deal at first called Jack Move Productions. I should have known from the start.
That's it all.
We jacking
you
all
know
your
what I'm
jacks.
saying? Exactly.
Wow.
But you know, God intervened, and the people that was involved in that company got caught for embezzlement with King T. You know what I'm saying?
So King T is in jail?
No. They was taking money.
King T lost his crown.
Hey, where is King T?
No,
It's Colonel T.
Where is King T?
We're still alive.
The OG here, man. He alive. Fuck you.
It's just that his career died, but keep going.
Yeah, my bad. I can
No,
see.
he alive. You can't speak on a big homie like that.
Yeah, that's
without
LA
him,
legend.
without him, you know,
Have
without
you heard
him.
our show?
Oh yeah, I heard.
Look at I'm saying, why not?
Have you heard
King T's
us?
at.
That's why we invited you here.
Well, King T definitely.
King T's LA legend.
King T is definitely, you know,
Yeah, LA legend.
he is responsible for a lot of the artists that you see now that their careers.
Like who?
But
Like
a lot of our listeners are very young and don't know this. So no, I'm
I'm
serious.
old and don't know this.
No,
A
that's
lot of our
serious.
listeners are
To let
really
you
young.
know,
They don't know.
To let you know, King T is from the same family tree when NWA came.
Yep.
When,
Right.
You know, a lot of cats that came out from that Compton era, DJ Quick, are still
Right.
here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But we respect our elders in the West Coast.
King T,
Whoa.
King T
You
worked
East Coast
with
niggas dumb.
Hey.
King
I'm trying to
T
start
worked
it up,
with
Claudia.
DJ Pooh, who we know made the
Exactly.
Friday
He's down
movies.
with us.
And now he's doing
Ice
big
Cube.
things with the video companies. And
Exactly.
So what was your first big hit? What you see is what you get now?
My first big hit, I guess, was X.
Nigga, remember in the
X,
video,
yeah.
this nigga walked out the store to go get some loaf of bread or something.
Yeah.
It was mad chaos. Niggas like broke into niggas was stealing TVs. Niggas put TVs back. Some nigga fell. Some nigga tried to jump out of the window, but he accidentally fell and shit. That shit was hysterical. Nigga, that's one of the greatest videos in the world. It reminded me of my earlier days.
Yeah, we did that video in 3 days.
I believe
with 12 camera shots. It was just one continuous shot that was cut at the end. So
Who directed that?
It was myself and Gregory Dark. He was a porno director.
Wow. No wonder why I liked it.
Yeah.
I've seen his work before.
So, X, are you in the studio working on anything new now?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been creative in the studio. I think the catalyst for what makes everything else work is me being a musician, and then it's a backhanded compliment. That you have the opportunity to go on screen or do television, and you do well at it. People's like, oh yeah, that's the shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't think he could do that.
I didn't either.
So exactly.
I said when I first saw him pimp my ride, I said, gonna fuck it all up. He gonna crash the car or something.
Yeah, but that's what it was.
How long that been on?
It's been in
on
production for like 7 years.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So we translated into 126 countries. It was the #1 series on MTV Network.
Pimp My Rickshaw.
And so, what about your movies? Like, I'll tell you, the Gridiron Gang. Was that the first movie you was in?
Nah, the first movie I did was with Ice Cube, believe it or not, and then it was Triple X2.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a spy or whatever the hell.
You was fixing a car or something, right?
Nah, see?
There you
Why you try to typecast
There you go.
I'm sorry, that's Buddy Lewis once again. I just seen the monkey with the wrench. Yeah, man, they had a monkey wrench.
If you guys have questions for Xzibit, hit us up at 877-2106.
And let me get this shit out the way early. I'm not pimping your fucking ride, so don't ask no fucking question.
Listen,
Early.
We did a show called the Jamie Foxx Show. We had a sketch show. We did this thing called Pimp My. Should I say it on there? Pimp My Casket. We got to show it to you after this.
Okay, yeah.
It's absolutely funny. And a guy named Maestro Clark plays you.
Okay.
Fucking fun.
I know you've never heard of Maestro Clark, but we'll talk about that later. We work with a lot of failed actors. Anyway.
The graveyard of comedy right here.
Bones. So your first big hit was What You See Is What You Get.
No, it was X. It was produced by Dr. Dre. That was the first one that actually my albums that went double platinum.
How was it to work with Dre? We hear that he's such a perfectionist in the studio.
He is a perfectionist. I mean, the man, he knows what he wants to hear when he gets in the studio. He knows how to create that sound, and he knows when you bring in 100% to the table.
Did you ever have any conflict, and you want to do this and?
No, you don't have conflicts with Dr. Dre.
Oh, word? He's something like the Tyler Perry of music.
No.
And by the way, Mud Deal Goes to Jail is out today. Make sure you go check that out.
Are you going to go see that, Johnny Man?
I saw it last night at 12:05. We get into that later.
You went?
Yes. We get into
You don't need it?
I went to jail. I'm going to go to jail. I'll send it. We get into it later.
You brought a gun.
Don't worry about my life, Claudia.
Let me ask you. Hey, so you gonna work on his his up and coming album?
I mean, I've been in the studio. I've been around the work effort. So I mean, you don't know if you make the album until you see it on the shelf. So that's how it goes.
You said you are a musician. I'm trying to figure out how does a rapper. I mean, do you play any instruments?
No, actually I don't. I used to play the violin when I was little, but
Nigga,
that don't count.
Don't you ever say that in public.
Somebody go to YouTube right now.
Oh my God!
You don't have no pictures of it.
Listen,
I want no video for the game.
I want to see X to the Z with a V.
Doing hip hop sound.
Hell no. No way.
So, remix.
There would be no videos of that shit.
So, Xzibit, what has been like?
Well, let's talk about that. Because of your music roots. How long did you play this girly instrument?
Yo. Man, you asked the goddamn question. I answered the fucking question.
But this is fascinating, actually.
It is.
Oh, man. Nah. Man, I played it for a couple months because I didn't want to practice, and my dad quit paying for the lesson.
But it was still hard. His violin had cornrows.
You think I had like khakis and a holding a violin?
I just thought I'd throw it in.
What made you move out here to pursue your career?
I mean, I didn't come out here to do music. I actually came out here with some friends of mine. So, I didn't have any direct. Exactly. No, I saw the riots. I saw the riots on TV and thought I missed something.
What you say is what you get now.
Yeah. No, but when I came here, I had no direction to be an artist. I actually got with a group of artists that kind of groomed me and prepared me for that transition.
Do you think you better than the niggas that's out today?
That's a real fucking.
You know
nigga,
what?
I'm dead serious.
You know what? I'll tell you the truth, man.
Don't be trying to show your watch off.
No,
Nigga, he dusts to the table. There's no dust.
He's like, this is living proof I'm better.
Nah.
Is your watch better than DMX's watch?
Does this answer your question?
No, I think that the content and the subject matter is different. I think that the attention span of the kids is different. That's what I feel the major difference is in the music that I do and in the music that's out today.
And that's a great answer, politically
but
correct
what does that
answer.
really mean, though?
That's what Thank you, Claudia.
Yeah,
they can't fuck with me if
that's what
I'm
saying.
Because I was about to get the Superman that.
You can't fuck with me if
Who
that's what
sucks
you
out there, in your opinion? Is this something that irritates you as an artist? Like, that person sucks. Like, I don't get it. I don't get
I leave criticism to the critics. You know what I'm saying? If I want to talk shit about somebody, I just put out better music.
There you go.
No,
Do you ever have anything?
Come on, man. Why you being all positive?
That's real.
All right, well, who do you think is killing it out there right now, then?
Who do I think is killing? It's a guy named Guilty Simpson out of Detroit that I'm really feeling. You got to get up on. See, I'm a fan of the music. I love him.
What's his name?
Guilty Simpson.
Oh, he's OJ's son.
No. Yeah, Royce the 5'9", Slaughterhouse is doing the business right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My man Crooked Eye's in that group.
Now, did you ever have any beefs with any rappers?
Yeah, I don't have beef with rappers.
Come on,
Can you down some dirt? You're so clean.
I mean, I just don't have
even
beef with rappers.
Babyface kicked
Talk
up some
shit.
dirt.
Yeah, he even talks shit.
Yeah,
Come on.
Babyface told the truth about some niggas stealing his music and shit.
Yeah.
You gotta have, but I didn't like, even Eddie Winslow talked about some shit. They didn't get along.
Winslow.
Real name.
B2K niggas was talking shit.
Yeah,
too.
the B2K niggas was talking
You
shit.
gotta be harder than them.
Yeah, but talking shit don't make you hard. It
I
make
know.
you a gossip.
It makes
No, it makes it funny.
It makes us happy.
We want gossiper.
That's what we are. This is a gospel
See,
show.
this
Don't
is
worry,
why I'm at with
nobody's
it.
listening.
This is what I feel with it. This is what I honestly feel with it. I've only went at one person on wax, and that's Jermaine Dupri, because Dr. Dre let the leash off the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, it was back in the day, it was minimal. You know what I'm saying?
You like
But it was
smile?
never, if I have a problem with a man, I'd rather see you face to face. I'm not going to sit up and write some tough ass raps about you and hide behind an entourage. I'd rather see you hurt you and then talk shit about that.
Let's get into that.
So are you saying you want to beat
Hey,
down
I was
Jermaine
raised
Dupri?
off violence. Trust me.
No.
You want to whip JD's ass?
No way. You know
Yes,
what I'm
you
saying?
did. You said
No way.
you had a problem when we say fuck around the rhyme.
He did
If
say-
I see the nigga,
Johnny
we go
Mac,
face to
I
face.
heard he said he want to hit him with
I said that was back in the day, and that was the only time I would have
Johnny
somebody
Mac,
else.
I'm with you.
You know
I
what's
think
funny?
he said he want to hit him with a so-so left. That's what I think
He's
that's
going
what I
Chris
heard.
Browning.
And that was it. You know what I'm saying? That was it.
So, hey, you had that in your line, one of your rhymes one time. You said, I wasn't built for love, I was built to hurt. You had that in one of your rhymes, and I took that. I love that.
Very nice.
Because, you know, God gave everybody a certain type of ability. I wasn't going to be no smooth, dapper, debonair type nigga, so I learned at the age of 12 to get my boxing on.
And toughen up your ass muscles. You knew you was going to prison.
Wow.
This is coming from the nigga that loved the monkey. I heard you used to change the monkey frontwards.
All design.
Let me ask you a question.
See what's cold. I'm sorry.
As a lot of actors grow into the business and start doing
love
bigger and
Florida.
better projects, they changed their name.
Except buddy.
Larry Fishburne went to Laurence Fishburne. There's
Except
countless others. Are you gonna stay? Is it gonna be? Am I gonna see one day Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and Xzibit? Or are we gonna hear your real name, Clarence Bartholomew, or whatever?
No, I mean, I did it on the X-Files. The last movie I just put out, it was Alvin Xzibit Joyner.
Alvin's your name?
Alvin Joyner is my birth name. Alvin Nathaniel Joyner is
I
my
know
real
you can
name.
fight. I ain't gonna even get into that. I already know you can fight, nigga. Don't even mean we gotta discuss.
No, but Al Joyner sound like a hell of an athlete too.
Jermaine
But the
Dupri.
middle name throws it off, though.
Nathaniel.
And you got to throw in the violin.
Sounds perfect. Coming to the stage, playing the violin. is
Nigga, when I learn this C sharp, nigga, I'm whooping your ass. Hey, we got a call for you right now. We got my man Jamal from Maryland. Got a question for Xzibit. What's up, Jamal?
Hey, what's going on, folks, man? Claudia, Johnny Mac, y'all some funny motherfuckers, man. Hey, X, a big fan.
Hey, man, thank you. Appreciate it.
Check it out, X, man. Yeah, I've been seeing this video on YouTube, man, for the longest time, and I'm just wanting to ask you, how did you let Tom Green eat you alive on the show, man? He killed you.
Well, if that's your style of rap, bro, you need to pop your Beastie Boy tape back in there and keep rolling with him, because I do things differently around here.
Oh, hey, this nigga can fight.
Y'all challenge on the microphone?
Yo, we was on
This
the,
nigga got scratches on his wrist. You know he been whipping niggas' asses.
Tom Green's show. He's
he has a late night show that he did at his house. And we was in
The white
there.
boy Tom Green?
He was on Celebrity
With
Apprentice.
the one testicle.
He was on Celebrity Apprentice with me. He keeps saying, "Oh, come by." You know, he's like,
Actually, it's pretty funny. You know what I'm saying?
Impossible.
Not better than the Foxxhole, but you know
Thank
what
you
I'm
so
saying?
much. Thank you so much. Xzibit.
No, but Tom
I'm
Green.
gonna go buy all your old albums for that.
Tom Green, he's crazy. Like he'll do anything for a laugh.
Yeah.
Like he sucked the udder of a
But he
cow.
surprised me because he can actually rhyme. You know, he sound like the Beastie Boys, but you know he can rhyme.
What's up with Joaquin Phoenix? Is that real?
Who is that?
You know the actor,
Gladiator.
he's a rapper now.
Yeah.
So, Jamal, what were you trying to say? You trying to say Tom Green?
Jamal is gone.
Okay. Jamal, don't ever call
Xzibit
here
scared the
again.
shit out of him. He said, if that's your style of rap, little homie, pop in your Beastie Boys tape.
Or I'll
Maybe
pop off on you.
Maybe I should get off the phone right now. You know what?
My traces.
Do you find that you have that effect on white folks? You scare a lot of white people?
The voice.
No, not really.
Hey, X, what?
Not really. I try not to.
Tell the truth.
I gotta work here. I gotta work here, man.
Tell the truth. You scare a lot of motherfuckers.
When's the last time you beat up a honky?
Oh man.
Oh, it's something juicy.
Yeah, I think I struck
Come
a nerve.
on,
Come on now. There's got to be some honky.
Take your watch off and let it loose.
Nah, man.
Come on now.
I mean, really the last time I actually got into something, it was overseas. And
With
it
a
was-
honky?
Yeah, exactly.
Germany?
Nah, it was Germany.
See, I know.
You know, I was getting.
You beat up Max Mellon?
No, it was 3 in the morning. It was 3 in the
Billy
morning,
Vanilli?
and we had to go to the next city. This guy gets on the bus. He says, "Hey, will you take a picture?" I was like, "Nah, man, it's 3 in the morning. It's too late for that. You know, I gotta go." And the dude was like, "Yo, you take the fucking picture, nigga."
Wow.
Whoa!
I had on sandals at the time.
And the violin.
So after I took the picture.
Sandals and the violin.
I was actually standing on a stair above him, about to step on the bus. I turned around and knocked him underneath the car and kept kicking him under the car.
With a sandal?
Yeah, with some sandals. Yeah.
With the
Old
gladiators?
school.
Fucked up your pedicure?
African beatdown. Nigga, barefoot.
Damn.
Old school.
Still don't know what
I
happened.
hope you were asked
Did
you
you
when
get
did
in
it,
trouble
too.
with that? I mean, did you get arrested?
You can't.
Nobody knew
not.
until now.
Because we got on the bus and drove away.
Somebody get there, Germany.
You ran
That's
up, you ran up his
he's
legs.
known as
But see,
Alpha.
that's
Our
from hearing all
show
that
is-
nigga. That's from hearing all
He
that
knew it
nigga.
was coming.
That's from hearing.
He could have took his fade, but he didn't.
Our show is heard in Germany. So the nigga that got beat up by this nigga Sandals, call in 877-2106.
But X,
It's your nice buddy.
he probably meant something like a term of endearment when he said nigga. He been hearing all the rap songs.
No, he said
Nah,
take
nah,
the fucking
nah.
picture, nigga.
Take the picture, nigga.
your
nigga.
How'd it go?
Nigga. I'm a nigga. You a nigga. We a nigga.
That is true. They might have misunderstood.
Nah, not when you're in a home of Hitler, homeboy. No hip hop about that. No hip hop about that. Ain't no hip hop coming nowhere close to the way you said
Any
that.
other honkies you beat up? I know that had to be more.
No, that
I
was
feel
it.
like there's more.
That was all.
I
That was
don't
all.
believe you.
I embrace all races.
In New Mexico, you didn't beat up no white people in New Mexico.
No, there's lots of
Indians?
No,
Why you
none of that.
want everybody to beat up white people?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
When the last white person you beat up?
Her mother.
my mother was acting up, running her mouth.
Here's for Valentine's, Mom.
Got my lasagna wrong.
So.
I said mozzarella, bitch.
Got your lasagna wrong.
Shout out to my mother, Teresa.
What's gotten into you? What's gotten into you? I'm black.
Your mother named Teresa?
Yes. Very
That's
white.
crazy.
Very white.
No, you just said Mother Teresa. I just thought.
Yeah, my mom's name's Teresa.
So, X, what you got going right now? You movie, international movie star, Triple X, well, you was Double X, and Gridiron Game. And I did watch that movie. I
was
was
Triple X director.
You was?
No, he said Triple X. His director in the first video was Triple X porno guy. Mike Dark.
Mike Dark. It's a hell of a name.
So what else you got going, man? Give us our people that's listening in, you know, what you gonna be doing next, and maybe you can help Buddy Lewis and Speedy's career.
Well, no, I'm always.
They
working
can't
on-
help it.
I'm always working on music, always. You know,
Movies, nigga, give me a movie.
Movies is coming. Bad Lieutenant featuring Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, and Val Kilmer.
Did you try to?
Hit?
No, actually, I never even seen Eva.
You didn't hit any celebrity females?
No, I don't do that.
No?
What the fuck?
I don't do that
Okay,
either.
okay, you're right.
None?
Okay, what about group?
all my chicks been regular. You can
Video
check-
girls?
Yeah. Well, I
There you go.
kicked it with Superhead, but I ain't no shame in my game.
Oh,
with
so
that.
you in the book.
Yeah, I
When
am
y'all
in
went
the
to Puffy's
book.
house and all the people that were working for him
Had
had no mustaches.
Yeah, they were pretty. It was a pretty strange story.
Well, tell me the story.
I
please.
remember.
Please tell us the story.
I mean,
this nigga ain't never coming back here again. This nigga ain't
Nah,
So we gotta get everything out of you right now.
It's in the book.
It's in the book. You can check it out. But I was actually one of the more favorable stories in the book.
What happened?
Y'all went to his house in
She
Miami.
swallowed. What happened? Tell us what happened.
And he was so romantic, and I loved every minute of him. Then when he said he loved me,
Oh God! See,
Now, what happened for
What
her?
book you read?
Fairy tales.
Tell us your story.
Yeah, what happened?
Nah, I mean, well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying? I have no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time, and we went to Florida. We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party. You know,
All dudes?
Yeah, nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It was
I'm
on
instigating.
South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards, right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me, you know what I'm saying? Karen is with me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. So she takes me, Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, you know that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, man, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped you with fingers in the booty.
That's a new
You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
The
like,
Devil
what?
Sucks Penis.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a penis and a finger in an ass story. What?
She said he
So Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
You
what
know
does
I'm
that
saying?
mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? He
Well, you
said
don't wanna
you're a
ask him?
filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. And I was
Was
like,
he limping?
He walked away and the nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm gonna clear this shit up because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she say, I told him what he told me, and she was like, oh, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, whatever. So then then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody followed the car. The car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bobbing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then it's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like butt ass naked dancing.
Fonzworth Bentley.
You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody.
Gay.
Yeah, it was suspect.
A
lot of suspect.
The club
You
was
could
called-
chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever.
I never
but
blame it on
I've been in a gang.
alcohol.
I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called
and
Nuts
I
and
ain't,
Hugs.
I ain't never
What's it called?
never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So
Me neither.
there it is.
So
So we
you
took a cab home back to where I was, and that's what happened. Nuts and sluts.
And she sucked you off.
Nuts and sluts.
It's in the book.
Before she started, she would have known how you feel. Just how you heard. Listen.
So before you left the club, that was
Popping the knuckles and
that's
shit.
because that Puffy invited, like, all the people were there, and then you guys left.
Yeah, exactly. It was suspect, shit going on. Of course, I mean, I just told you, we got in the car with dude, and then we went to the after party.
He asked that question just in case you were looking at who.
I just wanted to hear it clear.
So when you left amidst many men embracing and
Well, I
hugging.
said it was two, and there was another one in the corner. I didn't stick around for
Were
the
they
encore.
celebrities or just some regular cats?
So you walked outside and looked at the name. It was called the Him Club.
Yeah.
Who you with? Him and him.
We broke out, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? It was back in the day. It's back in the day, and that's what it was. I have no idea why we went there or what happened, but that's what happened.
Dudes go, could you pimp my height?
Hey, we gonna come right back. We're gonna take a quick break, come right back, and keep talking to Xzibit. I love Xzibit. He's telling the whole real story.
Yeah, sorry, Puff, I just got to tell the truth, baby.
Hey, Puff, call in. If you ain't at the club, Puff, call in.
If you want them niggas embrace and kiss and call it.
It's the Foxxhole Awards Show coming January 1st. And you have until December 31st to vote for your favorite Jamie Foxx show moment. Leave us a message by calling 877-2-106-106 or go to Sirius.com/Foxxhole where you can see the full list of categories and nominees. And here is a nominee for Best Guest.
I will commend Lisa Ray on her slap because I did like the way you bent your wrist. Your follow through was a motherfucker. A lot of people just slap and they don't extend their fingers. But I appreciate the way you slap with your fingers extended and you bent your wrist. I appreciate that.
You are
that's
crazy.
a real
I don't
hoe.
know no other way to smack.
Yeah, that's a real hoe slap right there.
That's
That's a real hoe slap. I appreciate that.
Real.
Question for you. I know Jamie not here, but back when he was doing his show, if Jamie got smacked, would the top of his hair fall off? Would that muffin come off?
No. You talking about the Steve Harvey show. That's the show you talking about. That's not a piece right there.
Jamie's not here. My goal is to kill him when he cannot defend himself. Would that muffin top fall off the top of his goddamn head back in the day?
Or at least the line get crooked.
At
right?
least something definitely would change.
We're going to go to the porters right here for our Bud Light read.
All right, Fridays just got even better. Thanks to your friends from Bud Light and Bud Light Lime, listeners 21 years of age and older now have the opportunity to visit foxhole.young-america.com. That's the foxhole.young-america.com to answer the Bud Light question of the week. Submit an online entry and answer the question. You'll then have the chance to win beer for a year where legal. You heard that right. Bud Light and Bud Light Lime for an entire year. Winners will be selected each Friday through December 18th. Light and refreshing Bud Light and Bud Light Lime enhance good times with friends. And if you're a lucky winner, you and your friends will have a reason to celebrate. What the fuck are you doing? So get up on your Bud Light and Bud Light Lime facts and visit the foxhole.young-america.com to have a chance to win beer for a year. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents except California residents 21 years or older. See official rules for details. Games in on Johnny Mac's birthday, December 17th.
December 17th.
Oh, yeah. Poets don't
and
like
I see
you
that
to
your
stare at
birthday
her.
is September 23rd, right?
Yes, that's
I
actually the
think-
same day I start taping.
I think, I'm not really sure. I think my father's birthday is the 22nd or the 23rd.
You think?
I've only been knowing a nigga for 9 years. I
That's
can't get
hilarious.
all that. You know what I'm saying?
You think?
I can't figure all this
I
shit
think
out.
the nigga that's responsible for my life birthday.
I don't know. I got other shit on my mind. The
God
child support people.
damn.
Look, he gonna call in now.
Johnny Mac know his dad by his prison number. 8555455. My daddy.
That is true. That's the Bud Light joke of the day. We gonna
That's
get a free Bud Light to your ex-wife and see if she gonna share it with you. Along with a Laker ticket.
Oh, you got an ex too, huh?
Well, he
16
found
years.
out
I
he was
put my
married for
time
16
in.
years.
That's why he's so bitter.
And then his wife was cheating on him, and they broke up or divorced or whatever. And Louis Dixon had sex in 2 years, 9 months, and 37 days.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
No problem. Life is good right now.
Wait a second. Louis Dixon's on the
He's taking a sexual sabbatical right now.
Wait, somebody on Twitter says, I am hoping that the special announcement on the Foxhole is that LD got some butt from how he's treating Lisa Ray. I think
you gonna hit him. He hit him with the
problem
And I want you to finish that though.
What?
I want you to finish what you were saying. You were trying to make a point about the smack.
There
and
is no point.
The responsibility of that. And
No, what I was going to say was, I've in reading your bio and knowing you, Miss Lisa Ray, and knowing your good work, I just know that there's so many great things, like working with young girls that you're doing, and I just want to hear some of that, as opposed to you slapping somebody. 'Cause I know that there's a lot.
let me just say that if that's, I'm going to bring that up, but at the time that came up,
I
so
brought
I
it
addressed
up.
that.
All right, I got that.
So,
I
but you're
lose the
absolutely right.
attitude, but
I do.
all right,
No,
yeah.
that's natural. It's
All
a
right.
Chicago thing.
Well,
It's like yours
then I
is.
got a Philly thing
and I
then,
can't
so
tell
that's
you,
right.
and
I'm from
that
Philly.
doesn't bother me at all.
Cool,
so
then
you
we're
can come on
good.
with it.
Go ahead,
But
go ahead.
let me finish saying what I was saying.
Go ahead.
I have no problem with that.
Hey,
You
you
know,
punking nothing. I've been married for 16 years. I was already punk. Go ahead.
Sucker bust the whole
This is foreplay.
and see, you can go into something else for that, because the attitude that you see is not just that. It's just a confidence. It's just directness and a sternness in which I talk, because I talk with passion. And I talk with my hands. I'm very expressive. So if you got that the wrong way, then I
No, I
apologize
didn't
for
get
that.
it the wrong way. But see, when men do that, it comes off as like you guys were saying that I was aggressive and mean. That's just my passion.
I didn't say you were mean. I just said aggressive, and I
I just
feel
said
that.
you wasn't funny.
And I feel you're aggressive, but it's still, that's your
Yeah.
passion, so respect my passion. That's what I'm saying.
I want to
across the
ask
table.
Kevin Hart. You know, you've done a lot of work in Hollywood. And I don't know how.
How
Because
you just gonna cut us off like that? Because this
I
is
didn't
the
really
third
cut you
time
off.
you did
I'm
that.
sorry.
We'll talk
I really
later.
didn't cut you off. I was trying to cut Louis Dix off. I didn't really want to cut you off, but I didn't know how to
trying
do
to
it
cut
politely.
Louis Dix off.
Yeah,
It's already done.
Right, he's gonna
It's
need
already
that.
done.
Portis with the Bud Light lime of the day. Joke of the day from Portis.
Connie Bong. Go on, girl.
Yeah, I don't have to cut Louis Dix off. He just closed the flap. So anyway, we're gonna go to Portis, because it's a topic. You know what I'm saying? I don't really read that much, but there's this dude.
We can tell.
This lady. Hey, I don't even hide my education.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna make it anyway. Me and Speedy, we both gonna be.
What's
anyway?
up?
No,
Kiwi.
Speedy's definitely in the top 2 dumbest people I've ever met in my fucking life.
You said that nigga.
I swear to God, have you ever heard
He put the
Speedy fucking
in
read?
dumb.
Have you ever fucking heard Speedy read?
No, I haven't.
It is the
Don't
most
find it, huh?
disgusting shit I've ever seen. I was at a table read with Speedy. I've never seen a nigga stop so many times. hold on, y'all. Okay, wait.
Oh my
okay.
God, I have on my
Doggy, you want me to
Music.
get it?
Okay, I get it, because that
That's
go with the
fucked
first
up.
line. Okay, this nigga, we had to stop.
How'd
Niggas-
it go? How'd it go, Kevin Hart?
Look, this is the line. Okay, also known to many in the music. This was Speedy reading.
All right.
Okay, many to the. Okay, the known is. Okay, I got it. Okay, y'all ready? Let's take it back. Let's take it back. This nigga.
Take it back.
Oh.
This This dumb motherfucker. Jesus, Speedy.
Shouts out to homeschooling.
This nigga.
Phonics.
That nigga dropped out of homeschooling. Hey, hysterical. You don't never want me to read.
About Speedy like
You don't never want me to read in public.
At a certain age.
I used to read the Bud Light reads.
Raise your body.
That's why you're not doing it now, right?
I can't
Y'all
do
know
all
I'm not
that.
lying. That's why y'all saying shit. Listen, if you think I'm fucking lying right now, if you know Speedy,
No,
you
I'm
can tell a
laughing
nigga dumb by his
because I can
Texas.
see Speedy doing
You ever see Speedy Texas?
Yeah.
The words and shit be
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah.
And you gotta fill in the nigga blanks.
He usually phonics.
You gotta fill in Speedy fucking blanks on the text, nigga.
I thought it was the Wheel of Fortune. I'm like, nigga, I need to buy a bow to get in this motherfucker.
Speedy go, we gon' that and eat it later. Nigga, what? The fuck is he saying? You gotta sit for 20 minutes and figure out Speedy text. No.
You gotta pay charades on the phone.
No, it's not that. It's definitely not that. Speedy is horrible. This nigga's education is at an all-time low. And when I look at his son, sometimes I don't say
You feel
nothing.
sorry, huh?
I just look at his son and I say, if this nigga ever helped his son with his fucking homework, nigga.
Hey, nigga.
It is a wrap. It is a wrap for this nigga's education.
I gave Speedy's son a pillow. I said, use it at night. Trust me. Suffocate this nigga late at night. At least do a dry run. I'm just saying, don't really kill him.
This nigga education is horrible. And I don't talk about people education. That's not nothing to play with. But Speedy, I swear to God, Speedy literally is in the top 2 dumbest mother. Like Speedy, he makes me so mad when I talk to him. Like you ever get a nigga to make you mad when he talking? Like just shut the fuck. What? Speedy, what are you saying? This nigga is horrible.
Well, he's an alumni from Negro State.
This nigga's horrible, yo. You think I'm late? Elray, if you can hear this nigga, oh my God.
Me and Lewis are in tears.
Lewis Dix and Portis are in tears right now.
They fucking know I ain't lying. They know I ain't lying. I dare you. If y'all want to lose every sponsor y'all fucking got, let Speedy read that sponsor goddamn thing. I promise you all them fucking sponsors. This is brought to you. This is brought to you, Bud Light. Exclusivity. Okay, exclusivity. All right, okay. Let's take it back. Do we got time? Do we got time to take it back, guys? So many retakes for Speedy, dumbass. My goal is to kill everybody that ain't here. That's straight up Philly representing. Everybody that's not here to defend themselves goes down. Boom goes the dynamite.
This nigga's hysterical. I can't even.
He grew up in a funnier neighborhood than I did.
I can't front him. We're gonna go to. There's this topic out right now, not to bring it to a halt, because you was hysterical. I swear to God.
We needed that.
There was this topic about this lady from South Africa who won a gold medal in the 800 meters.
She won the world championship winner 800 meter in women's.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the officials are investigating whether she's really a female. And so we all looked at the video, or male. And we all saw the video online, and
I thought it was hits from the streets, nigga. I swear to God.
Can you picture if this is a woman? If this is a woman and she got a dude, like if she got a man, how fucked up do you feel when they investigate you? Come here, bitch. Come here. Bring your fast masculine ass over here. Sit down till we get these papers right.
Whoa.
Give it that cup and let's see what kind of blood. Listen, we need to check your genes, bitch.
Now, what's the lady? I'm gonna call her the lady.
Her name is Semenya.
Semenya?
Semenya.
That's almost Semenya.
It's a man.
Well, it's spelled semen, the first 5 letters.
That sounds like a man to me.
Whoa.
Lift the bitch working.
Well, her father says she's my little girl, and I raised her, and I have never doubted her gender.
Oh. But did you ever give her a bath, nigga?
She is.
That's a handsome young lady. I'll say that.
I thought it was a big clit for years.
Yeah. Does she wear tampons or tampons?
I thought it was a small penis. Now you telling me that now you saying it's what?
And I can't really tell because I watched.
Lisa Ray, you saw the picture.
Yeah,
I saw the video.
I saw the online video, and I can't really tell because you have that gender now that dress like boys and
that's
men,
what I call them.
and that's what they prefer to do.
But
I saw hair.
Yeah,
I
she
saw
had
mustache. But I mean, we do have.
my grandmother
It
got a
almost
mustache.
looked like she had a bulge down there too.
Yeah. I'm not saying I was Peter gazing, but they show a whole frontal picture. Now there's no chest.
No chest.
But a lot of them don't have chest because they run.
And
I see some nipples.
And her voice is very deep.
She could just
shout out to Claudia Jordan.
She could be.
Get over here.
But she has no breast at all. Like it was just
none.
Just
nipples.
None.
Nipples? That's a titty.
The camel toe was leaning to the right, though.
Listen.
Oh.
Wow. Listen to me, okay?
I heard he got a testicle tuck.
She probably got that Vienna sausage clip. I think it could possibly. She got that Vienna sausage.
Or either that a dick or her pelvis is hitchhiking.
Well, first of all, any bitch with more than 8 abs is a man to me.
If you ain't a superhero,
right? Any bitch that can take a punch in the stomach and still breathe, you a man. Listen.
Anybody laugh at a stun gun is a goddamn man. Lisa Ray, you saw the pictures.
I did.
You saw the video.
I can't tell.
My thing
but
is,
that's
why is the family saying, they don't question her gender? Like, would they ever? I mean, would they at all? I mean, like, that's almost like they doubt it.
That's an amendment of guilt.
Well, no.
That's like
they had to have been asked that question for them to say that.
Of course.
Yeah, the baby shower.
But as a dad, you got to be.
Hit us up on the Foxxhole lines at 877-2106-106. Her grandmother says that she was teased as a child because of her boyish look.
Of course she was. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah, that's what I did all through school. If you were dirty and boyish,
smell like pee,
or fat.
She played soccer with the boys too.
That's a boy. That's a dude. Now, goddamn it, I can't read and write as good as y'all.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She played soccer with the on the boys' league.
Yeah.
So why would they do that if she was a woman?
I don't know if it was a league. It could have been at a park.
She played flanker in the high school football team.
No, it could have been because soccer is a worldwide sport. It could have been at a park. It just says she played soccer with the boys.
You call it
when she played,
that's professionally.
Are you calling Joanna Man
slap
gay?
The shit out you.
Is that what you're saying? So you saying because Joanna Man went to the WNBA that he's a sissy?
Let me ask you this: do they really need the W on the NBA?
Those are some handsome young ladies.
If they shave, they'll be the Clippers.
Hey, I know a couple of females playing the WNBA. I have no comment in this particular area of this
I'm just saying.
Candace
discussion.
Parker's pretty.
She is.
Yes.
And Lisa Leslie.
But she got them Phil Jackson shoulders, though. She is pretty, but the shoulders are questionable.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, ladies. Do you want your sexuality questioned? Fuck that. Ladies and men.
No, you know what? Damn that. It is already, and it is what it is.
No.
What's embarrassing about it is that they are actually questioning it.
In a good way.
But it says a lot about her because it's like, is she gay? Is she gay?
Don't say her.
It doesn't say what her preference is.
Women, when your sexuality is questioned, though, it's in a good way. Like, with
No,
another
I don't
female.
think so.
No, what I mean by
You
sexuality.
looking at me telling me you think I'm a man, and I'm not.
That's not
If
possible.
you got an Adam's apple that's too big, I feel like the question should be asked.
Your Adam's apple look
Oh
like
wait, did we look
your
for
Adam's apple look like an egg roll, nigga.
Your Adam's apple look like you got a permanent dick in your throat. It's a chance that you're a man. Listen.
Did we look at the Adam's apple? Pull it back up.
It doesn't show the Adam's apple.
But pan down to the still picture.
Her eyebrows look like Louis Dick's mustache. Somebody look at her eyebrows. Listen, she's got Louis Dick's mustache over each eye.
They might be.
That's Louis Dick's.
Motherfucker like Willie and Lester, nigga.
Did Louis leave?
Yeah, he left.
Oh.
It takes him a while to start up the 94 Corolla.
Oh, he gone. He didn't even say bye to me.
He never says
I wonder
bye.
what's that about.
He has a problem with beautiful females.
Yes, he does.
Because
was his wife?
His wife was
light
fine.
skin.
I came from. She was fine. Light skin.
I was gonna say. I remember.
She's from Oakland too.
Kevin, get him because he's not here now. He is not here to defend himself. So kill him.
You know what? For you, El Ray, I will kill Louis.
Yeah, please.
Listen, I don't like Lewis's nose. Listen, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I feel like he breathes
He got the
way
nose
too
of
much.
one of the PJs.
Listen, he just breathes too much. I don't like the amount of air that he takes in.
So he's responsible for global warming.
It's too much. I think he
I was wondering why I was feeling sort of breath in here.
He inhales way too much.
Yeah, he can never do cocaine. I tell you that.
No, there's not a party. I tell you that. If there's cocaine around, they're supposed to be divvied up. You don't want to be behind Lewis. I tell you that much.
You don't be Paris Hilton behind that nose.
Ain't no line left when Lewis get done with it.
It's hysterical. Kevin, what are you doing?
Man, besides being a sex symbol, hey, Lisa Ray, I'm right now, I'm doing a lot of stuff, dude. Torn, just got done doing another movie, Death at a Funeral, that comes out February, I think. Chris Rock.
No, I thought ain't it on HBO or something?
No, that's Martin, Chris Rock, Tracy
There's a movie
Morgan.
called Death at a Funeral.
It's a British version. They did a remake of it.
So y'all stole that? Oh,
I didn't write it. Chris wrote it.
Chris who?
Rock. Chris Rock. He
Oh,
rewrote
no
it.
wonder why everybody hates
that.
Chris.
This is hilarious. Hilarious. Did that. I'm about to do an HBO special. Get ready to tape that. Torn. Something out 2,000, almost 3,000 seats by myself. Bar. Take that to the face.
Who else on the tour with you? I'm just asking.
Just me.
You know, I do stand up, from time to time.
And I'm trying to get a job.
Lisa Ray trying to get a job. I'm just asking.
Well, the only reason why I wouldn't book you, Johnny, is because of your dreads. And it's not you. It's just you got a neo-soul vibe with you, and it fucks
about
up.
a bitch.
Listen,
Wow.
It fucks up
It's
my...
about a bitch.
No, listen, I'm just
Shouts
saying,
out to Floetry.
Listen, it fucks
Fucking up. Gary Coleman's illegitimate child-looking motherfucker.
It just fucks up what I got going. Johnny come out, let his hair down. You just changed the whole vibe of my shit, man.
Now, I got a vibe. This nigga sitting there with some goddamn juju beads around his goddamn neck.
You gonna disrespect Christ? You gonna disrespect Christ?
Jesus. I didn't see it's the same size as you, nigga. That's why I didn't see it.
I look like I'm on the cross.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was. When did Jesus cross his legs? I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen Jesus with his legs.
Jesus got on the fitted cap on my cross. Yeah, you got me. Fuck you, John.
Kevin, how long have you been doing comedy?
Sex symbol. It just came. The whole sexy thing just came within the last 2 months. You gotta understand, I've been in the gym hard. If you look at my back, you can tell. A lot of push-ups, perfect push-ups, perfect pull-ups. I've been doing a lot of that stuff.
I'm talking about the gym.
Do you really work
not
out?
at home?
Oh, you talking about the jungle gym?
Tell you something, if I take my shirt off right now, it's gonna look like a nigga drew my body. Okay? That's how serious this shit is. That's how serious it is up under here right now.
I want to see.
I really don't.
I do.
Listen.
I just want to let
I don't
everybody
like the
know if
fact
it's real
that
or
Johnny's
not.
chest, as you gotten older, your chest is just sagged. This shit used to be muscles. This nigga check.
You got man breath.
It look like
gravity, nigga.
This nigga has a delayed body reaction. His skin is falling. This nigga's skin is sagging.
The bad part is that you're looking at my body, but I understand. This is what you aspire to be.
So anyway, my arms are really this
Hold on, I
big.
can't
How you
see
doing,
this. I
ladies?
can't see- oh.
The thing.
Well, look, gentlemen. Ladies came in. He said, "What?"
Did you see that segue?
Shift the show.
So
over to
anyway,
the right.
I work tries a day. How y'all doing, ladies? The thing
These
about me.
these are some beautiful black women. Y'all are some gorgeous
Yes,
black
they are.
women. Shouts out to the young lady that's not wearing a bra. I appreciate that you come out without a bra like that.
Johnny didn't wear one either. Listen, look at Johnny.
That's just my posture. So, we're going to take a quick break and come back and see why.
Oh yeah. You see, if you're gonna host, you're gonna have to host. He's gonna have to give you the cue card.
Are we doing
earlier,
the announcement now? Drum roll. Can we get a drum roll? All right, I love it. For all of you out there who enjoy the Foxxhole, the Foxxhole is hitting the road.
Yeah!
Oh my goodness.
We will be coming to a town near you starting September 5th. We will be in Atlanta.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Real quick.
so keep it locked for your chance to
Shout out
win
to
front
Buffett.
row tickets to Jamie Foxx's Blame It Tour. We're giving away Stiletto Sirius radios.
Right, not stiletto shoes.
Not shoes.
Right.
So we'll be in your town, so stay
Wait a minute.
tuned how you can get up
Let
on
me,
all that.
I'm trying to find that give a fuck.
And we also be giving out Soul Train in its entirety. The Soul Train should have been
That was
played.
pretty good. I'm gonna use that. I promise you I will.
Some people,
Okay.
despite what you might think.
Wait till your HBO special come out. Watch how bad I killed that.
I'm trying to find a give a fuck. Okay, got it. Got it.
She was so focused on what I had to say.
You had to break that up.
What is he trying to find?
Kevin, you really are funny.
Hey man, I'm trying to be dude.
I can't front on you. Really are funny.
Yes, he
I'm
is.
trying to go and get this modeling gig popping.
Just modeling.
Just stick to the
Well,
comment.
you posing for bowling trophies all over again?
Johnny's funny, too.
Rolls Royce need a new emblem on the car, nigga.
Just put your feet up.
Because you know the Taco Bell dog died. That's you right there.
Look how I get.
Oh my
Taco Bell dog.
Look how I get off of me. Speedy is dumb as shit. You ever hear Speedy read? That's how I get off of me. Y'all get on me too bad, I go right to Speedy. This dumbass nigga Speedy.
Kevin Hart, you do work a lot. I give you props.
All day,
I saw
every
you
day.
in Fool's Gold.
Yes, sir.
Matthew McConaughey and
Kate Hudson.
And Kate Hudson, I saw you all that. You know what I'm saying? I give black folks props when they're doing the right thing and doing good things.
Thank you, man. Thank
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Johnny, we've already had a positive relationship.
Right.
As much as we fuck with each other, as much as positivity comes from me, I will say that I get those calls from me on a regular basis when I'm doing things good. You call me and reach out to me all the time.
Because you know what? Besides being a fellow comic, you're really a nice guy. And I hate to give you your compliments in your face, because when you leave this motherfucking studio, I'm going to talk real bad about you and mean it.
Before you got here too. No.
Yeah, before you got here, I was, I don't want to tell him to bring the high chair because Kevin Hart was coming. I did do that. do that.
You know what? I don't mind, dude. I don't mind. I can take it from you.
Shouts out to all the beautiful women just walked in with the great breasts. I just give that shout out too.
All right.
They helping us keep abreast of things.
Too tall for me.
I don't know if those were nipples or you had some baby toes in your shirt. I didn't know what they was.
Shouts out to baby booties.
Baby toes. Hey, he sounds like Speedy a little bit.
Which part?
I keep turning around and I swear to God, I keep reading Speedy. What the fuck? That's not Speedy.
You talking about TDP?
Yeah, a little bit. TD, just a little bit, not a lot. I ain't gonna fuck with you, TD.
Do your thing. You killing me.
No, I ain't gonna fuck with you, but you do.
Hey, man, don't be scared of him, man.
Why
I'm scared of him. I'm bigger than him. Why would I be scared of him?
First of all, y'all shit down when it comes to jokes and me on this fucking microphone. Y'all better be scared, because I slay niggas.
Stop it.
Who you talking about?
Stop it.
Whoever want to get slayed. Punks jump up to get beat down. You want some, big boy? Are you jumping?
TDP, you gonna
Wait, I feel like I need to say, put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Are you jumping up? Are you jumping up?
Do what you gotta do.
You getting swole over here?
This show is over at 4. This show is over at 4. I'll show you what I got in store.
TDP from South Central.
What that mean? That don't got shit
That don't
to do.
mean nothing.
That don't got shit to do with that crocodile mouth.
You said you got the crocodile smile?
That gorilla bite you got over there, TP.
Damn.
I can run after this.
And what's so funny about his jokes is that they just be real. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kevin Hart.
Real, true. Like, you got, I can
That
see
nigga,
that.
Kevin Hart is funny as fuck.
I lay you 500 to 1. TP can eat that Snickers and not touch a peanut. He can not touch a peanut if he eat that goddamn Snickers right there. You can eat around the peanut with that set of teeth you got, TP. I've never seen a more separated mouth in my life.
His father's name was Jabba Jaw.
Let me see. Oh.
He got that smile that you can't show all the way, that you got to laugh and cough at the same time.
Lisa Ray.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Lisa Ray.
I don't do that.
This nigga stupid.
Johnny Mac. Johnny.
This nigga say he laugh and cough at the same time.
Because he can't show it, so he got to cover his laugh up with a cough.
I want to ask Lisa Ray some
I'm fucking with you, TP.
No, but those are old jokes, but enjoy yourself.
TP, I don't have jokes.
Enjoy yourself.
I don't have jokes, TP. I'm just
Enjoy yourself.
It's TDP, man.
I'm cool in the gang.
Man, fuck him, man.
He gonna hit me when I leave.
But he's too little for me to really, I just.
Everybody's too little for you.
You can wear that nigga as a belt buckle, nigga. Trust me. Don't worry about him, nigga. Lisa Ray, let's talk about you and your career because.
Don't touch me, you. Nigga right here,
God bless you.
This nigga is Proposition 8 ass nigga over here.
This nigga said, God bless you.
God bless you. At the end of the day, it's about Jesus.
We have another guest in the house.
Go ahead, Porter. This nigga is stupid, man.
We have an industry.
What is
An industry
WWC?
vet in the house. His name is Kawan Prather. Everybody, please welcome. Am I saying it right?
KP
Kawan?
works.
KP,
what up, boy?
What up?
Now, KP, let everybody know who you are and the decision of wearing that thick ass sweater.
You know what?
Of Hollywood. We get into that later.
No, because I'm a fly nigga from College Park, so it's like we do polo. You know, it's cold out here. It's a desert sometimes.
I don't know.
Last night I got fucked up and had a t-shirt on.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Got cold.
Okay. See, it's a method.
See, this that shit.
There's a man on this show. Johnny ain't even give him a chance.
Hey,
I'm like, hey, I'm KP. Goddamn, watch out, nigga.
I'm just saying.
Hey, everybody, KP.
Before you put that sweater on, nigga.
Comedian over here, because it's all y'all comedians is just loud and just boisterous, just
But you know
opinionated
what?
and
Your
just so-
beauty outweighs all our comedy. And
Well,
you notice
I feel like I'm playing double dutch over here, like 25, 35, 45, 50.
that's Lewis when he's jacking off. KP.
He is actually the senior vice president of A&R for Island Def Jam.
Yes, sir.
And tell us
What
some
does
people.
that mean?
Yeah, what is
I
that?
sign the niggas y'all listen to.
So you're responsible for all that shit.
All this bullshit.
Every so often.
Clean on the inside,
Clean
dope on the outside. What the fuck is that?
No. I sign T.I. Sound. Like I work with Outkast and Goody Mob. Like I do good shit too.
Okay,
shit, yo.
so like you
Hey,
signed
John
T.I. Explain to me because I don't know how the record industry works. You know what I'm saying? I just know niggas
Yeah,
get on
right.
an album with some bullshit. I
Right.
don't really buy albums anymore, but keep going. But what do you mean by you find them and you sign them? What is the process of finding someone? Because here at the Foxxhole, we try to sign some people too, just in case some people with talent. We had a dude come in last week. The nigga really had talent. He had a whole lot of dudes with him, but we get into that later. I don't, how do you find somebody and sign them, and how do you know the good shit from the bullshit?
No, I just sign shit I like. Like I grew up in a situation where musically I grew up in a Dungeon family. It's like Outkast, Goody Mob. So it's like it's a certain bar.
The Dungeon family.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like that's where it's like It's about taste. It's about go. Oh, there you go.
Red dirt.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I just had a question for you. Not that I'm trying to get signed.
No.
Because I'm a comedian. But if
comedians don't rap.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. But if I was,
why not? Gangsters rap.
No, I'm saying that was sarcastic.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if I were trying to get signed, would this be hot? Motherfuckers don't know it, but I do know. If you don't believe me, then come to the show. All I know, bitch, you don't want to get with this. That's what I wrote so far. When I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to see.
You gotta get you a ghostwriter.
Just to see. I'm trying to see where I am.
Yeah, really a ghostwriter.
I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to get signed, but like if I was, do I got something to work with?
Nah, not really. No, but you funny as hell though. Like that shit funny as hell.
Thank you.
So how do you find out? This nigga's stupid. How do you know the good shit from the bullshit? How would you know?
I mean, I don't know if you know. It's like it's taste. It's personal taste. It's like I like shit that makes sense.
Like, give me an example. Like, okay, do you like the cream on the inside? Whatever the fucking song is. Very hot song.
Nah.
You don't like that?
On the outside,
nah, that's
cream
not my jam.
on the inside.
Do you like that type of music?
Nah, that's not really my jam. But I mean, if it's in a club, if I'm drunk enough.
Did he just say my jam?
Jam, yeah, like jamming on the one, old school shit. Yeah,
just told his age, didn't he?
Jamming on the one.
It's the blessing to get old.
57.
Yeah,
told his age.
Who knew?
Did you or did you not? Are you responsible for "I'm a Jerk"? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
First of all, I like that song.
Yeah, shit jamming.
I like I'm a jerk.
You don't like clean on the outside, cream on the inside.
I don't.
But you like I'm a jerk.
But the difference is it's like a young nigga doing I'm the jerk. Like, but if it's an old nigga talking stupid shit. That's different.
like Jay-Z age old. I mean, because I like Pro Tools. Women said deaf to auto tunes. I like that.
Yeah,
voice too light.
The colors too bright. So, do you sign niggas with skinny jeans also?
I haven't. No.
You don't like skinny jeans.
I'm a chubby nigga. I can't really relate.
You are kind of chubby.
KP,
I'm cute, but I'm a chubby nigga.
I don't know if you're really cute.
I wanted to ask.
I mean, like in a California raisin kind of way, you might be. I don't know how you view yourself.
Tell me something, right?
I don't know with the Crocus sweater. I don't know if you know how I go with that.
I wanted to ask.
Was it frogs in that sweater before you put it on? I'm sorry.
I wanted to ask KP. You've been around and you have been behind a lot of outstanding groups such as Outkast and Goody Mob. Do you see the music industry going back to a special time where music was better, I guess?
I mean, I think it has to, because the problem is people aren't buying the bullshit. So it's like, if you want to sell, it's got to be worth something to somebody.
But they're buying the ringtones and downloading the singles.
Yeah, but it doesn't make enough money to sustain an artist. Like, the thing is, as a record company, you have to have enough money coming in to keep putting money back out.
So, KP, are you saying that most of these artists are broke?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that. So all you ladies that's going out to the album listening party,
yeah, the
Johnny Mac is the nigga you need to get with.
Yeah, the nigga with the dreads.
You get all the buffalo wings.
The light-skinned nigga with the dreads and the toe ring.
It's crazy that you say that, though.
No, not the toe ring.
Just said you got a toe ring on.
Oh, you talking about me with a toe ring?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not a comedian.
I didn't want to get into it. The nigga that built like Big Bub. I didn't want to get into it. Fucking light bulb built motherfucker.
That's funny because I seen Big Bub on Who's the Man. That was on TV yesterday.
Who's the Man? Who was that?
You Dr. Dre and Ed Lover.
Very good
movie.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Every rapper.
KP, it's crazy that you say that about music, though, because that's the only thing that's preventing me from coming out with my album, Kiss Me While I'm Not Looking. The thing, my album, basically, what it is, it's like hard, but at the same time, it's got sensitive side, like, for an example, like one of my tracks that I got that's gonna probably drop late next month.
Tevin Campbell did it for you?
No, it's like just an example. It's like, I do like what Drake do. I sing and rap in my own songs, and it's like, oh girl, bitch, you don't know who I am, and I don't know your man. That's a lot of my songs aren't finished, but the outline of them. Yeah, the outline of them.
That's a great idea.
You see what I'm saying, though? It's basically where I am as an artist, and to hear you say,
it's gotta start somewhere.
Right.
It helps
somewhere. Me.
See, KP, it's your fault. You keep falling to the bullshit. This guy right here is giving you uncut
real
music.
shit.
This is right off the top of the dome.
My shit is raw.
He don't even need no studio.
No, my shit is raw. It's cold outside, so I'ma heat it up. Let a nigga come and I'ma beat it up.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa!
No, my audience is very metrosexual.
Whoa.
So before you say anything, I
already knew.
Sound like you blowing the whistle without your mouth on it, nigga.
First of all, beat it up is not what you think. You go right to Gateville, Johnny.
No, I didn't go anywhere.
Ever since Johnny came out of jail, you go straight there.
No.
We're gonna find out.
Hold on for a second.
I'm gonna find out what happened. I'm gonna talk to you.
It's cold outside. I'm gonna heat it up. Nigga talk shit. I'm gonna beat it up.
Talk shit.
Are you gonna finger bang this nigga?
See, that translated. And Johnny Maxwell, that translated, I'm gonna pull his drawers down and push his head in the wall and take it. That's what they did in jail.
Hey, man.
That's what you did.
Johnny go right to rape.
First of all, I was a top-notch hair braider. No, I'm just kidding.
Hysterical.
The first ever Foxxhole Award Show is coming January 1st. For a complete list of award nominees and categories, go to Sirius.com/Foxxhole, where you can place your vote. Also, if you're driving now, well then hit us up, 877-210-610, and leave us a message with your vote. And here's one of our nominees for Best Guest.
We got a very special guest.
Why your voice all sexy, man?
Can't believe he came back for more.
I don't know if it's turning you on. We got a very special host. He came down from his celebrity ship to, render us villagers and us peasants.
Came down to the hood.
Oh, yeah, he came down to the hood. That's basically what happened. We're going to talk about the haircut after that. But he's our very special guest host. I love this cat. Gentleman and a scholar. I know him from way back when he was.
True.
We go way back. We playing basketball. We get into that later.
That's real.
My good friend.
Your good friend.
My great friend.
That's true.
Your friend.
Buddy.
The host of G's to Gents.
Oh, yeah.
Your favorite show?
Mr. I do love that show. I watch that show with tissue because niggas gonna start crying on the motherfucker.
They crying on the show now.
Mr. Fonzworth Bentley
in the
Give it
building.
up, Fonzworth Bentley.
What's happening, Foxxhole?
His name is Derek Watkins.
Let's get into it. That's true.
Tell
That's
him,
right.
T.
Yeah, no,
Watkins
Chris.
or
I know
Watkins?
Chris.
It's a Watkins.
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 You know, you know how you see
Royale?
those trucks that go by and they say Watkins on them?
That's all
I'm
it is.
getting no money from it, but, obviously it's a slave
Well, you should get a
name.
free ride.
It's a slave name.
That's a slave.
Slave,
You're far from a slave.
All y'all last names are slave names.
As if Fonzworth Bentley wasn't a slave. That's a nigga that was in the house,
At
though.
least that's a slave master.
That's a
Owner.
brand. That's a luxury brand.
So, hey, you look healthy, man.
I am. I've
Why
been
are
living
you looking
greener.
at this nigga
I've been
healthy?
living green. I've been living greener. I'm glad you said that.
You know what?
Listen,
You
I'm
all
on this
can be
greener mentality.
inferior. I'm a man.
Can we
I
let him
say that.
speak? You asked him a question.
No, I'm on this greener thing, and I think all of us, just taking better care of our temples. Like I just stopped eating pork.
What would you give advice to our panel
I
here
just-
as far as their eating habits and eating?
Well, I mean, I live greener, and it's like I'm only giving beef completely away. That's too much of a stretch. But
I
one
put
steak a month.
lettuce on my burger.
One steak.
He eats apple now later.
And your women's man.
Mystery
Strawberry
mix.
shortcake is not a
Mystery mix in the house. No, but
Define what that means, though, being green.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying, like, just really staying focused on your diet, and also even from an Obama perspective, like I've really begun to recycle. I'm trying to take better. I actually do drive a Prius. You know what I mean? And a lot of this happened. I went to Chile. Oh yeah, it's sitting on them things. It's sitting on them things. But I went to Chile. I don't know, a couple years ago, and I went to see the glacier in Patagonia.
You say you went to where?
Chile.
Not Chili's.
Oh, I thought the baby back ribs.
Not Friday.
Not the baby back rib spot?
No, that's something else.
Chile.
Oh, okay.
and went to Patagonia and the glacier there. Let me say, it's one of the most. I urge all of you. It's one of the most amazing things I had ever seen. But one of the things that they have on the side of the glacier, you see the rock there, and you see like 1950s, 60s, 70s, and it goes on, and you can literally see global warming, and it really just in another way, just say it like, wow, like look what is happening.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
So you're way over the heads of
Yeah,
almost everybody.
877.
No, not really.
I got you.
But Obama's about this
I'm
green
rolling the
thing, and
passport.
we riding
I
with
don't have a
Obama.
passport.
No, I get you.
I know what you're talking about.
I did. No, what kind? You yoga or something?
No, I don't do none of that. No.
Remember you said he was like
I may
the
do a
60s?
push up. I may get 15 in.
15 what?
But I was trying to get right for spring. This is still a work in progress. But now summer. It's now you know how you just keep pushing it back. I'm gonna be right for the summer.
You gotta put some
spring.
2009.
But I've been working really hard. So I haven't been eating like I should. So I'm actually going home tomorrow. Your mom always.
Oh
makes
yeah,
sure
get
she
some
fatting
home
you up.
cooking.
Yep.
Get some weight on.
So
Yeah.
you lost a little weight? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I just been not by. It's a new diet, so obviously, you know what I mean. But I've been my energy's better. I wake up earlier. For no reason.
What is earlier?
Huh? What's earlier?
Yeah.
12:30. Somewhere around like 11:45. But But I will say my energy's been better. You know what I mean?
What kind of
But
energy?
yeah, you don't do anything. What do you do?
Wow.
What do I do?
Well, I mean, as far as you don't do construction. You don't do construction.
No, he's talking about his alert. You know, his energy with his business. He wakes up and he gets to business. He's not
I think you're
necessarily.
talking about your sexual energy, because
Well,
that's why I get up early.
It definitely helps there too. But you know,
I get up at 6:30.
So you more of a
every
That's
morning.
because that buzzer goes off.
All
Sales
inmates,
open.
all inmates report to child.
That's your belly ringing. They tell you to eat. So I get up at 6:30.
That's
I do
really
a
good.
boxing regimen. I still like get up.
Okay, that's good.
Now I might not leave the house, but I do get up
Yeah.
at 6:30. Do my little exercise. You can say I'm physically fit. A lot of fat niggas get mad
won't
at
say
you because you're physically fit.
What fat niggas are you talking about?
Speedy.
Do we have to say the
Buddy
N
Lewis.
word today?
Yes, we do. That's
All
what we
right.
do here.
Nigga.
We're not gonna change the whole show because you hosting. Now I say the word nigga.
I don't
At least
say
I
it.
didn't beat a woman.
I don't say
Yeah.
that. Oh, you
Whoa.
two wrongs
Might
don't
as well
make
go
a
ahead
right.
and get into
Two
that.
wrongs don't make a
But
But
right.
it make you swollen.
So,
If you want to call in and talk to
we all know.
Mr. Bentley,
Let's go ahead and
8772-106-106 is the number. That's 8772
Call in.
106-106.
But while we're there, let's talk about, the Chris Brown, he actually, what was it, Thursday, he went to court actually.
Right,
he was charged with, it's 2 felonies, correct?
Right.
2 felonies.
4
He
years.
was charged with felony count of assault and making criminal threats.
Okay.
Facing 4 years.
What did you think of his outfit?
His ensemble?
This nigga, he
Well,
is-
because he's a fashion guy.
No, but it's more than that.
He's
So,
in court.
I gotta tell you, here's my posture on the whole thing. All right, because
Your posture on the whole
yeah, none of us know
How he
what
sits.
happened. No. On just the whole idea. What's
Well, we
going
do
on
know
with that.
something happened.
Well, there was
Yeah, no.
an affidavit released as well.
Yeah, but
Either she had an allergic reaction to glass, or that she got
but
swollen
here's
up.
my thing, like, and especially, and Marcus knows this, but dealing with the folks on From G's to Gents, like someone who, and he said in 2007 in Giant Magazine that he came from an abusive home. His stepfather beat his mom, and when you come from an environment like that, it really you have instincts that you may not even know that you have. And,
I don't believe in that.
But hold on, but what I'm saying,
believe in that.
this is very real.
That's
All
not true.
This is very
I think
real.
that's an
This is
excuse.
Why not
I'm
just
not
accept-
giving him an excuse.
Why not
But I'm just saying.
accept what he did?
Let him
He was
finish.
wrong.
He did do it.
Yes.
He did do it.
He was wrong.
He did do it. But what I'm saying is that when folks like that, they grow up in environments like that, they have different instincts. A lot of times they have different behaviors, and there's no excuse for that. But it is a very real thing. I deal with this on our show, our transformational show. And one of the things for me is whether you're a fan of Chris or Rihanna or not, I think we should all be in a posture of prayer for both of them, because this is a deep issue, and this is something
No.
that I believe that he can overcome.
No.
But this is a very serious issue, and there's some real things that he's gonna find going through this.
I beg to differ.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
just my
praying. I got
posture.
Why
daughters.
not?
I have daughters. I'm not going to take that, because if you do that with seem like we're doing that with every single person that comes along that hits. Oh, well, in his family. Why not just stand up and go, hey man, I was wrong, and I'll deal with it. My daughter called me. My 11-year-old daughter called me and said, Dad, why did he do that? And then I'm like, okay, this is the bullshit. So I'm going to let her know no man is supposed to touch you for no reason. I don't care what happened in his past life. I don't give a fuck what's going on.
This is
why
very true.
he lost the
He knows
domino
right
game.
from wrong.
This is very true.
Do you have
This
a
is
daughter?
very
Do
true.
you have a
This
daughter?
is I don't have any children.
Look,
This is very true.
So you're looking from a
Sterile.
different point.
No,
There's
I'm
some
not.
brothers in here with daughters who go, I'm not accepting it. You know what? I will go do time like Johnny Mack if a nigga hit
about
my
a bitch.
daughter.
And
That's
listen, I agree that it was wrong, and there's no excuse for it. I am just telling you psychologically
Where it comes from.
Where it comes from,
That's
and this
okay.
is a very
It's an
real
excuse,
thing.
It's more of an
But
explanation.
it's an excuse.
It's not an excuse. I'm not excusing what he did. I'm not excusing what he
Chris
did.
Brown isn't saying that. He's just saying.
I'm saying
sometimes this stuff is just innate.
He's never said this. No one from his whole camp has even said what I'm saying. You understand?
Okay, then why are you saying it?
Because it's real. I deal with it every week, and people are saying this. And as the stories continue to grow on the show From Jesus Gents, you see how folks' families and how they grow. Obama talked about this when he talked about and addressed the black family and talked about the importance in those first years and growing up in the environment you grow up. You know very well that the way in which you grow up has a lot to do with the way you become and the way you react and the type of behavior.
What you're saying is
Period.
true.
Period.
What you're saying is true, Bentley, but now you're growing. You're grown. So when you were growing up, these things will have an impression on you. You see your parents or the relationship you was in was abused. But now you're grown.
Right.
And you can make right from wrong. It's no excuse because I grew up in a decent household. My mother was a school teacher. My father worked construction. It wasn't no beating and shit going on. But yet I took the path of the unrighteous. I did the wrong things. So what kind of excuse is that? When you're growing up, you look at your parents. I'm going to be like my dad. I'm going to be like my mom. That's why they're your parents. They have supervision over you. But when you're a grown man, you out there making your money, doing what you got to do, you take responsibilities for yourself. Here's the reason why. Only you will be the nigga locked up.
But he's only.
They ain't gonna lock up your parents.
What do you think about him being 19 years old?
I don't give a fuck if he's 29.
Yeah, but come on, Johnny Mac. Now come on. First of all, you know how ignorant. I know how ignorant I was at 25. Right. Just keeping it all the way funky. Right. So at 19 years old. You know what I mean? Like, dude, come
What
on.
if she slapped the shit out of him?
Still.
Twice.
No.
3 times.
3 times a lady?
Took your donut gem, Speedy. All
right, listen.
Here.
Come on. My point is,
go ahead, Lil.
I think men have a thing in life, and everybody's checks and balances that you go through. And I think just like as my son is 16, he has to learn that you don't do that. You don't do that from putting your hands on your sister. You have to be checked, even talking to your mom. There's a check and balance. I think I don't know if he has a father, but I don't think so. Has he met her father? See, these things are important because if you meet me and I look you in the eye and shake your hand and I eat with you, then you're going to think twice before you put your hands on my daughter.
And speaking of fathers, from what it looks like from the media, that her father is really nonchalant about this, that he's in support of whatever decision she decides to make. I just read an interview he did with some magazine, and he just does not seem, he says he's not happy or sad about it, that he's numb to the situation.
But then again, you don't understand her family background as well.
But
maybe that's why she's putting up with it.
From Jamaica.
But let me ask you, when are men around going to start checking? Because that boy should be checked by all these so-called men in the industry who are around, Puffy and all these cool guys. Why ain't they stepping to him, checking him?
Because they probably smacking up bitches.
Well, but see, somebody. That's what I'm saying. At what point these little thugs? Tyrese. Somebody's got to check his little behind. His punk behind.
What did Tyrese do to you?
Yeah, what?
Tyrese actually allegedly hit his pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But none of us will see them out in the club. What's up, man? How you doing, homie?
We don't know what they're doing.
But you know what?
We don't know if they're stepping to
Like Michael Strahan should be stepped to putting a tracking device.
And again,
nobody wants.
That's a good idea.
And again, this is why I said that I believe we should be in a posture of prayer. Because this is a serious situation for both of them and both of their families.
No, step 2 and 3.
Well, we got a phone call, and I'm going to talk about that posture of prayer.
Is it Chris
after
Brown?
this? We got a phone call.
Okay.
We got my man Charles from Texas. What up, Charles?
What's up, Charles?
What up? I just wanted to drop this on y'all. I got 2 daughters, and I feel what you're saying as far as I don't want no man putting their hands on my daughter, but I grew up in a household where my dad, real dad, do some sick stuff to my mom, but she stepped up like a lady, and she decided that situation wasn't for her. And I was around my stepdad, and I give him all the credit in the world because I don't know if I could be man enough to raise somebody else's kid, but this guy taught me how to be a man. He was with my mom until the day she died. Stopped going to work to be with her. But we don't know the full situation. But I just want to ask you guys, can a woman do anything to a man and it doesn't matter? That's my question for y'all. Meaning,
as far as whether or not he hit her?
Life or death. You got to protect yourself.
Slap him, jump up in his face, saying you can't. I want to know.
Jump up in your face.
But here's that's another issue that as we're talking about raising kids, that's something you got to raise your daughters to understand too. First of all, women shouldn't challenge men like that. There is a learning process for both men and women as it relates to growing up. There are a lot of women in today's society who don't have fathers, so they don't know how to deal with men.
Right.
Wait, that is true.
Right.
And I'm trying to tell you, there are some women who believe that the way you talk to a man is I can talk to you anyway.
And buddy,
any old way. And that's why I talk to my daughter and I explain to her that's not the way you talk
but let's
to a
not
man.
forget,
That's not the way you talk to
Chris
people.
didn't just smack Rihanna. He beat the shit out of her. He didn't just smack her
I'm not talking about
to get her off or whatever happened, but he really beat her.
What I'm not doing is I'm not justifying what
he
what
allegedly.
He did,
Let me put the alleged.
or putting a
allegedly.
I'm not saying what he did was right or how far it went or whatever. What I'm talking about is the precursor to that. We do not know what was the situation prior to whatever made him strike out. Like, no.
Does it matter?
You know what?
Yes, it does. Speedy. What I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say is there's a learning curve when you're an adult. There's a learning curve for men and for women, and there's a certain way as a woman, there's a certain way you need to deal with men, and there's a man, there's a certain way you need to deal with women. And you cannot challenge a man to manhood stuff.
You gonna make me start hitting you, nigga? If you don't stop, Claudia.
As my first words on the show today, as someone
kind of like the Celebrity Apprentice, but go ahead.
Again, #1 show on NBC. I missed yours.
That's all right.
It came on at the same time.
Nigga, the animals even stopped watching this show on Animal Planet.
I saw a baby turn the show off. The bullshit.
But it was a baby alligator.
No.
I'd rather be a person than watch this shit.
No.
Yeah, come on. All right, back to the point. Come on, Claudia.
Back to being serious for a second. As someone who's had experience on 3 sides of this issue, I've seen my parents get into it, and I never disclosed some of the stuff that happened in my household growing up that I got to see. But I saw some vicious things happening in my household, you know what I mean? Where I'm sure they'll come back and be used as jokes against me later on. Yep. But I
got 2.
Listen, I seen bones being broken. I seen noses broke. I seen stuff happen.
Chicken bones.
I ain't got no more jokes now.
Come on.
Seriously,
Stop.
let me fucking talk for real. This is a serious issue.
This is very serious.
And I grew up seeing that. And then my father wasn't really around. So one can say that I really don't have a lot of experience with a man in my life because my dad wasn't really around. So Buddy Lewis's theory could come into play. But still, as a small, petite man against a strong woman, no matter how much shit I talk and how much I can challenge a guy, there's so many different things he could do before you have to go to the extent of punching a woman in her face. He could easily hem her up by her wrist and push her out the way before you go into punching a girl in her face. Even if yes, a woman should, and black women, we are notorious for challenging a man and getting up in his face and sometimes asking for it. But there's so many things. As a man, he can be like, you know what, you can be out of pocket and be crazy, but I'm not going to punch you in your face. I'm going to hold your wrist down. I'll take your hands and put it behind your back. There's so many things we can do before it leads to a full-on punching.
And let me ask you this, Claudia. How do you know what you would do? You ain't a man.
I've been in the situation where I fought.
But how do you know what you would do? You're not a man.
I'm not saying what I would
She's
do.
saying
I'm saying
suggestions
what
a man should do.
But see here. But I think Lewis made a great point when he said, like my daughter, I have a daughter that's 3 and one that's 4. I don't.
15, 36, 24.
Your oldest is right next to
you.
you.
Your 2-year-old got a 1-year-old.
13 in the corner.
The 13-year-old's a grandmother.
Come on, Speedy.
The point is, I don't let my son hit my daughter. And I tell him, boys is not supposed to hit girls. And it starts right there. When you let your son hit you, I don't care what she does. Well, she shouldn't have threw the thing at him. No. You let him find out, okay, well, if she do certain shit, I can get her back. No, you don't hit her at all. And that's the way you got to keep it there. It should be no excuse why a man hits a woman.
But
you can walk away.
No,
Dude
and
can
listen,
walk away.
and listen,
What about
Speedy,
these houses when there's no man in the house? What do you say to that?
Right. And see,
Exactly.
what do I say to
You
that?
see a lot of
Once again,
That goes back to my point.
Yeah.
You raising your daughter and your son
And
at certain
see a lot-
days.
to your point, this is one of the importance of G's to Gents. When we teach about chivalry, listen. When we teach about chivalry, it's important for the gentleman to understand this, but I always encourage the female audience, which our female audience is like incredibly booming. But it's important for a woman to know the ethics and the things as far as chivalry, because you need to know how you are to be treated and demand that respect.
True.
Without demand.
And
I would say command,
no, you can
not demand.
No, you can demand that respect without yelling or telling somebody, just the way you posture yourself and carry yourself. My mama walk to the door and look at you. She won't open the door. She'll just be looking.
I think the problem is in a lot of these households where you have a woman at the head of the household that's dealing with a lot of things on her own. She's stressed the hell out, and then she comes off very aggressive because she has to be the mother and the father in the household.
Right.
She may have an attitude, a chip on her shoulder, sick of trifling ass men
She
dogging her.
probably bad mouths the man
does.
to the kids.
And my mom was really good about that. She didn't do that about my dad, but a lot of women do that, and your daddy wasn't shit. So then the kids come up like that, and the women have low expectations, and the men see how their mother
But
was acting.
I'm confused. Because are we saying kids or are we saying adults?
We're saying it starts as a kid
Adults are
and
kids.
as they're growing up.
You make decisions, but psychologically, a lot of this stuff can affect you, is what they're saying.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. What about the good thing that goes on in the house or I've seen in a relationship or like I said, my parents or my brothers and sisters? What about all the good things? Because what I don't like about it is that if I do the bad thing, they say, well, the daddy wasn't there. But if I do a good thing, they say Johnny Mac overcame being a single parent, from a single parent and all this other
I'll
good
tell
shit.
you.
We accept the responsibility for the good shit, but we blame somebody for the bad shit.
Well, I tell you this, Johnny. You know
we got
what?
a quick question, buddy, Lou, before you get your eyebrows or the hair on your ears start flowing. We
Start
got
braiding up.
Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Not Michael Jordan. We got Larry Jordan.
Oh, my
on
brother.
the line.
That's my brother.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Remember? Oh, shit.
He got beat up?
What up, Larry?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Now, Larry, quick question real quick. How
He
old
has a question.
Can the nigga talk?
This nigga
I
here.
was going to ask him a question.
Kill
Hold on,
yourself.
hold on.
If he can't get to the sister, he can get to the
Come on, Larry. Let's hear your question.
Go
Thanks
ahead,
for
Larry.
calling in.
Hey, I actually wanted to apologize to Claudia. I never realized the psychological implications of my beatings on her have had until
You a man after my own heart.
I used to whoop his ass growing up.
Can we pay you to do it again?
He's younger. I used to whoop his ass.
Hopefully I beat her tonight.
Where did you...
Go ahead, Larry.
I apologize
Great
for
show.
those. I am
Put you in touch with
sorry.
Lavelle.
I didn't
I
mean-
want to bite her shoulder.
Go ahead, Larry.
Hey, I'm not that far away, brother. I'm not that far away. But I just wanted to make a comment about I work in the school system. And I used to work in the Baltimore school system, and I had broken up more fights, and I still continue to break up more fights between boys and girls than I do boys on boys or girls on girls. So it's just a sad state of some of the things that our young people are experiencing, some of the things that they're seeing at home, and they bring it to school. And it's okay for a girl to step in a boy's face, and it's okay for a boy to step in a girl's face and physically challenge them, verbally abuse them. It's sad. I constantly deal with it time and time again, and just really wanted to comment, not really ask the question, but just, let you guys know what I'm seeing in the school systems now. It's just really sad, these conflicts that are happening between boys and girls.
Now,
Okay, go ahead.
I want to, and I hear this a lot. I actually went to this symposium with
Gandhi?
Reverend Lowry, Reverend Lowry and the DA in Atlanta, and I go in and there are all of these big pictures on the wall, and there are these young people, and then they go and show this video, and every one of these young people on the walls were dead, and all of them were killed by their boyfriends or their girlfriends. So this is a real issue in our community. Right. So, and to your point, Larry, you're seeing it at that level, but this is like an epidemic that hasn't really gone it hasn't really risen to where we really are so aware like that. But this is a real problem in the community, in young people. They're literally, it's like, I love you. If I can't have you, then I'm gonna kill you. This is what's happening.
But I think that's with the parents and when you're raising these kids, and like I said, even if they live by themselves and you see your daughter outside or your son outside arguing with the little girl, you got to nip it right there. Or you see your little girl arguing with the little boy, don't just go, well, she should do that to keep his low. No, go, hey, no, don't run up in the boy's face like that.
Hey,
Louis Dick had his hand up for 39 minutes.
I wanted to ask Larry.
Who cares?
What I wanted to ask Larry, because Claudia mentioned what was going on in her home, and Larry was in the home, and I wanted it to affect her and him differently. As a male and a female. Because Claudia has her point of view. I want to know, Larry, you saw the abuse that was going on in your home. How did it affect you as a young man growing up?
Do you date female NFL players?
WNBA guy?
I don't think Larry's on there, but I can make my piece. Speedy, what you're saying is 100% truth.
It is.
And what everyone is saying is truth when these are children.
When they
you still on, Larry?
Yeah, I'm still here. I thought somebody asked me a question, though, didn't they?
Yeah, that was Louis Dix. Yeah, I asked you, do you think it affected you and Claudia differently in the home? Even though she said you were a little younger, but during the unfortunate abuse that was happening.
So girls look for fathers as the model of what their man is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. My point exactly.
Boys look at their mothers, and they gain a lot of what they're looking for in wives from mothers. So I think I didn't look to my father as what I should be. I looked to my father as what I will not be. So my motivation in life has always been, some people are motivated by making money, some people by careers. My motivation in life has always been, I want to be the father that I never had. So
right,
I think,
but that's not all sons.
Do you have any children, Larry?
2 daughters.
Two young girls, 3 and 1.
Wow. Same mother?
He's married. He's married to A sister. Yes, he is.
No, it says same mother for both kids.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Why did he start laughing then?
Because to him that's ridiculous. To us, it's common.
I wanted to put this out there. How influential is the music, the video games? Is it desensitizing a lot of young people?
Yes.
None.
Yes,
That's
it is.
that's an excuse.
No, I
that's an
disagree
excuse
with you.
that
I'm
people
sorry.
use.
No,
That's an excuse
no,
that people
not.
use.
That is not an excuse.
A lot of the
Listen.
misogynistic lyrics
Yes.
are
No.
definitely
Yes.
influencing
Let me tell you why I know the music
these
is
young people.
influenced.
No, it's not.
Listen,
When I
we
see
got
all these little pretty girls now with these.
Point. You guys are cutting off her point. She has a very relevant.
We're going to cut you off right now, Larry.
We got to go to a break, and we're going to come back. And Poetess does have a point, and I agree
No,
with her.
she doesn't.
We're going to have a break real
No,
quick.
she doesn't.
We'll be back to you all. More Foxxhole in a minute, guys.
On January 1st, we're bringing you the inaugural Foxxhole Award Show. Be part of history and vote for your favorite Jamie Foxx Show moment by calling 877-2-106-106 or going to Sirius.com/Foxxhole. The last day is December 31st, so get your vote in now. Here's a nominee for Best Guest.
Yo, we're back.
Oh, it's hot in here. It's hot in here, ain't it?
It's smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
Dipping.
Yo, I want to give a shout out to my boy Jamie Foxx. We all know that he's still filming the movie in Philly.
Philly.
You know what I'm saying? And
Philadelphia.
shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding
He says
citizen.
freezing out there, directed by F. Gary Gray. Am I correct,
Hey,
Poetess?
people say I
Yes.
look like F. Gary Gray.
You
Actually,
look like the F.
they're
at the
lying,
frog.
ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Foxx is doing the Cheryl Underwood story. And he's dressed up. And they didn't want to put it out there. I'll tell it. He's doing the Cheryl Underwood story. In full makeup. Full makeup.
Beta Phi Beta.
Jamie told me not to tell nobody, but I'm spilling the fucking beans.
Drop it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Especially him in full
It's directed
makeup.
by Matty Rich.
Yeah.
You gotta really be a film
I
connoisseur.
like Matty
Got
Rich.
to.
And the soloist is coming out next month.
Yeah, the soloist is coming out in April. I don't know the exact date, but I will have that April 24th. So I know me and Claudia.
Can we go to the premiere?
That's on the low.
Oh, don't tell them. Oh, we discussed that.
Now, what does Speedy hear about it? Now we got to get 2 more tickets.
He don't have satellite.
Octopop.
Where's Speedy at?
Speedy's actually, he got, Speedy had a new baby.
Was
Madison.
Speedy there?
Yeah.
I thought he was pregnant. He
Shout
was
out to
pregnant.
Speedy and the baby.
Well,
He had a cesarean.
last week on the show, his water broke, so he had to be rushed to the
That
intensive
baby gotta be
care.
about
So that's
10
why
years old.
the abrupt exit from the show because his water broke. And
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Shout out to
Speedy.
Speedy.
Good luck to you, Speedy.
And congratulations to your new bundle of joy. I think the name is 11. So
Not Oceans.
He's
Not
11.
That's
Oceans
how much the
11.
baby weighed, 11 pounds?
No,
Yeah.
that's the baby number 11.
Baby, yeah.
That nigga got baby like sharecroppers.
Yeah.
That's a Claudia Jordan joke.
He's moving next door to Octomom.
We miss you, Speedy.
Yo, we're going to do a quick, here at the Foxxhole, we all get excited and like to tell you about our Bud Light's drinkability.
Oh.
Everybody raise your bottle and taste some of your good, juicy Bud Light. We all talking about drinkability. That's right, drinkability. Bud Light has something no other light beer has. Superior drinkability. I said drinkability 3 times. Okay.
Read
Just
that
the right
punctuation.
taste, never filling, and easy drinking. We like to have fun here on the show,
He been
and
drinking
that
something.
means Bud Light. It's the #1 beer brand in America. Bud Light is refreshing, great tasting, and smooth. Drinkability that we all like. So if you want to party, you need a Bud Light. Never interrupt me and my sponsors. If you want to party, you need a Bud Light. It's perfect combination. Not too heavy, not too light. Make it the brand you enjoy whenever you want to have a good old time. Bud Light. That's what we drinking here at the Foxxhole.
Whoa, he got through it.
Johnny Mac.
We're going to have to highlight some of these words.
Hey, my GED does not cover public service.
No.
That's
You
right.
you pronounce the words right. It's just the rhythm. It sounds like you was reading it. Would you
know what,
hold the
Claudia,
jackhammer?
you know
Little chop.
I thought it was nice. Cause
You know my GED is under
I know, it's
investigation.
just, we gotta work on the
Don't-
rhythm. It's just a little chop.
You was reading like you had to go to recess.
Right here, in this arena, Johnny Mac's not a great reader, but in prison,
you know what?
he does
Top
bullets
five.
all the time.
Top
And in
five.
prison, his name was Blowjob Bubba.
You know what? Last night,
After that Johnny Mac, I wanted a Bud Light. Really.
I'm drinking a Bud. This is my
Pass
first-
me one.
Actually, I had a great Bud Light night.
I want one too.
Wednesday
Pass me.
night.
So every week
Yeah,
you
there
get
you
I
go.
get
Bud
a Bud
Light.
Light hooks me up. So
Louis thinks
last
you want
night-
another date?
Now this is what was cool about it.
Okay.
I went to Kate Madelini's, on
Kate Madeline.
On Wilshire.
on Wilshire.
LA.
that a
Nice
white
little
guy?
restaurant. Nice little restaurant. But I had
Olympic.
a coupon.
They let you in
I had a-
half price with that
No, I
vest
had
on.
I had a coupon. So what happened was I
A
used,
coupon.
No,
for Kate
coupon.
no,
Madeline.
somebody gave me a gift certificate, maybe. Sorry, gift certificate.
Whoa, you
So I
took a
got to
date
keep- I got-
out on a gift
No,
certificate?
listen, I
That's
got to
actually
keep. No,
brilliant.
I had the Bud Light money, so I got to keep the Bud Light money.
Okay.
Yeah, put that in your pocket.
All right,
So
okay.
Don't say it on the radio.
Flip that in
okay,
Oakland.
sorry, but that's what happened. So I got there, so we ordered. I had meatloaf, mashed potatoes. We had Bud Light.
Never
She had
order
some
meatloaf
pasta.
in a restaurant.
You know what? Because she said it was good.
No,
'Cause-
she's a dumb bitch. Because they order that, they make it long time
Well,
earlier.
it was not good. And you know how you get something at a restaurant, you say, okay, I'm going to wait the next day, and maybe it'll be good the next day.
Leftover, right?
Yeah, leftover. Not good.
Okay.
So, but the date was
Because
good.
you don't have a microwave, nigga.
But the date, I do have a
I got
microwave.
nachos.
The wife has it.
No, the date was so after we ate. She had some wine.
They got an easy bake oven microwave.
Did she bring her own wine?
No.
Okay.
So Bud Lights. We had our Bud Lights, and then she followed me.
What?
We got in the
Followed
car.
you in the
Well, yeah,
van?
because no, we
Most
met.
like a van? Were you in the van? I just asked a question. Shit. Were you
I'm
the
in
van?
a '94 Corolla right now.
Okay, wow.
With TV.
Corolla
My
makes,
minivan.
That nigga was in the Cheech and Chong limo.
My minivan threw a ride.
Corolla makes minivans? I don't know.
No, the minivan
You
threw
don't have
a
to get that
ride.
registered at DMV or so. Oh, keep going.
They said, fuck it.
So, all right, we have our buds. So then,
Surfboard with a hood on
now,
it.
mind you, so she had to, I had to. We get to the crib. She comes over. Apartment, yes. Okay, yeah. But
Back-
I call it Unit 12.
All right, back of the van. Back of the van.
So it doesn't sound like it's an
Okay,
apartment.
let's be
Got a
real.
curtain in the back.
No, we get up and I left the heat on, so it was nice and warm. We got in, I had some candles lit. So we get in. I had my 6-pack of Bud Light in the refrigerator, so I took it out. We both had one, and we watched Lady Sings the Blues.
I saw that last night.
And then,
And then later on, his
And then you sung the blues, as in Bones.
And the blonde was so old, she was in the background.
no, then
That's me right there. That's
she
me right
invented
there.
and then she went to sleep, and then
She went to sleep at your crib?
and then I went to sleep.
Ho. We breaking ground here.
Chloe.
He had no pussy 2.5 years. He just said that the broad fell asleep at his crib.
Because the heat was 195 degrees. That's why.
That's fast out.
Nigga
That's
had it on
fast out.
Africa.
That's actually really smart, though.
She fell asleep, and then I put the covers on her and stuff like that. And then I went in the other room.
You didn't try to sneak?
No,
You
went in the other room.
I went in the other room.
You went in
and
the
I
other
finished
room.
watching.
Oh,
And
what
then,
a
you know what was
loser.
cool? I went in the other room, and guess what I watched?
Jack off the
Soldier
Lady
Story
Sings.
was on.
You a freak.
I will tell you as a woman, Louis Dix, you are making progress because if a woman can fall asleep on a man, that means she's getting comfortable with him. Because
Oh,
you
she's
don't-
bored to death.
Let me tell
Or her blood alcohol level is really high, or she has diabetes.
Oh, she got gout in the knees. She got knee gout.
But it might be that she was
Hilarious.
comfortable with you, and that's why she was able to drift into a sleep.
Yeah, it was
know,
nice. It was nice because
Word.
tonight's her birthday.
Okay.
So what you gonna do tonight?
But you know
So
what?
tonight we're
You
going
gonna
to.
give her the Bud Light
No,
top?
actually, tonight we're going to an improv.
Okay,
To
that's
watch an
beautiful.
improv.
Hopefully
show.
you're not performing.
But
No, I'm just gonna go
Louis,
watch.
let me help you out. In a situation like that, when a woman falls asleep,
Talk
you
to him, Curry.
immediately
Put
get
your
her
dick-
bank card. And you whisper in her ear while
I'm
you're touching
listening.
her.
I'm
back
listening.
of her neck, or you touching her. So, what is your code?
I'm listening, Curry. I'm listening.
Wow.
So
And when
even
she
if
say
you
that
don't
code-
get none, you get some.
Yeah, exactly. You go walk around to the ATM, take $200 out.
Hold on.
And
I'm
you
right
do it
there.
again in the morning. That's $400 in 2 days. Then you take the bitch out to eat.
Bad.
And then it's on her.
Thank you, Curry.
Bad.
Thank you, Curry.
Oh.
Thank you, Curry. That's the Bud Light
you
joke
have
of
a
the
Bud
day.
Light.
Mark Curry. So that's what you would do?
I like that.
So I
Mark-
can't fall asleep around you? You take my
Sweetheart, you fall asleep. That diamond, whatever the diamonds,
Diamond
all them
curl?
diamonds. You
No,
wouldn't
that's
find none of that
sugar-coated.
shit in the morning. I open up a back window like somebody came in. I have my diamond watch missing too. Everybody, I'll be helping you look for that. That should be at the pawn shop tomorrow.
Damn, you
Trust
robbed me.
Yeah, that's
Oakland.
straight up.
That's
That leather,
Oaktown.
this leather jacket, all that, baby.
That's
Beautiful.
Oakland.
You
I
can
recognize
have
that.
it.
They ain't really leather though.
Oh, the whistle nigga. Shit.
You the real man. That's all right.
Yeah, that's not really leather. That's a soft
I
plastic.
come on, Dylan, no Dylan, rob all them motherfuckers. Everybody lay the fuck down.
Here's the deal. Break yourself, niggas.
Hold up,
And you
bitches.
weird ass Howie Mandel, you lay down and touch me, motherfucker. Touch my feet.
In honor of Chris,
Show enough.
in honor of Chris Spencer, one of his funniest jokes: lower yourself.
Okay, and when you start quoting Chris Spencer, motherfucker, and with a
Swing
vest
and
on,
a
what are
miss
you
by
doing?
so
You're
shy.
doing too much. I love Chris
This
Spencer.
nigga was
You
strike
start
out in the
quoting-
T-ball game. Trust me. Yo, we got
Stop it. Stop quoting him. You take your jokes and put it on them, all right?
Mark Kirby.
Hey, how you doing?
Mark Kirby.
Damn.
Zoe Williams.
Hey, how you doing?
Zoe, voice of reason.
Voice of
I
reason.
love it.
Let me take a
You
look
know,
at
when you guys come in the studio, it's all kind of people in here. People walking
some
around.
weird looking motherfuckers,
It's
huh?
beautiful. No, it's beautiful people. It's great,
see who
fine women.
We
It's
do
just-
have some
it's
weirdos that
great.
come in sometimes.
Hey.
though. We do have a lot of weirdos that have come through.
She got on Kanye West's shag. Anyway.
What's wrong with homeboy's hair?
I seen him out the other night.
Hey, he bringing back the whispers. I got a phone call
No,
for
he's
you.
bringing back, God, 1980. He just looked crazy.
Louis Dix, we got a phone call for you,
Okay,
Mark.
who
Mark
is
Kirby.
this?
We got Jennifer from
Old Flame.
Oakland. What's up, Jennifer?
She gone. She was on the Metro
Did you
phone.
know her? Because you sure did make a sour face.
Well, you know, it's all over and it's global, so they supposed to be working. They
Let me ask
calling
you
me
this.
on Jamie Foxx. They supposed to be on that corner making that money. They trying to call me, be excited and shit.
Mark Curry, you got
play
any
that
like,
bullshit.
you know, because you was at the time, you like the only black star, one of the only black stars on TV at the time. Tell me a good groupie story.
A good groupie story.
Yeah, you had groupies.
One time I'm banging this little older chick, right? And she look up, and I look up and I see your picture. I see Max picture on the mantle.
Wow.
So I'm hitting that shit. You wasn't with us at that time. You know where you were.
And
anyway,
then the picture burst into flames.
Right. So I said I took my time because I said you got about 4 years on this, so I did everything I could.
Was it
I
good?
knocked it out. It was pretty good. It was pretty
let's
good.
be honest. Mark was the first one to get the hookup on the dressing rooms. To where his dressing room
let me
was
tell you
prime.
why.
What the fuck is that all about?
Let me tell you why. The King will tell. Let me tell you why I had to get a different dressing room because I'm 6'6".
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't fit in the trailers. I swear to God, I couldn't fit in them little ass trailers. And bam, so we had to get a big room. But my room was
so they had
sweet.
they had to melt you down to fit you.
Mark's room was sweet.
You get the part. Go on. Jesus.
I didn't realize you were that big.
Wow.
I didn't realize that you were that big.
We got another phone call.
I didn't realize you were that big.
You need to see this. You messing around with these little Hollywood motherfuckers.
No, I
You need to
don't.
be with
I
a
haven't
real
dated someone in
man.
LA in 2 years.
Whoever you with.
As Mark is rubbing on her arm.
Why is he called dating? Why you got to date somebody?
He just molested my right side.
Is that a sexual harassment?
No, I mean I already got my makeup prices right.
That
I'm
leather
good.
jacket on as rough as that skin was.
My skin is soft. Nigga, my shit is soft.
There you go.
She got the Crocodile Dundee leather.
No,
Yeah, we got
that's
another
my
phone
thong.
call for you. We got Big Bear from Chicago. What up, Big Bear? It's a dude.
That's a dude.
What up, Foxxhole?
What up, nigga?
Look here, hey, that Mr. Cooper show was alright, man, but I like this side of Mark Curry. You shut them down, baby.
Oh, baby, you know we doing it for you, man. Where you from, Big Bear? Where you from?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago, Chi-Town. We doing it for you, player. How you feeling today?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good, man, from the south side, man. Look here,
South side. Why don't you roll up that window, player? Why don't you roll up that window? And
Yeah.
put the blunt out for a second, roll up the window, because, you know, we got that
At
stack.
least close your moon roof.
Either that or pull that Jerry curl into a braid or something. Chi-Town, talk to me,
We
baby.
got Stoney Jackson's old hairstyle. Go ahead, Pimp.
I ain't got but one more thing to say, man. Look at Louis Dix, man. You know how it is. When you fall off that box, man. You got to get your ass back on, man. Get you some pussy and get back in the game. Kill yourself.
Whoa. Straight from Chi-Town.
Hey, thank you.
See,
Big
Speedy
Bear.
made you famous. That's your phrase for now.
Hey.
Louis, kill yourself, Dix.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Speedy.
That's all right,
This is the only show on radio to promote suicide here. Amongst one of our own cast members.
Like, now, what would they do if I did just like, that'd be a trip.
We make a lot of jokes about it.
I'll be a pallbearer at your funeral.
I'll be mad.
But on the other side of me be a midget, so you just be always leaning to the side.
We'll have your vest at half staff.
The first one by TDP. Bada boom. All right, half an hour into the program.
I whispered to in your
It's crazy, nigga.
What'd you say, Claudia?
It's too late now. I was chewing on my Whopper.
Mark Curry
Chewing on your Whopper.
Yeah,
Put two Whoppers in her mouth at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did, actually.
They call them nuts. We got another phone call for you, Mark Curry. Nigga, I ain't gonna say you hot, but.
Okay, what we got?
We got,
Did you put some oil in your hair?
No, I'm not.
What you could? It ain't even braids no more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
That education caught up with Mark.
No, that motherfucker give that street look like. All right, nigga.
Nigga got it.
They give you that street look.
I love Mark Curry. I swear to God. We got Cool E from Nebraska.
Cool.
Is that the baby?
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Got another phone call for you.
Cool E.
Hey.
Put the babies in the trunk.
What's up?
What's up,
What's
Cool
up,
E?
Cool?
Hey,
What up?
Hey, how's Evil E doing?
Hey, I don't know how he doing, man. Well, I'm doing good down here in Omaha, man.
You in Omaha, baby?
Omaha.
That's right.
Yeah,
Omaha, Nebraska.
That's where TDP
represent.
from.
Yeah, one of my homeboys, Warren Buffett, live up there. They chop it up all the time.
Hysterical.
That's where Malcolm X is from.
You know, he running the world. Him and Bill Gates is running the world. 2 billionaires. They playing Sega Genesis with real country.
Why you still playing Sega Genesis, nigga?
They
said we're real
What's your question for Mark Curry, Cool E? What's happening with it?
Yeah, man, I just want to know when he gonna come on down here in Nebraska, man. I mean, they got plenty of us out here who want to
I
check
know.
him out,
He
man.
gonna do an English class out
They
there.
got more corn in Nebraska than they do black people.
They
Say
got
it
that
again.
new Quest Center down here. It's always packed. Everything they have, man. Come on down here. We'll fill it up. We'll sell
All right, I got to come down to Nebraska. Me and Claudia. Claudia, open up a little
I'm
song.
gonna open up for you.
There we go. TDP will open up. Louis Dix will just warm up. Mac will scare the people, and the poetess will come in and teach these black women some sense.
Wow. Hey, can I ask Cool E a
Why
question?
would she do that?
Cool E.
Weed etiquette.
Hey, Cool E.
I like my girls done.
Cool E.
He's gone.
If she can pull out her pants, she's smart enough for me. That's all I need.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow, Johnny
Well,
Mac.
what do you expect from me?
Johnny Mac. I think you're deeper than that. We've had long
Hopefully
conversations.
she's deeper than that.
Right. Ooh. That's right. That's what it's all about.
Claudia, I'm not trying to marry none of your friends.
I
Tell you
am.
right now.
I saw you have some bad friends. I will.
Yes.
You know. Shoot.
Oh.
Which one gives the? You know.
Yeah, which one of your girls get the best head?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
y'all
have
know
a-
y'all talk
I don't
about
have a-
that.
Over margaritas.
Y'all talk about that.
Girls are like, I give the best head. I give the best head. Me. It's not like that.
Well, what do y'all talk about?
Yeah.
What do y'all talk about when y'all
Girl,
when y'all Las Vegas excursions? What do y'all talk about in the car?
Girl, I took him for all of his money.
I got his
Louis
white
Dix, we don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Look at
good.
the bitter look in your eyes.
All right.
Come on now.
Ooh, damn.
Last week you were very mean and very evil.
Ooh.
That's why you
And
have the
heard her,
permanent
Louis.
beard right now.
And you heard her, Louis. She was thinking about giving you something. She was feeling sorry
yeah,
for you.
I was
but
just
you
about to
fluffed it
break.
up.
I was just about to break.
Wow. You disrespected and wore
I'm like,
a
you
sweater
gotta-
back. And that's disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, she dressed
You
all
got a
nice.
new, you got a new show and everything. You were
Yeah.
this close, and
Looking like
You got
Calvin
the new
Pete.
2009 you gear, and you coming out 1979. All you need to
I
do
was
is get
6.
the color Supreme and drive the fuck away. You be-
And Louis Dix, they also make these white T-shirts in white. Trust me. We got another. This nigga on an off-white T-shirt. We got
Damn,
another
Louis.
phone call. We got Walt B from Ohio.
Well, be in the house, baby.
Yeah,
What's
Walt
up?
B,
I
how
like
you
it.
feeling, baby? How
What's
you
up,
feeling?
nigga?
I'm just doing my thizzle, man. Mark.
Hey,
C,
Walt
what's
B,
up,
B,
baby?
nothing much. How my work doing in Cleveland? How's
what?
my work down? How my work doing in Cleveland? My girls, they treating you guys all right down there?
Man, I'm from L.A., man. I'm rolling through this motherfucker.
oh, truck.
Oh, you're truck
Yeah,
driver.
I'm rolling through. Hey,
Oh,
C,
hey,
Johnny
stop
Mac.
by, stop by Mike the Hatter's, man, in Cleveland. Best hats in the world.
Oh, okay, right on. But look, Johnny Mac, 8 o'clock in the morning in Beverly Hills. You know them motherfuckers pulled over Kevin Murray.
Gary Coleman.
No. Them motherfuckers pulled over Kevin Murray, a state representative, at 11 o'clock at night in his convertible Corvette and felony prone this motherfucker out on the street.
Yep.
And said he was in a stolen car and a drug dealer.
Right.
So,
Wow.
Mac, you're lucky to be alive, brother.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he's
Hey,
8 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Walt, I'm telling you the truth, nigga. I really thought that cop was fucking going to shoot me.
I was hoping he did because I was filming the shit. I said, I'm going to get this tape.
No doubt.
This motherfucker was serious.
Yeah, they always like that with people of color. But
Yeah.
MC, what's up with the dude that played Tyler on your show? I was doing a little bail thing, trying to arrest this motherfucker, and I seen your boy over in the county building in West L.A. off of Pico.
He was doing the movie.
No, that motherfucker wasn't doing no movie.
He was doing research for a movie called Jailbird. Really.
You talking about the little kid that played Tyler?
You know, a lot of the young stars run into a lot of problems because they get money so young, and it's a lot of situations, bad situation, but he'll be all right. He'll bounce back from it. Sometimes the little youngsters got to go to jail just to look at their life and come back.
You gonna let him come live with you?
Huh?
You gonna let him come live with you?
But you got room in the back of that van, that Volkswagen van, and that's
Push aside
rolling.
those porno tapes and get a whole couch back there.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure you.
Hey, Mark, we got your girl once again from Oakland. We got Jennifer back on the line. What's up, Jennifer?
Jen.
What the fuck is wrong with Jennifer?
She playing your game.
She got on prepaid minutes. What's up, Jennifer?
Get on it, Jennifer.
Oh no, I was in traffic. I went through the tunnels and I lost you guys.
There you go.
So, Mark, I just wanted to tell you that we went to a show of yours at Tommy T's in the Pleasanton.
Okay.
So, we ended up getting tickets to the show. I think a week before that, 'cause we went to another comedy show.
Push up the story,
There
girl.
was a bunch
Push up
of
the
us
story.
came out.
Radio.
I'm sorry?
No.
So what happened at Tommy T's?
Go Speed Racing.
How?
Okay, so we went to your show, right? And a bunch of us came out, and when we got there. Huh? I'm sorry?
Oh, we're doing 2 shows. I'm sorry. You keep going. If you hear something back, we're doing 2.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So,
Keep going, Jennifer.
Keep going, Mommy.
we
Keep
got
going,
there,
Jennifer.
they said that you weren't going to be there that night. So it was like a bunch of us there, so we decided to stay. And as we were coming in, people were coming behind us. They also decided to stay. So you have basically a full house. Everybody was there for you. But they told us, he'll be here next week. So we're like, all right, fine, we'll stay. And then it turns out later on, they said, oh, he's not going to be here next week. He'll be here the week after that. But
So
that
what happened
night,
was you went to a show at Tommy T's and Mark Curry didn't show up.
No, but he didn't show up, but they said that they knew he wasn't going to show up, but the tickets had his name on it. So we were like,
He was at Sweet Jimmy's.
Mark Curry, though. So basically, they had a full house based on your name. And they knew you weren't going to be there.
You know what the thing was? I was doing that little scheme. You know, I was breaking everybody's car while they was inside. So did your car get broken into?
All right, I'm thinking they owe you some money, though, because they got
No, what
plenty
happened
of
was
business.
it was just a scheduling problem. You know, with Tommy T, that's my club. I love that club. It was just a scheduling problem. We're sorry. Won't you lend me your email or something like that next time I'm at Tommy T's or something like that? You know, I can have you. I can give you some tickets or something like that.
You can open up for him.
I can have you have
Definitely.
you pay my mortgage,
It's
tell
a
me what
very
my mortgage or
nice
something like
establishment.
that.
I just want to let you know that
I know you got a savings account or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Do you want to open up for Mark?
That nigga's hysterical.
Jennifer, thank you
I
very
love
much.
you, Jennifer. I'm sorry, girl.
Great story.
All
Great
right,
story.
baby.
But and no one's called and said that they gave you none. Well, if it's a lady out there that Mark Curry hit, because I like to get the dirt in society. I don't like all this goody two-shoes.
What about Miss Robinson?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Miss Robinson.
Mark said,
shit.
Who's Miss Robinson?
Oh.
She don't play in the WNBA no more. All right, that's all I got to say.
Oh, he can't talk
I
about
was
Miss
going
Robinson?
straight for the WNBA women.
you got with Holly Robinson and Pete's
So
mom?
you're trying to go for one of the Clipper players.
Wow, hilarious. What's going on? There's something to the story. You're getting quiet.
Oh, no.
He said
No, look at the
Oh, you
phone.
did? Wait, Mark. You hit Holly Robinson and Pete's mom?
Don't say nothing like that, Lewis. Hell
A lot of famous moms have been hit on the show.
Speedy hit the BB New Edition girl mom. What's that nigga name?
Ronnie DeVoe's mom.
Speedy hit Ronnie DeVoe's
So
mom.
you're being good company.
Because she,
Yeah, you've been in company with Speedy. I don't know if you really want to
thought
be
Speedy
there.
was Barry White. Are you really him? Are you really him? He didn't have a curl.
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
Yeah, you got with Pam Grier. I remember her
I
being
ain't
on the
never
show.
got with no Pam Grier.
Yes, she did, Mark.
Pam,
All the
no,
girls
I
that came
didn't.
on your show, you
That
got
bitch had
with.
some money. She got some money. No,
Nah, Foxy Brown didn't have no money.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, she's on the logo channel now? The L
The
word?
L word.
The lesbian channel.
Yeah.
I mean, the
She's a
lesbian.
lesbian?
The show, the lesbian show, the L
Well, she
word.
tongue
The
kissing
L
bitches.
word,
Would
I
you
know
ever
that.
be on that show?
No, I couldn't do it. I don't care about acting that much to do it like that.
What? Really?
I don't.
Oh, you're an actress, girl. You got to do what you
I'm
want.
like kissing no bitch on the mouth.
You're going to make that money.
I'm
sorry.
Let me back on you, Mark. Would you kiss a man
Would
in
you
the
suck
movie?
dick for $1 million?
Will I kiss a man? Depends on how much money they're offering that motherfucker. I'm not gay. You give me $1 million? Yeah, I'll kiss a fuck
Would you
out
do
that
the Brokeback
man.
Mountain?
Motherfucker, mwah, you crazy. I will see you later. Harvey Milk Part 2. You crazy. And I'll drive away in my black Ferrari, motherfucker.
Hilarious.
With 2 bitches.
What's the lowest amount you do it for?
The lowest amount?
Yeah.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Million.
Would that be a full-on love scene like Brokeback Mountain?
Depends on how much money. How much money they got? How much money they got? We can get naked. I don't give a fuck what we do.
Brokeback
I'm
Mountain.
not gay.
Okay.
I'm not gay at all.
Well, Mark Curry, I know you're not gay, but if you're doing a movie naked in the bed with another man,
It's a gay
And
moment.
then it's a gay
maybe
movie.
that's gay-ish.
And I'm walking and I'm leaving that scene in the private plane, getting sucked off by Claudia. Watching Deal or No Deal on top of her head.
You can have Claudia for a model airplane.
Hysterical.
No, don't say that. Don't disrespect this beautiful.
Ooh.
Fuck
That's
Claudia,
right.
man.
No,
and
hey,
fuck your
Ooh.
shirt.
no.
Oh, wow, God.
Hey, goddamn it. Hey, now.
Look, Johnny Matt gets running on me
Hey,
like
I throw
had
some of this goddamn Bud Light and make that
Suck me
alligator.
off, and you just ruined it.
Wait a goddamn minute. I will not
Wait a
fuck
minute,
off
I'm
anybody.
sitting close to
I
him, man.
wanted that, but
You're the one damn near got shot in Rodale Drive.
That's
trying to
right.
rob it.
Mark, defend my honor.
That's right.
So
Your
Claudia's.
We got another phone call.
Yeah.
This is a
We
bullshit.
got, I don't know if it's a male or female, but the person name is 7 from ATL. I don't know if it's after 7.
That Erica Badu's baby?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe we
7. What you got to say?
Which is your last name?
630. What's that?
My last name is 7 Truth Allah is my full
I
name.
meant because
What's
Erica
up, player?
Badu has 3 kids.
Are you Muslim?
More bacon to you.
True indeed. True indeed.
Okay, well, go ahead, man.
Assalamu alaikum to you, brother.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, you living high on the hog right now.
Peace
Go
to
ahead.
the guys on earth.
Yes, son.
right.
Yeah,
What?
I like the Lakers too.
Speak to the guy.
Yeah, true indeed. Yo,
What happened? You sold your
Mark
Lincoln.
Carey,
Yeah, God.
I like to say congratulations on, whatever you went through and able to make it back to comedy, Chief. Glad you let it
thank you.
persevere.
You got some bubble gum in your mouth or something?
No, I don't have. I'm driving a truck right now.
Oh, you driving the truck? So all the
He's
truck
driving with
drivers.
the truck?
Let me
Both
I'm
sides
a
with it.
truck driver. Currently
honk that horn, dude. Give me a horn. Honk that. There you go. Damn, you must be in a Toyota truck.
No, I'm in a
smaller. You just doing deliveries, huh?
Driver for Snyder. Driving with Snyder and the orange pumpkin.
There you go.
That nigga's in Louis Dick's old van.
Well, Claudia really loves truck drivers.
I really do.
And she just said.
I got 2 things for Johnny Mac.
Okay.
Actually, 3. Johnny Mac, be careful out there on Rodale Drive like that.
You're right.
2, you funny as hell. I gotta say it to you. You
Thank you,
funny
brother.
as hell. You and Mark Curry, you funny as hell.
Thank you.
What about Louis Dix? We had one more for Johnny Mac.
Oh, Louis Dix, I'm gonna get you one, Louis. Louis, Bill Cosby, Cliff Huxtable called. He wanted his sweater back.
Oh! He can't even see the sweater and know it ain't shit.
Way to go, Seven.
Hey, that right there, Seven, is the Bud Light joke of the day. We gonna email you a Bud Light.
That's right.
I thought he had 3. I thought he had 3 for you.
What's the third one for me, Seven?
Can you tell me? Because I know Jamie been talking about the DVD of the Foxxhole. When, if ever, is that coming out? Because I got to have it.
Hey, you know what? Be close by your radio because we gonna put it on blast when we're coming out. We working on it. We trying to edit all the good footage, and we're really trying to cut Speedy out of everything.
Because he's too big.
Yeah, he's too big. So when we cut Speedy out of the whole thing, you're going to get the DVD coming in your city, in your fucking town. House break. Y'all remember that from Prince? Thanks for the phone call. Hey, we got to go right into this call. We got my man Reggie from Florida on the phone. What's happening, Reggie?
Florida.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, Reggie.
Wait a minute. This ain't Speedy, is it?
Nah.
Oh.
Actually, I live in Florida now, but I'm from Oakland, man. I've met you a few times.
What side of Oakland?
What you out there in the Federal Witness Protection Program or something?
West Side, Ghost Town.
Nigga told on the Sopranos.
Ghost Town. What's up, baby?
How you doing, folks?
700 representatives.
And I just want to say what's happening to you, man, and just love your stuff. Good to hear anybody from the town making it, doing good, and I love y'all show and
Thank
stuff.
you,
Even without Mr. Fox and stuff, y'all be keeping it real, and I love it. And just want to say peace, man. Y'all be good.
Right on, man.
God bless
out
you,
there
brother.
in Florida.
You know what? That was a very positive. I didn't even make no jokes about
You
that.
sound like the most intelligent person from Oakland I've ever met.
Wow.
Well, that's
sound like you're sticking your ass.
Hilarious.
What'd you say, Mark?
Mark Curry is whooping Louis Dick's
Somebody
ass.
give me a lighter.
You must have gone buy this sweater vest in '87, and he took it from you.
Wow. You guys should fight.
We gotta go.
Oh, that's my boy.
You can turn it inside out. You could be an umpire.
Strike.
And that's all the girls he struck out on. Strike too.
Strike.
Yeah, we got another. Yeah, we gonna take another break and come right back. Mark Curry, I'm gonna let you know you are killing this motherfucker.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Mark Curry.
It's the Foxxhole Awards Show coming January 1st. And you have until December 31st to vote for your favorite Jamie Foxx show moment. Leave us a message by calling 877-2-106-106 or go to Sirius.com/Foxxhole where you can see the full list of categories and nominees. And here is a nominee for Best Guest.
This is a great friend of mine from Oakland. You know, we all from the Bay Area.
Maybe he knows his
from
wife.
Oakland. Hey, he probably does. This cat has been, how many times
Yeah,
you won?
he
How
know
many
her.
times in All-Star? 10, 11 times? 9 times
right.
All-Star. Played for the Lakers for a little cup of coffee for the Lakers. And you know, he
got a ring with.
He went to Miami and got a ring. And I really love that he got a ring. Shouts out to T.O.
Right.
Never gonna get one. My man, 10 grand. Gary Payton.
Yeah. GP, are you with me?
Gary
The glove.
Hey, let me say something about y'all talking about my Oakland people, man.
That's
Get on it,
Because you
GP.
got caught up with a bitch, man, and
Oh.
Oakland turns you out. Don't worry about that, nigga. Oakland is on, man. You
Hey,
know
that's
what I'm saying?
Pookie.
That's
She
right,
went to
nigga.
the same school you went to.
Nigga, Oakland is on and popping.
Shouts out to
It is-
Eastmont Mall.
It's
That's
not a
me.
dig against Oakland because
Every time he came on
Oakland's gangster.
TV.
We saying his
I know
wife.
Gary Payton. Look at him. I know Gary Payton. We went to school together.
Ooh, that ain't
I hear
that's
they got-
not good.
they
Shouts
got-
out to Soul
No
Beat.
trip, man. That was in the day, man. I probably
maybe
knew
he
her like
taught her a
then,
lesson.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you smash? You smashed the wife?
I
back
probably
then?
smashed
You probably
her.
smashed her.
Yeah, GP. That's right,
Oh,
GP.
that's how you got the Lakers.
That was
tickets.
before your time, man. So you know what I'm saying?
He a year younger than you, though.
Or not.
Nigga, dinosaurs not even
Hold
before
up,
his
wait a
time.
minute, hold up.
Oh,
Hold up.
Louis
GP
Dix.
did not just sit there and
Hold
say
on, hold
he
on.
smashed mine.
I didn't smash. I said I
smashed.
might have
He
smashed her, man. You know,
He
in
laid
the
her
day,
up.
That's
in
cool.
Oakland, I was running Oakland. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
So
You
it
put a
was
ring
fine.
around her.
Remember, she always had tickets to the games.
Yeah, I remember. That was cool. That's cool.
Don't. I didn't give it to her though. That was
And
probably
it
somebody
always said Seattle on the top. Even though y'all lived in L.A., you had.
That's all right. I
She
got
picked up tickets and had a condom in the envelope.
Let's talk to our
That's all right, yeah, 'cause I got
celebrity
him. We
guest
got him
host.
back.
I love your career. Let's talk about your career. Let's talk about your career. What's the highlight of your career besides winning the ring? Let's talk about how you got into the league, the whole nine.
Well, basically, you know,
got
y'all
drafted.
know. Y'all know.
This nigga act like you wrote a letter in. Can I play for y'all? Nigga,
Forgive me.
How'd you get in the
Wow,
league?
Speedy's correcting you, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny, it's cool.
Speedy got drafted too. But keep going, Gary Payton.
But y'all, everybody know I come from Oakland, California.
That's right.
You know, I was drafted in 1990. I was the second pick overall.
Bam, that's what I'm
Got
trying
up
to
in
get to.
there. Played
Who was first?
Derek Coleman.
Oh.
Doing the thing, but
Philly.
I'm
was nice,
only
though.
the gangster one out of that crew, so it's still cool. You know, me and DC's, but you know, it went on. You know, I played for the Seattle Supersonics for 12 years. Then I went on and won a championship with Miami. Came here, wanted to play for the Lakers. I chose that and I did it. Did it for a year. It was real cool. You know, LA is one of my stomping grounds. I love it out here. So we did it, and you know, now I'm in the NBA TV doing that stuff with Ma Rashad and Chris Webber. We having a good time. We clown like y'all, but we can't cuss and all that shit like y'all. So
we don't
this
fucking
is real
cuss.
good. You know,
we're
but it's
fucking
NBA.
ladies.
You know, so it's cool though. I've been having a good time.
Well, what was the best place that you played at? Because you played for Milwaukee for a minute, and you was down in some other teams.
The best place, you know, it's about, you know, if we want to say where I had the most fun,
Right.
Seattle was where I had the most fun. You know what I'm saying?
Over
Because 12 years, you know, LA is
he was
nothing
there
but
for
you
me.
come here, man, and you get down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Seattle is I built a environment, I built a establishment there,
Right.
and you know, and it was 12 years, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I own a lot of stuff out there now. You know,
Right.
a lot of restaurants and a lot of stuff like that, and my businesses is out there. So, you know, you always can say a city. I can always come to LA and kick
Let me
it.
ask you this.
Have you ever wanted to be a warrior?
Never wanted to play for my
I don't blame
hometown.
you.
It wasn't no good. You could ask Marcus, man. Marcus came out there. We just go home. We just see the Raiders game, the 49ers game, and get up out of there. That's how we get down, you know?
I don't know why you went to a 49ers game, but keep going.
I'm trying to figure out why you went to the Raiders.
Because the tickets were free.
Yeah,
So they were
yeah.
giving away.
I have a question.
Well, the Raiders lost in practice.
I like you. You clown.
Don't
lie.
Hey,
I'm very cocky.
I know.
That's right.
Everybody that sits in that seat says that, Gary, but okay.
But don't hate.
So you'll be
So
following
you
up
so
somebody
jealous.
else in that. But I do want to ask you another question again.
Pay the
How does
heartbroken
his
man
sweater
no
look?
mind.
No.
Pay him no mind.
No. Two things. I know your father was really important in your life. What were the two best advice that he gave you?
Because his dad smoked crack.
No.
his dad,
No, he was a cop first.
Yeah,
He was a cop
he was a
first.
cop
And then he arrested somebody with some cocaine.
Yeah, he was on the pipe.
Yeah, for a minute. He better now. He better now.
We're not
Why you doing like that,
Hey,
G?
no,
Yeah, his
don't
father-
laugh.
No, Gary,
If
come on.
his daddy was smoking that glass dick, then I don't understand it.
Oh, wow.
And now Lewis is jerking the glass in.
See how it comes full circle?
Back to my report, because I know, your father was important.
Well, yours wasn't.
No, mine was. My father was really important.
To the
in my
crack
life.
game.
No, he slipped a little bit, but where's your daddy?
Huh? Not smoking crack.
All right, yeah, you don't even
He's
know.
lighting the
but
fire
all
to
right.
your daddy.
My daddy fell to your daddy.
Ah, yeah, your daddy.
Donuts and dope.
They had Fox Hotel door.
Y'all wrong, man. But seriously,
No, you're wrong.
Well, you know, my pops is back in Oakland, man, and he was like the father towards all the other kids that grew up. You know, where I grew up at, man, it was kind of, you know, like everybody, it's rough. You know what I'm saying? Most of my homeboys didn't have a daddy and a mom. You know, they just had a mama, so they can do whatever they want to, you know. So
Right.
so they got caught in that life of whatever they wanted to get caught up into. But my daddy was always there. He always told them, you can come to our house, kick it, chill, do whatever you want to, and eat and do the things like that. So my pops was always with me. I didn't live with my moms, you know what I'm saying? So the boys went with pops and the girls went with moms. So it was one of them things where we did it, you know. And
Did you know
that's how
J.R.
we did it.
Ryder? Was you with him with the cell phone scam?
Hey, you know what? I talked to JR the other day, man, and JR doing better, man. You know, he just got out of prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He went
And
for the cell phone shit, right?
What happened?
No, he went for a couple of more things. You know, he
was
got
just
caught up, man. You know, and the reason he got caught up with everybody don't understand is his mama was in a coma for 2 years, and he didn't know the right thing from the wrong thing, you know, and his mama was his guidance. And so when he went to go to a hospital all the time and see his mama in a coma and wish that she came out, but she didn't, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
they finally pulled the plug on her, and he went through things, you know what I'm saying? And he got caught up in them streets, and a lot of dudes get caught up in the streets, and now he back, you know, he back in Oakland kicking it.
All right, so if you want to call in and talk to GP, number is 8772-106-106. 8772-106-106. Can I get my story about GP? Because you know you used to come to the comedy shows all the time.
Yeah, Speedy, yeah,
and I used to do
yeah.
shows in Seattle.
Impossible.
And then
Did you ever boo him, Gary Payton?
Hold on, hilarious.
No, I ain't booed you, man.
Do you want to boo him now?
His wife,
No, I ain't gonna boo him.
No, his wife would come and she would sit in the back and she would clown the comics. And I would go on stage like, who the hell is clowning the comedian? She'd go, Miss Payton.
That's right.
I was like, all right, we're going to bring up this next motherfucker. Y'all don't like him, let him know, too.
I'm actually cool with her. She's good.
That's a story you should have wrote down.
She is mad.
Let me ask you this.
Still married?
Oh yeah, you know that, man. I'm
Good.
Shit, I ain't leaving my motherfucking wife, man.
But let me ask you, you got a son that plays at Burroughs, right?
Jealous?
No, I'm not jealous. Yeah. My son played against him.
Is that right?
Yeah, we wore him out.
I doubt it, man.
So
he's probably on the off night. He probably wanted to make your son look good. Your son probably can't play worth a damn.
I'm telling you, G. We was like, all the dads was like, where is G? Because we wore you out. Where are you?
Well, come see him now.
All right, I'm waiting.
See
Let's
you
see him now.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Come
You know what I'm talking about. Little short guard. They was calling him the mitten.
Okay.
Damn. Get it, GP. Hey, wait. What was they calling your son?
Oh, he
Water boy.
Sweater.
Oh, no, but G, hey,
Ice Snow Ice.
My son was like, Dad, that's Gary Payton.
Well,
I mean, your boy was balling. No,
maybe
your boy was balling. They was on him.
Did my son give your son some shoes?
Oh.
He had
And he got him on.
Hey, you should have asked me for his shoes.
Well, maybe.
Hey, little homie, you need these size 3s.
I mean, who's GP?
Or maybe they
Don't worry, you'll never be like him. Don't worry about that.
You guys, maybe we can have like a Foxxhole exclusive, and we can have the two kids go up one-on-one against each other. We can have the happily married against the divorcees. And maybe we can just see what happens.
Shoes and socks. GP, I like to get the ugly part of the NBA. Who you didn't like?
Yeah, who was?
Because you know you watch the fucking, like, even when you on the NBA shit, you always talk good about everybody. You know,
talk shit.
Who's a punk bitch?
It was a couple of square ass niggas in the league.
Say their name, nigga.
I can't say their name because I'm real tight with them
Write
right
it down
now, though.
Yeah,
You know
write
what
it
I'm
down.
saying? No, I ain't gonna let you clown because you gonna clown.
Who
you know,
is
but
it?
everybody, you know, when y'all see me play, I had that swagger to me and I talked that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Every
So
night.
it was like when I got on the court, my daddy always told me, even if it was your mama or your grandmama, man, bust her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To be
Shout out to
friends with
grandma.
her later on. You know what I'm saying?
Bust
And then
that
you'll
ass.
be my friend off the court.
Yeah.
So when I talk shit, and I was talking everybody, so it didn't
Magic,
matter who I
everybody.
was.
I heard.
Anybody,
Yeah, I heard.
Jordan, anybody.
I heard it.
So after the game, we can go out and kick it. We can drink. We can do whatever.
So
we
you
want
and Jordan
to.
used to go at it?
Yeah, I used to go at him.
You didn't like him? You didn't like Jordan?
I didn't like
Jordan.
him at the time.
So
No.
what did you say about him?
I used to say all kind of shit about him, even if he was the best nigga.
But
in
what
the
did you
league.
say? I want to get the.
Yeah, you know me, man. I used
Let's
to
see
be
how
like,
down
man.
and dirty it got.
Yeah, did
I
you say
want the
something?
bottom
Like,
of the barrel shit.
Did you
did you say, who's your daddy or where's your daddy? What did you say?
No, I ain't messing with his daddy. See, there you go. I didn't get out with his daddy.
I just asked you the question.
Johnny Mac.
Johnny Mac. I ain't hit him with his daddy joke.
I didn't hit him with a daddy joke.
Johnny Mac, that was absolutely horrible and cruel and mean, and I fucking love you for it.
What did you say? Side of the road, nigga. What did you say? I'm just asking some questions. I didn't. Yeah, like I did.
Say that.
What?
Side of the road. Come on.
What happened?
You can't
Tire
say
irons.
Yes, you can. It's been 7
Johnny
years.
Mac,
What happened?
tire irons.
Man,
Don't
damn, now
come
you
on
can't
now.
say that, man.
It's been
That
7 years,
daddy
man.
got killed on the side of the
It's
road.
7 years,
I didn't
man.
know that.
7
I
years.
didn't.
Are you calling his daddy roadkill?
There's a comic book.
That's cold.
Are you saying he came to a fork in the end of the road? What happened? I didn't say that, GP. I did not say that.
Okay.
Because I know when you talk shit, you say, nigga, who's your daddy? I thought.
I used to talk about everybody mama, you know.
Oh, you talking about their mama?
Yeah, I can see some of their mamas in the club sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
whose
It'll
mother
be
was
like,
What did you say to Jason Williams as you shot that dude? What did you say? That's your best shot. That was your best.
Whose mama was a hoe?
Yeah, who mama?
Because Speedy fucked some celebrity mom's hoes.
Speedy,
celebrity
who
mom.
mama you done fuck?
Ronnie DeVoe's mom, man.
Poison.
Damn.
But it was
What?
Take a look at Speed.
Y'all, did she sing or have him come on the phone while y'all getting down?
Do you like
Sing to
pork
him.
feet?
Tell him what happened, Speedy. You came out in the road. Come on, Ving Rhames. Tell him what happened. Tell him what happened, Speedy.
ask this man the question.
Okay,
bro.
well,
So you trying to get tickets to Bellamy to both?
we got a phone call for you, GP.
right.
We got Lando.
Wrong, G.
What's up, Lando?
What's up with y'all, Foxxhole?
What's up,
Yeah.
Pimpin'?
We ain't shit.
Man, I can't call it, man. I love y'all, man. I listen to y'all every damn day, man.
Thank you, man.
And I'm going and back and forth to Louisville and Lexington, man. Keep up with that shit, man. I love that shit.
Thank you, brother. You got a question for GP?
Man, yeah, GP, what's up with you, player?
Man, what's up with you, pimpin'?
Man, I can't call it, man. I just wanted to know, how did it feel, man, winning that first ring after your 12, 13 years in the league.
Only ring. he got
Hey,
one ring.
your black ass ain't got a ring.
Whoa.
You don't miss your wife ring and everybody else. I ain't talking to you, homeboy. I'm over here on some other shit.
That is so mean.
All right, don't worry about it.
No,
I got you in a minute.
Nah, I have the nerve.
His wife had a wedding ring and some onion rings.
And some rubbers.
Wow.
GP.
Wow, join right in and the nigga right. Yes.
What you say? Oh, it was good, man, to get the ring, man. You know, after a long time, I was ready to retire, and now, you know, that was a good thing for me to retire on. Everybody always say you got to get a ring to end your career on a good note. So it was cool, you know, even though it was on the back end of my career. I still had a good time doing it, man, and I got it, so it's all good.
Yep,
Now you came close with Seattle. What was that team?
96.
Y'all had a squad that year.
But we ran into Black Jesus, man. You know, we ran into dude, man.
When I tell you, nigga, I was rooting, you niggas had a squad that year.
We should have won it. We should have won it.
Did you keep in touch with Sean Kemp and all this
kids
legality?
Oh, look at
How many does he have now? Last time I heard, he had
11.
7 back then.
No, he had 11.
He got up with Speedy?
He got about 11, man. I talked to him like the other day, man. He was out here doing that pros and cons little deal.
Condoms?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got enough pros. He need to,
But he cool, though, man.
Wasn't he overseas trying to still play?
Yeah, we went to Japan, man, and then somebody got sick in his family, and then he had to come back, and then they released him.
Hey, I wanted to ask.
Because I heard he borrowed some money, like $5 million from Seattle.
He had to pay the kids.
He borrowed $5 million?
I heard he borrowed $5 million from the owner. Like the year before they shipped him on off to Orlando, I heard he went broke and from all the kids, and he had to borrow $5 million.
Yeah, that's why he probably did that contract, man. You know, and he owed all that.
Hey, Gary, I know you speak to a lot of kids, and I was
you do.
No, because I mean, there's a lot of young athletes out there, and what are 2 things you could tell them that they need to work on that's important for them to maybe get to the next level?
Gonna make it.
Well, I mean, that's true, but
stay off the side of the road.
It's a good kid out there right now that's listening. It's a good kid out there right now that's listening that wants to know. Hopefully, my son,
yeah, your son will listen though, you know, because he listening to you right now. But it's all good. But what I tell young kids nowadays, man, is that what I'm trying to say is with my kids, you got to listen, man. You got to be willing to have everything in your mind, not thinking that you the best. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't good. And then, like I say, most kids ain't going to make it in the NBA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't be thinking about you going to make it in the NBA all the time. If you want to work at your game, get hard at it, work at it. But 9 times out of 10, some of these kids ain't going to make it to the NBA, and their heart is already set there. So you got to get to another level where I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be something else, because you're not going to make it in the NBA all the time.
So would you be doing them a service if you just walked up to a kid, you know, at the ABA, I mean, like the camp, and say, "Hey, my man, you ain't gonna make it."
Well, if I seen a kid that really ain't got the skills, and he about 14, 15. I'm going to have to really just try to break it down to him if people want me to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you tell their kids?
I would walk over to him and I'll say, man, listen, it's, you know, get in school a little bit, talk about it, you know, try to do another trade or something. You know what I'm saying?
Like making bets.
Well, there's always the Rye for you.
Yeah, you can always be a mascot at DeVry. We got another phone call. We got Hypnotic, not the drink, from Arkansas. What's up, Hypnotic?
Hey, what it do, fam? What's going on, Foxxhole?
What it do? What I say,
what it do, son?
All right, yeah, I actually got a couple questions for UGP.
You ain't gonna get them all in.
UGP? Is that like UPS, nigga?
Come on, man. Real shit. Like as you see, with folks going to the Celtics to get that ring, you know, with like Marbury going, Stoudemire said he wanted to go. Damon Stoudemire. Ron Artest also said he wanted to go. Like, did you ever think about jumping back in for another year and getting another ring?
Nah, man, I'm through with that, man. I got a ring. I'm good.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody now can read about me, man. Cause in about 4 years, I'll invite all y'all to Boston when I get in that Hall of Fame and be kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm gonna go.
So you saying you going to the Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah, there ain't no question about that. Damn, I ain't worried about that.
Somebody from Oakland.
So who's the best player in Oakland? You or Treetop?
Nigga, please me.
No, Clifford Robinson, nigga. Come on.
Cliff ain't in the NBA, and Cliff
he wasn't in the NBA.
He ain't in the NBA no more. Like I said, me neither. But he was before me. But I'm just trying to tell you, I'm the one. I'm the one out of Oakland right now.
So who is your ultimate basketball hero?
Basketball hero, George Gervin. George Gervin was my hero. I watched him when I was growing up. Since I was growing up, I had all his posters, his cars, everything on my wall. And if I do go to the Hall of Fame, I'm gonna have him speak. Him and my pops, you know. So I done had him speak at a lot of things that awards that I've gotten, and he's came and done it, and he know I idolize him a lot.
But let me ask you this.
George Gervin is
You know what I'm saying?
cool.
Because you said you the best that came out of Oakland. I just handed a note. Said Brian Shaw, Lester Connors,
Everybody,
Jason Kidd.
Antoine Davis, Jason Kidd.
Well, he beat up
all
on
my
Jason
dudes.
Kidd.
Listen, them all my dudes I grew up
I'm trying to
with.
get some controversy
MC
started.
Hammer.
It's a comment. MC Hammer, yeah, all them. You know what I'm saying? But Hammer wasn't nothing. He was just with the big old pants. E40. But you know, the basketball dudes, if you look at it, I got all the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Me and J. Kidd got all the numbers.
That's not true.
So who got the numbers?
Who got the number?
Brian Shaw got 3.
He got 3
Numbers.
rings. We saying numbers, man. I done scored 20,000, man. I done got over 8,000.
Why you popping?
Yeah, I'm popping my
Why you
collar,
popping
man.
on your
You
boy?
gotta understand me, man. I'm the man, man. If everybody asks you, man, I'm the one, man.
I
When we
love
go back to
the
them
confidence.
streets, they talk about Oakland, California. That's Gary, man. With doing that thing in that basketball. I'm the man. So you know.
So you
what's
think
happening.
you really good, huh?
Hey, did you ever watch ESPN and all that when they said dun 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 and I was serving them? Yeah, you watched that, didn't you?
He was serving niggas, and you was serving sweaters.
8772-106-106 is the number. You want to call that? Talk to GP.
We got another phone call from from Seattle. Andre, what up, Andre?
A lot of dudes calling for you.
Mac, what up?
You something else. I don't want no women to call for me right now, man.
Yeah, Speedy, he trying to Lewis Dixon.
What's going on, y'all?
All right.
What's up, Andre?
Hey, Gary, man, I just wanted to just give you mad love, man. You're 12 years here in Seattle, man. We missed you when you left. Everybody understood it, man, but I just want to give you your props for that. And then kind of find out, you mentioned you got some restaurants out here. I'm trying to find out where I can support you at, man.
Well, you know, the El Gaucho's right there on First Ave, and then you got the Sea Star that's over in Bellevue, and then you got to go to my sports bar, was right across the street from the Space Needle. It's called Sports.
That's the one right there at Como. It's called Sport Bar and Grill.
There. It's called Sports. Yeah, that's it.
That's
mine.
GP told me come in and get something to eat.
I ain't gonna pay for GP.
Damn, he's doing good.
Gary, how did you, or what helped you get past that itch of not deciding that I don't want to play in the NBA anymore? Because you said it straight up, I'm done with that. And a lot of guys could keep coming back and forth.
No, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Because my personality and me doing what I do, you know I got a swag that I can go and do something else. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I got out of basketball, I got a gig in TV. So, you know, so now I'm a commentator with that. And, you know, I keep it funny, you know, and I do everything like that.
Must
so
say,
I'm not really, and then I save my chips. You know what I'm saying? I got chips. So, you know, I did other things with my money. You know, I got Marcus who supports me too, you know, so he do things for me too. So it's like
Marcus
one of them
King?
things. Yeah, Marcus King.
But yeah, you
was that for 2 years.
Was
I
that
asked you for $20. You
that
said
a-
hell no.
Marcus,
Did you know towards the end of your career that
Nigga
you were
with
going to
the
go
real
into
question.
television?
Yo, we got a phone call. This nigga asking, nigga, it's not Jeopardy, nigga.
Nigga asking
Yo,
real
Do you
questions.
like lemons?
In the 19th century, what dictator?
Yo, we got a call from my main man. Everybody love Iceberg. My man Iceberg from New York. Iceberg got good questions. What up, Iceberg?
Yo, GP, first of all, y'all niggas need to stop that. That nigga with the motherfucking glove. Even Mike got frustrated when
Don't
GP
ever tell me
got
what to
up
do,
on
Iceberg.
him, son. That's just real talk. That
Word.
nigga game is real talk right there, dog.
I appreciate it, homeboy.
But yo, on the strip, this is what you need to tell the kids, man. Fuck that NBA shit. That shit is a long ass dream. If you put that same shit into your books, you could be a doctor or a lawyer. Use that shit as a stepping stone to get a free education, man. And Claudia, get off my man Lou Dix. You killing a nigga today. He gonna get you, Claudia.
It's Iceberg. You know I got love for him. It's just all jokes. It's just,
Iceberg, if you saw this nigga sweater, I swear to God you would be on this nigga.
You know what?
Lewis is my boy. It's just awful.
Iceberg, much respect. Have fun in your little life and go away.
Damn, but he's defending. Damn, he's
He was
defending.
giving you some love,
Yeah, he
Lou.
was giving you love, Lou.
Iceberg, you see why I do
And
what
why
I
is
do?
your hand so sweaty? Oh my God.
He was in his lap.
I'm just joking, Iceberg. I'm
Is
just
you just
joking.
holding a fish or is you glad to see me, nigga? Which one is it?
Johnny Mac, that's not sweat.
I need some luminol on my
Hey,
hand.
Gary, he needs a glove.
Gave some a little DNA exchange right before our eyes. I don't know. I'm just saying.
So, GP, what was the low part of your career? I'm thinking Milwaukee.
When did it go bad?
When did it go bad?
Yeah, when were you suicidal?
Never.
Oh,
never that.
Damn.
So, you know,
watching the
it
race.
wasn't never nothing low, you know, because I always made it cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I had all my homeboys with me. We was cool. You know, we make it fun. Even when I went to Milwaukee and I didn't like it for that month, you know, it was cold, nothing to do.
No
you know, I brought it.
No bitches.
No bitches.
Damn.
He married.
I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about.
I didn't say you hit anybody.
I don't know nothing about.
Of course not.
I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about.
No,
This
we
ain't
know
to
you're
look
married
at.
man.
Yeah, you're a happily married man. I'm sure there's
married.
no interest. Those Milwaukee bitches were of no interest to you.
No interest to me.
Monique don't play that.
She showed up.
I'm a helper. I'm a helper.
How
too.
many
I'll see
classes
out
did
there.
you skip when you were in college?
Damn.
Classes did I skip? Hey, you know what? You jealous too, ain't you?
Yeah.
You jealous like a woman, man. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I had some motherfucking bitches go fuck me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And there it is. There you
They
go.
was like Gary Payton, the girl going,
Yeah, we had a payroll, man, where you give all the bitches to go to class for GP. You know what I'm saying?
So when they said Gary Payton, the girl went here.
Yeah, and then she did like
did that joke.
You know what I'm saying? Said it real low.
I thought I did.
Kind of a joke deja vu, kind of. It's like the Matrix. It was a glitch in the
It's like a
Matrix.
joke Matrix.
Yeah,
Wow.
sometimes things get repeated.
Oh, suck something, punk. How about that?
Suck his titty.
Put a sweater on.
Breastfeed yourself, nigga.
And kill yourself.
877-2-106-106 is the number. Call in.
Is it? What's
Yo,
the-
call in. We're going to take a quick break and come right back.
what?
We got the world famous award. He don't really win an award. He want a ring.
You want a ring?
Ring.
You want a ring.
And he from Oakland,
Yeah.
Skyline.
Yeah.
He a
Gary
Raider
Payton.
fan? You ain't happy to be Raider fan right now.
49ers, man.
Hey,
I'm down.
Don't ever speak bad on my Raiders. Don't ever.
They lost in
They
practice.
terrible.
They lost. That's right.
Johnny Mac, they terrible.
They're not.
They are shitty.
So is the 49ers.
Well, we better record than you.
No, you didn't.
You're a lie.
No, y'all
we
didn't.
was 7-9. What y'all was 3-4, 3-17 or
But
something.
3 of y'all victims was like forfeited.
Team didn't show up.